मेरा नाम क्या है? तुम लोग मुझको जज करते रहोगे, मैं गाने बनाता रहूंगा। हम दोनों सेम हैं, एकदम सेम।
पब्लिक मांगे गाने फिर मैं गाने दे के विलन क्यों? वीडियो मांगे मुझसे बे मैं शायर हूँ, तू फिल्म क्यों? कवर आर्ट के पीछे दुनिया गाली देना सीखी है, तू गाने सुनने बैठा है। एग्जीबिशन लगी है कि किसके गाने फुद्दू है और बीफो में क्या बोला है। तुमने खुद के हाथों अपने डीएचएच को तोला है। म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री में तुम बंदूकें लाना चाहते हो, गाने चलाने के लिए पैसा क्यों लगाते हो? ये संडे वार के आर्टिस्ट पर ये सीखे उनसे कुछ नहीं। लौड़ा अपने बच्चे को मैं भेजूंगा वो स्कूल नहीं। टीचर यहाँ के मारे और फिर फोर्स करते पढ़ने को, जब होश आता बच्चे को वो फाड़दार बनने को। ये सिस्टम करूँ चेंज, मुझे मौका देके देख, दिल तक ले जाऊंगा गाने और मैं बदल दूंगा देश। फिर तुम खुशी खुशी सीने में गोली दे देना, हाँ मैं हंसते हंसते स्टेज पे ही हो जाऊंगा ढेर। हाँ तू सर पकड़ अगर ये आवाज नहीं पसंद, मैं इंसान भी कर रहा, मैं औलाद भी गलत। मुझे फिर से कभी पूछना नहीं क्या मेरा धर्म, हूँ मैं मिट्टी से बना, धूल में हुआ खत्म। क्या ये करियर मेरा रोक देंगे पोस्ट बना के? मुझे चलना नहीं है डीएचएच में वोट लगा के। जब मैं जश्न करूंगा कि हाँ मैं जीत चुका हूँ, इन्हें खुद दारू दूंगा मगर दोस्त बना के। लिखूं गाने जैसे छीनू गम, होमी बोले बेला पीले रम। दुखी होने का नहीं मेरा मन, जब तक मेरे आंसुओं से चलता रहे तेरा घर। मुझ पे हाथ नहीं है रैपरों का खुदा ने रखा, मुझे रैप करने के लिए भी खुदा ने कहा। माँ को फिक्र होने लगी जब मैं घर न मुड़ा, बाप की दारू वाली आदत एक असूल से जुड़ा कि अब ऐसा बनना नहीं, भले घायल हो जाना। तुझे फूल समझे कोई तो तू फायर हो जाना। बेला पीछे रहना मगर सब संभाल लेना तू, इन सब आगे वालों की तरह ना गायब हो जाना। मेरी बात सुन, मैं हेट दे के कहाँ जाऊंगा, या फिर ऐसा कहूँ हेट लेके बदल जाऊंगा। मुझे चीरते हो तुम बिना सोचे मेरा हाल, तेरे 1 लाख व्यूज से क्या संभल जाऊंगा। परेशान नहीं हूँ अब मैं किसी के लिए, मैं हैवान बन चुका हूँ किस किस के लिए। जब मैं लाइव आके बोलूँ कि I'll rap till I die, कोई नहीं डाले यूट्यूब पे वो व्यूज के लिए। मेरी क्लास की वो टॉपर मुझे डीएम करती है, जिसे शायद कभी पता नहीं था ठीक से मेरा नाम। मेरी बंदी मुझे फील करना चाहती सुबह शाम, कहती बेबी आई एडमायर तेरा म्यूजिक तेरा पास। इन्हें पसंद आते लोग जिन्हें फर्क पड़ता नहीं, इफ आई डोंट लव माय फैंस कभी घर तक लाता नहीं। मेरे हर एक फैन के लिए अब मैं रोकूं मेरी कार, तेरे बाकी आर्टिस्ट की तरह शीशे चढ़ाता नहीं। क्योंकि चले मेरा घर इनकी तालियों से ब्रो, मुझे क्या ही पैसा देके ऊपर लाएगा बिलीव। मुझे रोक नहीं सका बाप जीने से संगीत, आई बिलीव 2024 में मैं हियरिंग मशीन। आएंगे मिलियन बिलियन गाने पे पर लाइव में मैं वही लाइफस्टाइल है अजीब, पर मैं
ओए
जब मैं देने ज्यादा पीस ने हजम हो।
ओए की हाल है?
इसलिए इंडिया में रैप सफल होता नहीं, स्ट्रेट अप सिखाई
ओए
दिखाई
की हाल है?
कितना पैसा है हिप हॉप।
सत श्री अकाल, की हाल है यार? ये फारिक फारिक क्या हुआ था, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया था। एक बार मेरे को बताओगे जरा? हाँ मतलब क्या हुआ ये समझाओ मुझे यार। कल मैंने देखा था कितना लंबा टेक पॉज था कल। आज ना हो यार, हाँ जाना है यार 3 बजे मुझे। हाँ सुबह सुबह फूफू कर रहे हो क्या? मैच में भी टेक पॉज होंगे, एक्सक्यूज मी। एनीवेज वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वॉच पार्टी स्ट्रीम of the only Indian team representing in Southeast Asia, South Asia, Pacific, Ascensions, Orangutan. We gonna cheer up. We gonna OG and ब्लीड को बोलेंगे कल आना, ठीक है? ब्लीड वर्सेस ओरांगुटान का जैसे कि वॉच पार्टी है, आप जानते हो आप सब, ठीक है? तो ठीक है, जय श्री राम। क्या हाल है क्रैकन वाइटी, क्या हाल है? बेला जॉर्ज टीबोल का गोल्ड रैंक खुला, देखा यार मैंने सुबह उठ के 5 बजे उठ गया था। ओ भाई स्ट्रीम के बाद कल ना सोया मैं, सुबह 5 बजे उठा। 2 दिन से नहीं सोया था ना इसलिए। ओ की हाल निखिल भाई, किद्दा भाई, सब चंगा? इंट्रो सॉन्ग बेला ब्रो, बेला क्या हाल है? When does it start? It's starting in about 5-10 minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes. बाय द वे आई वॉन्ट टू शो यू गाइज समथिंग। मैं तुम्हें अपनी वो एक रियलिस्टिक एक्टिंग दिखाना चाहता हूँ, जो हमने एक वीडियो शूट करी थी मुंबई में, ठीक है ना? उसमें थोड़ा सा पार्ट है मेरा बस, लेकिन वीडियो का जो प्रोडक्टिविटी और जो वो सारा था। ये क्या है? वार्निंग, दिस स्ट्रीम कंटेन्स फास्ट फ्लैशिंग इमेजेस दैट मे इफेक्ट व्यूअर्स हु आर ससेप्टेबल। ये क्या है भाई? एनीवेज वो वाला देखा? नाया नहीं यार, कैसे पता लगा? टी शर्ट बदली बस। असेंशन वाला वीडियो ये देखा क्या किसी ने गाइस? मैच स्टार्ट होने से पहले क्या मैं आपको सबको वो वीडियो दिखाऊं यार? प्लीज यार, कोई भी नहीं वहां पे कमेंट नहीं करेगा 2 रुपीज एक्टिंग फाटू भाई, प्लीज यार। हाँ अगर ऐसे कोई कमेंट नहीं करेगा तो मैं दिखाऊंगा, वरना नहीं। जल्दी बताओ। अब वॉच पार्टी करेगा, रात को नहीं आएगा? नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली वॉच पार्टी के बाद एक शूट है, ठीक है, 3 बजे एक वीडियो बनानी है, ठीक है, 3 बजे से 4-5 बजे तक हो जाएंगे। 5 बजे के बाद मैं रेस्ट लूंगा, 6 बजे फिर से स्ट्रीम करूंगा यार, समझ रहे हो भाई? सोलो जाओ, रात को आना है जी। आपका रैंक ओपन हुआ नहीं हुआ यार? पर भाई टी शर्ट अच्छी लग रही है क्या? जैक एंड जोन्स बेबी। टीबन का गोल्ड 3 को पता है मुझे भाई, सेक्सी वीडियो था, देखा क्या? फक, देखा क्या सही में? मैं स्टार्ट तो नहीं हो रहा ना, अभी नहीं हो रहा गाइस, लेट्स गो यार, लेट्स गो। ये लो वैलोरेंट, ये लो यार प्लीज। हाँ अभी बता रहा हूँ मैं, अभी बता रहा हूँ, कोई गंदे कमेंट्स नहीं करेगा उधर वीडियो में जाके। थोड़ा अच्छे लिखना है यार, फाड़ू भाई क्या एक्टिंग है, वाह क्या एक्टिंग करते हो, ऐसे ऐसे कमेंट, समझ रहे हो? लेकिन वीडियो क्या इंसेन बनाई है, प्रोडक्शन बाय ओपी यार, कुछ भी बोलो। किसमें था वैलोरेंट? साउथ ईस्ट एशिया, किसमें था भाई? साउथ एशिया शायद इसमें था। आहा ये बेबी, ये वाली गाइस। एक्चुअली दिस वीडियो वाज सपोज, हाँ मतलब ये वीडियो उसके लिए है, लाइक एंटीडोट को, एंटीडोट के लिए थी वैसे वीडियो, तो उसमें वी जस्ट प्लेड अ पार्ट, समझ रहे हो? तो लेट्स सी, एक सेकंड, स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ अभी, ठीक है। Let's see.
Casually go to a cyber cafe. Not that anyone really knew of me. I was just another username.
ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर भाई?
Who is this guy, dude?
ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग ही भाई से, समझ रहे हो? 2 रुपीज एक्टिंग मत लिखना, अभी बता रहा हूँ। अच्छी एक्टिंग थी यार, क्या बोलते गाइस, रियलिस्टिक लग रहा हूँ ना? ऋतिक रोशन, ऋतिक रोशन। ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर भाई?
Who is this guy, dude?
ऋतिक रोशन भाई, ऋतिक रोशन बेंच।
That's when I first saw him.
भाई प्रोडक्शन सेक्सी है भाई, कुछ भी बोल।
And he was on a whole new level.
Damn, that kid's got game.
Still not better than you.
कल आना है कल।
I mean, esports in India is totally pointless.
भाई जो बंदा था ना, इसकी हाइट 6 फुट से
Last player standing.
कितना लंबा भाई, कितना लंबा पे। -50 कोई नहीं लिखेगा, अंडी बंडी।
This is what they feel. They look happier than ever because they got the game for themselves.
His victory really felt like ours. So I thought I'd give it a shot myself. But the problem was
Defeat.
my shots won't hit.
सो लिया था ना, सो लिया था। एंटीट्यूड दिखा रखा है वैसे।
I was tired of being just another username.
मैंने अभी देखा, हाँ क्या?
I didn't really want to be just another gamer. I wanted to be an esports athlete, just like him. I decided it's my time to level up. It was my
एक
time
मिनट, 2 शॉट,
to
3 शॉट थे
ascend.
बस भाई। पर कॉपी प्रोडक्शन भाई, प्रोडक्शन बहुत अच्छा लगा, हाँ इंसेन यार।
Defeat.
वाह भाई,
Told you this guy's good.
Still not as
Yeah,
good
yeah,
as
we know. We know.
ये अच्छा
Told you
लगा,
this guy.
ये अच्छा लगा, आरवीके का ये अच्छा लगा।
वाह भाई,
हाँ वाह भाई,
Told you this guy's good.
Still not as
Yeah,
good
yeah,
as
we know. We know.
हाइड्रा को देखो बज रहा है वहां पे भी, हाँ शर्म नहीं है। पता है क्या था, पता है क्या था? तो जो प्रोड्यूसर था ना, डायरेक्टर जो भी था, उसने बोला था जाया को बोलने के लिए, नॉट गुड एज मी। हाइड्रा पीछे से, ये लाइन मैं बोल सकता हूँ? उसने बोला हाँ श्योर, आप दोनों को भी बोल लो यार। हाइड्रा बोला ये लाइन मैं बोल सकता हूँ, नॉट गुड एज मी। ठीक है भाई।
हाल चाल ने सारे आदे जे ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਦੇਖੋ ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਵੇ girls welcome back to another stream thank you for tuning in I have some extremely crazy news to give
हमारे
you
सेफ्टी के लिख रहे हो यार।
Yo, what is up, people? My name is Baba, and I'm here to talk about
Riot has
Hello,
just
Adi.
made a very big announcement.
चालू हो गया क्या? हम मैच के बाद भी देख सकते हैं, ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। ओ एंटी बोलते चड्डी खोलते। चालू हो गया। चलो यार मैच के बाद देखेंगे, ठीक है ना। जिसको चाहिए लिंक वो ये रहा। अंडे मंडे, अगर किसी ने ₹2 एक्टिंग लिखी वहां जाके मेरे लिए, ठीक है, अभी बता रहा हूं मैं, और मैं नहीं जानता ₹2 अंडे मंडे। हाँ ऐसे लिखना है, पढ़ भाई एक्टिंग तो ऋतिक रोशन लिखो यार। शॉट बेबी। लेट्स गो बेबी। भाई पहला ही मैच वन ऑफ द डोमिनेटिंग टीम्स के अगेंस्ट ब्लीड Esports। क्या लगता है गाइस? यार मेरे को एक बात नहीं समझ आ रही।
And there they are, two handsome teams.
अब मुझे लगा 100% वोट ओजी को जाएगा। यहाँ पे देखो यार 16% वो है यार गद्दार। 16% गद्दार है यहाँ पे। कौन है ये? कहाँ से आते हैं ये? क्या रैंक खुला नहीं रैंक, तोंद वाला दिख रहा। एक्सक्यूज मी, एक्टिंग के बादशाह हो कसम से, वहां लिखो जाके। लव यू।
Half right in a way. I think it
VLT भी है क्या अरीना में? सिर्फ ओरांगुटान है यार। The only
even though it looks like they have a comfortable win rate on that,
सिर्फ OG
just don't want to touch that hot potato against Orangutan that again we talked about.
OG कोच के टी-शर्ट पे 6-9 बैन होगा पिंक्स का, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। Homophobic. What? Reality check. Excuse me. Bro, हम realistic रहते हैं. No hate. सही में? तो बताओ थोड़ा. Main role में कौन था? पता नहीं. Face cam side करो लवले. Oh, ये कहाँ है face cam? माफ करो यार. यही होता है ना? If I'm not wrong.
Happy to float that in this series.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I feel like the map selection for both teams, minus Ascent and Haven, are pretty much the same. Because again, if you look at the map, it's pretty strong.
Scary बहुत मारता है. Scary होगा घर पे. OG का player है. माफ करो.
And this is the map where
किसका टीम किसका player है? Lead का Scary. वो OG को support करने के लिए आप ओरंगुटान बन के आए हो. आज हम ओरंगुटान हैं.
I'm actually a little bit scared for Orangutan though, because behind us a pick, yes, I get that they might be comfortable on it. They have that double duelist setup, but Darian on chain.
पता है क्या? जब लैन पे लैन की बात है, ये शायद हमने तुम्हें बताया होगा। लैन पे ना हम बताया होगा। एक सेकंड रुक, बता रहा हूँ। ये क्या फोन क्यों कर रहा है ये? ए मचा क्या?
A lot of the sample size from that other side.
क्यों?
That's, you know, that factor that you always need to remember, and also how they operate.
हाँ मेरे Discord मेरे Discord.
Matter a different region, the unknown quantity. We're still in the early days.
आजा मैं देता हूँ आजा.
And I want to say, you know, all of this that we're doing, all of this information that we're trying to bring in.
Go Darian! Darian बहुत मारेगा ना, टेंशन नहीं है. ए बतूरा आ रहा है. माचा इज कमिंग माचा. तो अन्ना आपको याद है ये? आपको ये वाला बैंटर याद था? तो हम VLT वर्सेस ओरांगुटान चल रहा था, ठीक है ना वहां पे. तो इनका ना एक वो है जी यार, ये हमने बता रखा है. इनका ना एक ये बैंटर है, ठीक है ना. तो हमने भी फ्रेंडली बैंटर बनाया. घर पे भाई सबसे ऑसम था वो मोमेंट, वो वाला. बट फ्रेंडली बैंटर था. दे डिडंट टुक इट इन हार्ट. समझ रहे हो? तो चलेगा. घर पे. लेकिन आज ओजी होना चाहिए, सिर्फ ओजी. हाँ अभी बता रहा हूँ. रुको यार डिस्कॉर्ड जाने दो. जी कहाँ है भैया जी? कहाँ बैठे हो भैया जी? रोल्स देता हूँ. है तो रोल भाई के पास. टट्टी है क्या? इसके पास भी रोल्स है तो भाई दोनों के पास रोल्स है. बकवास कर रहे हैं यार. ओ भाई दोनों के पास रोल्स है, बकवास करवा लो बस. दोनों के पास रोल्स है, दोनों के पास.
भाई रोल्स वीसी नहीं दिख रहा था. वीसी का प्रॉब्लम है. पहले दिखता था मेरे को ये वीसी.
यू आर अ फक्ड आर्ट.
Hey bro, गाली नहीं मत दो bro.
Hey, do you remember?
पैसा जाएगा bro.
Batura, do you remember that?
Which one? Which one?
ओ घर पे.
हाँ भाई याद है. So basically भाई OG और VLT का मैच चल रहा था शुरू में कुछ. भाई ये सब लोग भाई OG का तो चलता फिरता स्पीकर लोग है भाई वो लोग
हाँ भाई.
चिल्लाते हैं.
हाँ
वो
भाई.
लोग सब चिल्ला रहे ओ करेक्टली वो तभी OG बोलने वाला था इधर साइड से VLT वाले.
TC अरीना में अमेजिंग था. हाँ अन्ना. Shit यार, we miss those यार अन्ना. Can you do something about it?
पता है कैसे बैठते थे? अन्ना, अंकिता, हेलेफ नहीं अन्ना
यार
अंकिता,
मिस कर रहा हूँ यार मैं कुछ भी बोलूं. हाँ
सब ऊपर मैं फाटू टी-बोन बिंक्स ध्वनिधि
हाँ बे. हाँ बे.
ब्रो डाउन टू अर्थ स्ट्रीमर्स है ब्रो.
हाँ बे.
डाउन टू अर्थ है. What the days bro those were.
You have to have good
Good
mid
days.
control to dictate the pace of Pearl. I don't really think it's either attacker or defender.
फाटू भाई
Brand stickers allowed.
Purely based off map layout, maybe defender.
फाटू भाई मैं एक चीज सोच रहा था.
हाँ.
What if the same land is happening but 4 streamers pick their teams and it's a streamer only land. समझ रहे हो? It's a proper tournament but only streamers.
ऐसा होना चाहिए ना.
Only streamers, 4 streamers. Let's say Team Fatu, Team T-Bone, Team Binks and Team Sentinel. In these 4 teams, Team Raka. In these 4 teams, you pick your own players. And
वो भी streamers रहेंगे.
हाँ वो भी streamers रहेंगे. वो भी सब streamers रहेंगे. और लीग फॉर्मेट में होगा.
नहीं.
Everybody plays against everybody. उसके बाद playoffs. Playoffs मतलब
तो the players in our team are official players or content creators?
No. Everybody is content creators.
हाँ क्या?
किधर से भी content creator ऐसा वीटो होगा.
All over the world.
बोलते हैं उसको auction.
Not world and all. We can't bring from all over the world. Obviously.
श्राउड को बोलता अभी आता भाई की टीम में अब भी.
हाँ ऐसा उधर से बोलेगा चुप बैठ लवले सुबह ड्रीम कर रहा तू.
मजाक समझ रहे हैं.
ऐसा होगा.
अब भी मैसेज करने वाला था.
कर दो मैसेज कर दो. वो एक नया फोल्डर में जाएगा आपका मैसेज रिक्वेस्ट करते हुए उनका.
ब्लीड बहुत टफ टीम है.
क्राउड का रिक्वेस्ट.
मैच शुरुआत
घर पे. ए क्या चल रहा है? 1-0.
This guy, Prodigy.
Let's go.
On the
defense में anti-buy.
Rushing straight down B.
थोड़ा डैमेज लेते हुए.
It's already, information for OG.
Yeah, very much so. As you're already seeing Rafael discharging right up. The aggression from Orangutan outside of A main not really paying off, but positioning from Anadol actually looking pretty juicy.
Nice. I mean, he slows down the angle, and at the same time, the entire site has been engulfed in scaries, smoke.
3v5 looking very, very difficult.
One way, but at the same time, just blocking off Link, blocking off defender spawn. It's going to be tough for this retake. You have so many players.
Let's go India, Dibs bhai. #, let's go India.
All presence is strong right now, especially
bhai, crazy shot.
to the map.
Bhai.
Winnable.
Of course it's two.
Let's go. Back to a 2-on-2.
पता है RVK को पता है.
It's going to be Neff waiting for it. Unfortunately, with the spike planted, Bleach is around. And that's going to be the first round to bleed.
Man,
Bro,
I was
after the
a
new
little bit
update,
there, especially when you saw that back hull control start to
मेरे तो लग रहा है भाई.
They were still able to get that through Neff's.
मैं genuinely बोल रहा हूँ. Something has changed bro in server registry.
अरे कोई ना 2-3 दिन खेलेंगे हो जाएगा.
हाँ तुम तो वैसे भी हाँ वही बंदा हो ना जो रेडिएट या कैसे नेट लविस में झूलते हो.
बतौरा भाई
बेंच भी मिल गया रेडिएट 800.
अब चाय पी के एक्टिंग करो यार. पर वो वाली एक्टिंग अच्छी थी यार. बतौरा कुछ भी बोलो.
कौन सी वाली?
ओशन शर्मा वाली.
You kind of start off things fast and straight down B long, and it's just tough for Orangutan to really react in time. But at least they got that information this time. Same sort of story. We had the turn, and it's already calling towards Orangutan that it's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
He got the shorty.
क्या मैं देता हूँ?
They're playing inside walls, but it doesn't quite connect. And that's just going to be Bleed, letting it rip the fully automatic weapons. Again, Hall's control, the same smokes. It's gonna be tough. They don't have the angles, as right.
हार्वी के मॉनिटर के अंदर चले गए हार्वी के मेरे भाई
to just do anything.
भाई crazy aim है भाई डेरियन का
That's what
with the team bro एक और हो जाए RVK
Smack him down.
Smack him down.
बोलते ही भाई
Down two. Bleed still
बोलते ही मारा बे
again just pressure.
भाई आरवीके की डायरेक्ट आंख एम पे है क्या भाई क्रॉसर पे
तो आपका क्या होता है नीचे
So much, but at the same time, still hiding some of these strats, but at the same time, RVK with those two shadows, I mean, it's deadly. It's good economical damage against Bleed.
At least for now, right?
RVK smooching monitor.
Down a bit, but this is where the strength of the Reina comes in terms of the economy. As long as you have enough money for like 25 on the shield, you're fine. Because again, you can. And that is the contact style that Bleed wants. But this is the first time they're actually going in for the contact against OG's setup on A.
Aziz. Through that
Aziz flash
just tempers with them a little bit, goes in for the peek now, but Bleed, all 5 of them are waiting for another peek. Bleed, sensing danger, they're going to back off instead.
Direct be
But Aziz did have to run it back. It's a bit of show of force. Again, a la Orangutan style. Antidote is in a perfect spot to swing, but allows the 3 players of Bleed to go through alley.
At the very least,
nice one, Rafiel.
And he does find that angle, finds that first pick, but at the same
Juicy hold कर रहा है इधर
यार.
Nice one, Tesseract.
Crazy guy. You can see the calls, the adaptations from Bleed.
Aziz bhai.
At the same time from OG as well. Aziz on top, coming in from.
Nice trade, 2v1.
Finding yet another.
बहुत costly round निकला यार.
All of these angles though, but at what cost?
Juicy घर पे Juicy bhai.
One left. He has got quite a bit of time, but not so much for the rotation. He's kind of.
Juicy bhai juice बना देंगे तेरे.
घर पे.
If anyone's coming out from
मैं पूरे time ये करूँगा अगर Juicy ने round निकाला.
All the shots, unfortunately, a bit of a dink.
Let's go.
It's the best that you can hope for.
Yeah, and again, burst tap or burst fire with the Bulldog, unless you hit maybe like all 3 bullets against somebody that's full shield. Can't really get the takedown. Almost though, you kind of saw the
music directors.
OG के
हर एक
players.
बंदा के लिए गाना बना के ला. OG के players ने, OG के वो चिल्लाने वाला टीम.
हाँ बे.
हर एक बंदे के लिए गाना बना के लिए क्या आता था? ताड़ा टा टा टैसर ऐसा कुछ भी भाई सब देवी श्री प्रसाद है. माँ कसम सब देवी श्री प्रसाद है भाई. मजाक काट के बोल रहा हूँ.
Not shying away from just trying to mark Bleed on their movement. It doesn't seem like their comp is supposed to be able to do that, but the movement of the players itself is.
Chill guys, attacking map है.
For those past couple of rounds.
7-5 to OG.
Something that they really have to look out for. Orangutan.
बोल दिया मैंने.
They have strength in numbers, and I think we just got a crowd cam of.
I say 6-6
parents. So that's kind of lovely.
Hater है साला.
Back to the game though, and that's going to be once more prodding towards B. But this time, Killjoy utility not quite on the side, not quite set up for information. So it allows for Crazy Guy to get that first pick, and they go straight in.
Rafiel भाई क्या गलती कर रहे?
The newest Pearl rendition.
भाई इतने open में fight ले रहा था
Rafiel. Going to be placing the spike out in the open. If they can keep Crazy Guy alive, if ever it does go the favor of Orangutan on that retake, they still have the Hunger Spirit to actually fall back on. But losing Rafiel definitely going to hurt things.
Dash पे pick करता रहेगा
They need to at least have some setups first. Looking at the flame wall for the moment. Juicy is on the corner. Unless he gets just again flushed out, it's not going to look too good for Orangutan's retake as Juicy gets a second.
थोड़ा aim diff हो रहा है यहाँ पे यार.
You have Juicy watching these angles. Maybe RVK on a bit of a flank. But there are still so many players from Bleed watching him though, and that's just going to be the closer. A flawless round, 3-1 for Bleed.
मेरे को लगता है कि ऑप चाहिए Rafiel को.
This is why you're seeing the Brimstone. It's not technically for the smoke.
Rafiel, go for op, buddy. Just save and go for op. Trust me. और 4,000 है. Next round op आएगी easy. Eco.
And Juicy, and again, it
aim
allows
diff हो रहा है
them
यार.
to also not only push faster onto the site, but actually position faster.
Bleed's our favorite to win Ascension. So hard match.
Orangutan aren't really prepared for that kind of, I guess, quick positioning.
You're really just sprinting down. You know, earlier on they had the turret, and that kind of somewhat slowed Bleed down a little bit, but it's just so tough. And with the Brimstone as well, it's so execute heavy. Once they hit a site, they have it. They hold onto it forever.
True enough. And okay, Tesseract. Oh, all right.
Info.
I also want to add something to this one, Quack. and it's kind of basic, but it's something that Orangutan will have to.
Bro, I think only
overcome
SA
as well.
teams play
They
like
don't
this, bro.
have a proper
SA
vision
and
or
SEA.
proper initiator that
सिर्फ
gives them
हमारा एशिया का
good
team से ऐसा
information,
खेलते हैं.
right? It's going to be the Sky over the Sova here, so that means that they have to check every
भाई हंस हंस के खेल रहा है डेरियन
pushed
पे.
out of the site. And again, it might work, but at least from what we're seeing here, Orangutan are just trying to run in
बंदा का
and
शक्ल ही कैसा
challenge
है.
them. But without that information, they have
क्या
to
बोला
check
बे?
every single angle that they
गया ये
possibly could.
बात करो.
just to
बंदा
make
का
sure.
शक्ल ही ऐसा ही है डेरियन का.
Yeah, you made it so quicker from what I was doing. You know, it's like, oh, I got such a great description, and then, yeah, they got to face every
Summarize
corner.
it. But it is tough. I mean, that basically is the story, and it's just so easy for Bleed to run them down. Look at this. The position has been overrun, and all you've got
कोई strat नहीं, smoke करो, good job. MN player भाई. ये क्या scene है?
And again, it's all been smoked off. And something that, you know, maybe not many people know is that Sky Smokes actually last a lot longer than other regular smokes.
Plant in करा.
16 seconds.
कब plant करा?
हाँ ना प्लांट ही नहीं किया ना साइड
On the
मिलके.
other smokes.
भाई साहब.
So it's a long time. You're going to be an old man. No, I'm kidding. Obviously not. But
Rafael,
at least from what I'm
बोला
seeing
था
here,
मैंने,
Orangutan,
बोला था.
they're not able to
Connected
play
है
off
अपन.
too much
अब मारेगा.
of the Astra Stars for the moment, and it's being circumvented very quickly by Bleed. Again, maybe it's because of how the speed of the stim beacon is just allowing them to run in onto the site, or
Entry इतनी आराम से दे रहे हैं. Eco था, but tension नहीं.
what I was
4 is all
नहीं
they
अभी
get.
ऑफ आ गई ना रॉफिल भाई के पास. आ गई ऑफ आ गई.
4 is all they get, brother.
And it looks like we might be looking at
8 for bleed match prediction. 4 is all they
You're
get.
going to rely
That's right.
on the gravity well from that Astra to just
Harvey के पास
be
पैसे नहीं हैं.
something to
Bulldog
delay
खेल
them
रहा
in
है.
their tracks, because double nano swarm from a killjoy, I feel like is not going to be enough.
बतूरा मैंने ओजी वालों के ट्वीट पे देखा था. किसने ट्वीट करा था वो? ओजी का को-ओनर ने.
कौन सा?
कि वन कंटेंट क्रिएटर या फिर एक वहाँ पे थाईलैंड असेंशंस के लिए ले जा सकते हैं. और आपका मैंने वहाँ पे कमेंट पढ़ा. हे आई एम देयर.
ब्रो मैंने फर्स्ट पूछा ब्रो उनको. मैं पता है भाई फाटू भाई मस्त स्कीम लगाया मैंने. सुनो बराबर. सो आई टोल्ड ओजी टू टेक मी ऑन. आरवी के भाई मॉनिटर से बाहर आओगे? छोड़ दो. I told OG to take me on loan for 3 months from BLT, barabar? And so that I can travel to Ascension with them, do everything that I can to support their team, and after Ascension is over, I'll come back to Elastic Gaming. You understand? लेकिन अन्ना ने थोड़ा 6.5 feet से ऐसा देखा मेरे को, क्या रे बाड़ा को बोलते हुए, उसके बाद चुपचाप होके ट्वीट डिलीट कर दिया. समझ रहे हो?
स्ट्रीम बीकन से स्पीड बूस्ट से फास्ट पुश कर रहे हैं. हाँ बात तो है. फुल कोचिंग बाजी होती है चैट में. अच्छा लगता है मुझे. लिखा करो, अच्छा लगता है
भाई. वो मस्त चीज है भाई, वो हाथ में वाला.
क्या है भाई ये? टिश्यू ही तो है.
हॉट हैंड्स. टिश्यू नहीं है, हॉट हैंड्स है.
रॉफिल को दे.
इससे हाथ गरम हो जाते.
Yeah. That is to warm your hands.
It kind of worked out for, you know, round 3, and that's when you had
थोड़ा likes हो जाए guys. Can we have likes?
The stars, you know, it's a little bit tough to coordinate with those as well.
Hot
but
hands.
at the very least, you fight for map control. You try to be a little bit more proactive with it.
Come on, baby.
Because if you're playing passive against Bleed, it's just not going to work out. But this
Nice
time, that solution is going to be the stopping power of the operator punching through Bleed with that first pick.
ऐसे ड्राई पिक करोगे?
Well, don't point out that I didn't point it out that Rafael's pretty nasty with the operator as well. So Orangutan having enough cash on the bank to be able to give him that leeway is pretty
Wait a second.
Scary. Rafael, is he going to get tagged by this? Oh,
No.
he will. Oh, yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Oh,
the question
excuse
now
me?
is Bleed going to chase him through the smoke while we do see
Bhai, kya
Antidote
bachao na?
at least being somewhat of a body.
Nice one,
Nice.
आगे.
A bit of that bait
दो जने बैक
डबल
कर.
फ्लैंक के. लेट्स गो.
डबल फ्लैंक. सिटी साइड एकदम पैसिव खेलने का है.
Mac talked
वो
about
पुश
it.
करेंगे.
He did respect that space. He has his teammate here to
Are,
back him
are.
up. So comes down to this. It's going to be Juicy pushing deeper in. The spike's been planted.
Nice shot.
Antidote has
Nice,
huge
nice,
in
nice.
this moment. Finds one,
Arre.
looks for the other, but Juicy is on a tear.
दोनों backstab
2
हैं.
players remaining.
Nice.
And as
Aziz.
Aziz fights back, throws the hot hands, and Juicy has to peek
ये
out.
भी
The
hot hands.
spike not yet tapped, but look at the positioning coming through. He hears the footsteps. He watches it. He finds him. Run it back. Dismissed. And Juicy still needs to dish out more pain. He goes in for the 4th. He's online for the ace. And RVK's just watching, waiting for him to peek out. A little sliver. A little head. But Juicy executes him outright. It's 5-1 for Bleed.
He knew exactly what he had to do in that situation. That was really nasty post plant for Bleed because they placed it.
भाई Phoenix ultimate diffuse कर देते.
That heaven control. You could see Juicy just in his brain multiple outcomes that he was going to win time and time again. And I cannot believe that nobody was able to topple off this beast of
Phoenix.
Arena. And
अब उसके पास स्टार भी था.
और थोड़ा बैकअप दे देना
भाई
चाहिए.
वो अल्ट में कुछ नहीं, अल्ट में आरवीके को पीछे से थोड़ा हेल्प करना था, वो हाफ डिफ्यूज हो जाता. उसके बाद वापस दोनों मिलके डिफ्यूज में बैठते तो वो एक बंदा कोई मारेगा ना, दूसरा बंदे का वो डिफ्यूज हो जाएगा 2.5 सेकंड्स में वापस.
भाई अल्ट में डिफ्यूज करना चाहिए था जहां तक मुझे लगता है. और उसके बाद स्टार भी था, स्मोक करने का था ऊपर.
And RVK had a star cover as well, and it kind of obscures the vision of RVK. So a little bit unfortunate. They tried so darn hard. They actually managed to bring it down to a 2v1, but still, Juicy, the Empress, all the frags going his way, and Bleed are looking nigh unstoppable. Maybe a bit of another timeout. This time being called by Bleed off a win. A little bit peculiar.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Peculiar indeed, but maybe it's just
कोई
talk
दिक्कत नहीं
about how, again, Orangutan are willing to thread the needle. You did see Rafuel.
We will be
play inside
called
the
as
box
the
and
comeback
he
heroes.
got detained himself.
Tension.
I actually wasn't sure who also got detained along
हाँ? बतुरा?
beside him. Maybe a supporter, someone playing on alley. In any case,
लैग हुआ बीच में.
right? Maybe this is something for Bleed to iron out just a tad bit more, just to make
Map
sure
pick
that
इसका
what's
है,
already
इसका है.
coming
Map
their
pick
way
ये
is
वाला
gonna
bleed का
become even smoother. For the Orangutan side, this gives them a plenty
What
of
are you
time to
eating?
get
I'm
things
eating
over.
Russ
The operator
with
was
Doom.
good for a little bit, but it didn't have the help that we were kind of expecting. The
Nothing to worry, let's go India.
is where
Anti-भाई तो
Orangutan
आपके जैसा
really
दिखते
find
हैं.
their money,
हैं जी.
but unfortunately,
दूर
Bleed
तक नहीं
are
दिखता
very
भाई दोनों एक
experienced
दूसरे
at
जैसे.
dealing with those kind of
Bad gameplay? हाँ भाई समय आ गया भाई.
Like not going to be easy. Every time you try to
Pearl पे
peek
bleach
or
करना
take
dominate
a
more.
single duel against a player from Bleed,
हाँ उन्हीं का
you
मैप
can
pick है.
expect a teammate to be right
Bind
around the corner. Or
OG
maybe
का है,
a
fracture
teammate
decider है.
right next to them as well. So teamwork, that coordination is
ये
something I'm
इसका है ना,
really
Bleed का
looking
है
out
ना?
for. I like that they go for that A main control, but previous times when they did alone, it doesn't work out so well. This time, you got
Reed है वो push करेगा. Reed है भाई.
Nice.
Rafuel with the Blade Storm looking for a pick. He does get the first, but like I said, trade right off the bat.
हाँ ना 1-1 नहीं हो रहा है. Start of the round.
gives him that 4
अरे
versus
hello.
4, but not really the best of buy rounds for Orangutan at this point. Flash gets thrown out. Okay, just a little bit.
ये क्या hack कर रहा है
Juicy
यार?
already knows. Got to tap a couple of shots there. Maybe you can get it.
भाई इसका पीसी
And
चेक
again,
करवाओ भाई,
falling
मार कर.
down.
Hack कर रहा
That's
है
kind of
यार.
nasty. What can you really do as Aziz in that point when somebody throws the Lear right in your face? You can turn it around, but when there's 3 peaks, not really too much. Scary. Takes down Tesseract. And once again, it's down to RVK. He's
एक तो मारेगा भाई.
with the
Sheriff है.
a couple of rounds ago, but
Tension नहीं.
with the good positioning of Bleed here, it's
Oh
yeah, he's just gonna get dwindled down bit by bit HP wise. Oh, shock dart.
Oh my God, are they trying to end him with a bit of style? Jumping
ये
classic.
वही क्रेजी का है ना जो
okay, I
CS
thought
में
he was
अपने
gonna
इंडियन टीम में खेलता था. I think Signify में. Batura?
No, not this
हाँ
time.
वही वही है.
Not for now.
Yeah, it's so tough. I
हाँ
mean, even
क्या?
if he did get a bit of damage,
हाँ,
Bleed already has
Signify
so many
में.
rounds under
Marcel
their
वगैरह.
belt that their economy is flourishing. At the very least, the save does bring Orangutan and an operator purchase. So that's something that they could use. We saw that with Rafuel.
भाई हाथ के घुस के मार रही है क्या है भाई?
Managed to find a couple of picks.
Yeah.
Come on, OG!
For Rafuel is he doesn't have that proper assistance from a teammate. He will be having Aziz right beside him, which might not be too bad because again they could combo the curveball. There we go, the curveball through the wall and such. But it seems like Bleed has different agendas, and it's going to be the A site where RVK and my boy Tesseract is going to be settled in.
Different players as well. I mean, you just can't go for conventional plays against Bleed. This is information now. Darren with the Blade Storm trying to find a pick with the updraft, but not going to be able to find all that much. So actually putting up a wall against Bleed this time.
And again, Bleed is just playing textbook.
भाई उनके पास इतने पैसे हैं, डेरियन ने
against Orangutan,
आल्ट के साथ स्टिंगर खरीदी है.
just wait for it. Again, bait out the utilities and then
nice.
just again,
Turret ne mara,
bait
nice
forward.
one.
But thankfully
this.
now, Orangutan's able to
Turret ne nahi mara, usko low kar diya aur turret
हाँ
ne
लो करके turret ने मारा.
टैरेट से तो नहीं मरता मैं ना डेरियन वेरी बैड
Lockdown being spent to actually
इतना भी उछलने का नहीं हाँ इतना भी उछलने का
This
नहीं
could be good. Antidote just
हाँ,
watches the
Antidote, ये कर
angle,
लो.
trying to catch him on the rotation, but instead Neff finds him. This is not going to
अच्छा
be
रीड
too
है
good.
लेकिन हमारा रीड तो है भाई
plenty of time for Bleed to
हमारा रीड
either
तो है
rush
रीड
their
तो है
way
देखो
onto B, but no, it's going to be a re-hit on the A site, and the problem
Suna,
here is
Suna,
Orangutan
Arvind
don't know about this, but they're hunkered
shot,
down.
nice shot,
Thankfully,
nice.
they do have the flash from Tesseract once again, so they're going to know about this, and they're going to be able to just again embrace the push of Bleed.
अबे ओ
Denied as well, thanks to
कहाँ देख रहे हो तुम
Operator. Basically, the entire Orangutan
Twitch
roster
पे, Twitch
just
पे.
putting their hands into slapping away.
इतनी
Bleed.
जल्दी क्यों कर रहे हो
Good
रिस्पॉन्स
plays, good reads, and just
अरे sorry
denying
तू भी
Bleed
आज तक
that
Twitch पे.
entry. First of all, the Nebula, you had players watching around the back, and then that Killjoy lockdown coming.
Our family has been
अरे
but I can still feel something following us.
Oi Fatu, what are you watching on?
वहीं पे जो ये बोल रहा है हाँ बे ये क्या है अरे 2x नहीं होता इधर
अरे 2x नहीं बोला भाई वही
क्या टाइमिंग क्या चल रही है टाइमिंग क्या चल रही है टाइमिंग
133, 132, 131, 130.
नहीं यार एक सेकंड आगे हो एक सेकंड आगे एक सेकंड के लिए तुम पॉज प्ले करो एक सेकंड के लिए जल्दी कर दो पॉज प्ले
कर दिया.
22 21
20 नहीं 20 19 18 17 16
तू रिफ्रेश कर रहे हो.
अभी करा ऐड चल गई ऐड चली माँ कसम पॉज कर एक बारी पॉज प्ले कर फिर से कर अंडी बंडी
रुको रुको तू क्या नंबर पे अभी
4 3 2 1 भाई कोई डर ही नहीं है भाई
हाँ 56 हाँ हो गया
भाई कोई डर ही नहीं है भाई
Continue on through, bulldozing onto the site. The same execute, slightly different sky smokes this time. Just gives Bleed a little bit more space. The retake now, though, we have a lurk.
अरे यार
Neff is here.
Yeah, but
on है मेरी लोड लेटेंसी
turret that's just going to spot the push from RVK outside of Art. If he can wait long enough, maybe, yeah, Tesseract's about here to catch Neff on the rotation back, but Neff is just aware at this point. Look, they have all the map control already. Why not just be
4 राउंड ले लो काफी है अटैकर साइडेड है
go for win just in
4 राउंड ले लो यार
Antidote gonna
लाइनअप भी अपना अटैकर साइडेड है.
Hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
I mean, first things first. You got to take out Neff. There we go. Number 2, maybe you find. No. Go back to
running.
main.
He's just running.
He hears the footsteps, right?
Oh my gosh!
Caught in the reload, but it just allows for Terran to snipe him from behind. It's 2-7 now, Aserai.
डबल टैप स्पेस बार क्या
Raw fuel, bit by bit, he's starting to get even more aggressive and even risky by the Sova drone. So the thing about that is he instinctively went on the back of B, which is good because he can survive a little bit longer, maybe get a repeat. But Dorian was
एक
smart
जीता
enough to just
फॉर्म में आ
cloud
गए
burst him,
हाँ
deny
क्या
the
लक्ष्य
vision, and Bleed were already expecting that maybe somebody is holding an
बहुत
angle
गंदा
here for
यार
Raw
अभिषेक
fuel.
कोई
Maybe
टेंशन
just
नहीं
check
है
a
यार
little
ब्लीड
bit.
की
Juicy
पिक
was
है
there, he catches
ब्लीड की
his
पिक है
and again, Bleed are just so hyper focused and just all knowing as
कोच भाई कुछ बोलो यार वहाँ पे देखो कोच को
It's a good setup, but you know sometimes just Bleed being ever
Coach भाई
so
सुन रहे हैं, I
aware.
think.
Sometimes
कोच भाई
Bleed just being
क्या कर रहे
a
हो
little
यार
bit sharper,
कुछ
you know,
बोलो
because of the confidence that they've gotten for their
ओ
wins.
देखो
They're unstoppable right now. I think the previous timeout was actually called by Orangutan as well. So now timeout number 3 being called by Legia of all things.
This is their second
ये क्या
timeout.
सीन है
Yeah.
कोच भाई कुछ बोल क्यों नहीं रहे
Going on. They're still holding on to one more, possibly for the second half. But this is why Bleed are so strong. They've got that momentum. And another thing is just you got the 3 Singaporean players for the part of the roster. Neff, Juicy, and Darren as well. I mean, every one of them. From Darren, I think, has been on the team the longest, and that's why he's got that rapport with
कोच भी लाइक क्या करे यार
But at the same time, Juicy, Time Monster Gaming, Young Prodigy couldn't play because he was a little bit too young.
पॉज प्ले रेफर होता है ट्विच पे ठीक है टाइम बताओ 9 8 7
6
There's just
मैं आगे हो गया
they're
नाइस
capable of it, and then this is just at the beginning.
चलेगा चलेगा
1
हाँ सही है बतौरा सही है
Orangutan. Well, this is also the beginning for them. Still not.
हेलो
Still not.
ऑफ थी क्या
Final shots,
I've lost my
unfortunately.
words.
It was just a heads up to him. He tries to throw a bit of a curveball from underneath, but It only managed to turn them away for a second. Darren using Halls as cover, peeks back out, finds another. And that's going to be Antidote and RVK left. I mean, I might save again. I don't know.
I don't think we've ever seen Orangutan with a full 5 on a retake. They've always tried to counter Bleed where they push as they come into the site, whether it's A or B. And it hasn't really fleshed out itself.
अरे वो दिखाओ ना कैसे मारा दो बंदे आगे पीछे खड़े हुए थे
They don't want Bleed to play that post ban because Bleed's post ban is nothing to definitely scoff at. Antidote gets the nifty kill onto Durian, but again, there's still like 3 players that he has to deal with, and Juicy, I call it rebound plays. It's been pretty nasty.
पिंग डिप लग रहा है शायद अपन 70 पिंग में खेल रहे लग रहा
He's there.
I get it. I get extra kill, refrag for my teammate.
The ball bounces off the backboard. He's there to catch it. Yeah, he is that guy, though. That's the thing. Oh, my goodness. It's
TDM
so
चल रहा है क्या?
if you watch Kuroko, you know, he's like Kagami. Something like that, right?
My man.
It's tough. He's always there. He's so present. If you are Orangutan,
Shit, देखा नहीं मैंने यार.
from this, I think they need a little bit more active map control. I want to see them push out mid, you know?
They have to leave Antidote somewhere. You are talking about pushing mid, and they are already here.
Oh my God, Bleed
the big problem is they
Oh,
don't
wow,
have
nice
the
shot
weapons for it. But Tesseract starts off very strong against Juicy here. Can't pick up the weapon though. You can already see Bleed just surrounding the fallen comrade that is Juicy, just making sure again that Orangutan don't overstep their welcome on mid,
which is really good. Aziz has his run it back too, so could use it to retrieve the weapon, run back. But this is round 11, so maybe they're saving it for the last round of the first half.
नहीं भाई पिंग बहुत मैटर करता है नो जोक अबे लैन पे बैठे हैं I was just kidding bro
भाई लैन पे बैठे does go for that big.
वो बंदा लेजेंड है जो भी पिंग के बारे में बोला है
कोई नहीं होता
भाई उसको मॉड वीट दे दो लेजेंड
होता है पोटैटो भाई होता है
At least I do like how they're playing very close to each other for these possibility to refrags. Rafuel still saved his dash as well. So there's a chance for him to get tricky and spicy here.
Trying to work with it.
Nice.
Aziz managed to pick it up.
वो अभी भी वहीं पे है चुप रखा है
A quick double. Now
उसको बारे में पता नहीं है
the sky smokes. Rafuel, like you mentioned,
अरे
angle
पीछे
with the
से
short,
आया
he
रे
finds one, but that's about it.
पीछे से आया
एंटी क्लच कर
to be the
पूरे
hero now, but everything's blocked off. Tries to go for a peek, only has a turret in his hand, can't quite connect the shots, and Neff
एक बुलेट नहीं लगी एंटी भाई
down. It is now 9-2.
Very quick. Bleed were so quick to just readdress the issue of the back of the B site. Yes, there was raw fuel there. Yes, he was able to pick up a weapon, but nobody was able to deal with Scary just somehow managing to push through his own smoke. Nobody catches him, and he's at the other end.
Monitor मुंह में डाल लिया है.
Like, look at this. He's there. Hello. Gets a kill, gets a shutdown, and stops any form of weapon pickup, any form of resistance here from the Orangutan.
9-3 cards, 9-3 cards.
That Orangutan did set up, but Bleed were
अपन को कुछ ना कुछ तो चाहिए होता है.
to just throw ultimates just to make sure they weren't going to lose their lives. So
that
was thrown out. He's right here.
Rafuel भाई
But
बहुत ही ballsy हो यार.
pretty many times in the past couple of rounds that they're pretty good at just dealing with it.
At the same time, it's the same Nebula from RVK2. Bleed just disrespected. They just go off with a flash as Tesseract just this time manages to hold it down. Aziz pushes past the cosmic divide, gets the confirmation that 4 more members from Bleed are on the other side of this wall. So, I like what's going on with RVK towards the mid. Waiting for him.
Yeah, at least if it keeps pushing like this.
भाई उधर आने के भाई का पोजीशन देखो.
No retake whatsoever. It feels like that wall was a go signal.
ना आके बैठ गए.
अब भी Oh my goodness.
कैसे मिस करा Rafuel?
लोग पीछे फोकस कर रहे हैं.
Looking quite unstoppable with that first pick.
Look at this. 30 seconds remaining. His team now comes in to back him up. He swaps the blades from just in case another player picks out. Now he's looking for more. What he doesn't know, though, is Tesseract right behind him. Slip the net. Finds the second, the third. And comes in just to save them. And that's going to be 3-9.
9-3 curse OP होना चाहिए. 9-3 curse.
I did mention
Rafael भाई इतना miss.
that
Excuse me.
players from Orangutan, if not all of them, have pretty high clutch rates. And on top of that list is
प्रथम को सुना सकते हो सारे चैट पे. प्रथम को सब सुना सकते हो, कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
Big brain players. Look at how just calm and collected he is, playing inside the smoke, making sure to circumvent the focus of Bleed that was still looking towards the positioning of where Rafael was. Again, just being able to...
No caps, but Fatu co-op is quite good. Thank you, yaar. Anna is there in chat. Just say.
As you mentioned, we didn't have a lot of...
Curse!
9-3 curses yesterday, so we could be looking at something similar now, possibly, as we are looking at... I guess the better
Curse से बोल दिया, अन्ना ने बोल दिया हो गया.
I mean, that's what we kind of want to hope for, right? And for Orangutan, like, again, this isn't a map pick, so it's just a little...
ILG खेलना है तेरे को?
ILG क्या होता है? ये कौन है?
अरे अन्ना है bro.
Oh shit, माफ करो. अन्ना sorry. अन्ना sorry अन्ना.
अन्ना देखो.
अरे मेरे को अपनी आवाज आई.
क्या चल रहा है?
बस कर्स चल रहा है ना. अन्ना कहाँ हो? ऑफिस में हो आप?
ऑफिस हॉलिडे आज.
हॉलिडे घर पे हो गया?
आज ईद है फाटू भाई. ईद है.
यार मेरे को क्या पता, मुझे तो ये भी नहीं पता मंडे है कि संडे है.
वेडनेसडे जैसे. तेरे को इतना भी पता है कि संडे तो आना है.
आज वेडनेसडे नहीं, थर्सडे.
थोड़ा.
आ जाएगा तो ठीक है. स्टार्ट हो गया भाई. फुल अटैकिंग साइड टीम है अपनी की. को देखने ना.
True, but back to it. Second half starts.
Guys, कल फाटो से पार्टी पूछ लो. कल इनका 70,000 पेमेंट आने वाला है.
Let's pull back now. We go into the site. We are pushing off of Tesseract.
ओ भाई एजी सेक्सी गया.
Now pushing in, pinching down onto Scary.
क्या करेगा Scary?
Art as well as Secret. He's gotten the third. Tesseract's the last one left, and he's again trying to pull off some hijinks. Pushes through the sky smoke, but they play together. A quadra to start things off.
Wow, crazy guy.
उसको बोलते हैं aim.
Orangutan were already on the site. They were getting the good picks already. They were setting up for the post plant. They were about to plant the spike, but then somehow
crazy guy pushes first map के बाद क्या होगा?
Flower catches 3
फर्स्ट मैप के बाद ब्लीड जीतेगी. उसके बाद ब्लीड 2-0 हो जाएगा. ऑफ सीजन वीएल टीम नहीं खेलेगी. नेक्स्ट ईयर कुछ नया यूटी टीम ले लेंगे.
सुन लिया, हो गया. सुन लिया guys.
And you can see here, yeah, this moment of astonishment from the face of astonishment. Oh, crazy guy.
I mean, I love him being proactive like this, though. I mean, he's
हमारा रीजन फिर से नॉर्थ विन जाने का, दिल्ली जाके वहाँ पे लैंड में खेलने का, चिल करने का.
And Orangutan,
हाँ ना?
this definitely hurts their confidence. They're still going to fight, though. They're trying to find control through R and maybe a bit of an ace split, but it's been blocked off.
3 जनों को तो डाइन करो.
Has an Ares. Come on. Yeah, that's not the best weapon to hold an angle without the smoke active. But if he survives and they know that he's pushing in, it's gonna be
let her rip.
Yep, 50 bullets of just pure letting it rip. There it is.
He got it through the smoke. He got it through the smoke, Azure.
He tried to.
बुरा लग रहा है.
I mean, they were still juicy anyways on the corner there.
If you're RVK, just try to go in for a pick, but it's not gonna happen. It's a flawless win.
बदुआ दो ना, पक्की बात है. बदुआ दो.
11 man. Bleed.
तेरा वो लगा क्या?
International franchise में बोलता हूँ ना. The only team that they can that Bleed could be stopped is with D+.
Continuing here.
D+.
Ascension बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं Bleed. The kind of defaults they are doing is next level.
Crazy guy. And of course Tash.
Very simple. Exactly.
बदुआ दो. भाई ब्लीड क्या खेल रही है बे? जीतेगी, एसेंशन जीतेगी. ये राउंड तो ब्लीड के पास है, इजी.
नहीं अभी इतना राउंड खेला ब्लीड.
और प्लीज ने
that they have done. कुछ सेटअप कुछ नहीं यूज किया. वो लोग पूरा डिफॉल्ट खेल रहे हैं. कितना क्या 2B 3A 1 mid.
Fundamentals
That's it. 1 mid,
Wow.
There's one guy mid, one guy rotating. Yeah, everybody is.
Aziz is just rushing in. Again, the Orangutan
There we
classic.
go.
It's scary. He's
Good.
holding
Yes.
an angle.
Nice.
Crazy guy's pushing in, and Aziz is welcoming this flood of kills for himself.
I love it.
भाई कितनी गंदी जुबान है मेरी.
Play with the Phoenix as well.
Easy बदुआ baby.
Paired up with Rafael, of course. Now they have control over the site. The spike's finally planted. And if you were Bleed, you want to go in for that save. So you're just waiting for some exit frags. RVK
guns hai na,
confirms
save
some of
karenge.
these positions.
Team flash करता है.
Team flash. So there's no real
गद्दारी कर पे है भाई.
try to save.
गद्दारी कर पे.
Picked up a phantom, so maybe.
Oh भाई.
No, never mind. Okay, Juicy, Ares in his hand. He's been a monster with the rifles, but this time with the LMG. Oh,
भाई
okay,
Ares
he's
से भी
also
मार
still a
रहा
monster. Rafael gets caught out here. It could be a bit expensive for Orangutan.
ऑप है प्लीज ऑपर को डाउन कर दो मजा आ जाएगा.
The jet, so economy-wise, check pretty good. Bleed saves at least the operator.
Check. VIP protected.
ससुरा मेरी जुबान तो बहुत ही गंदी है.
Mr. President's
Let's go Bleed. Let's go.
He's throwing it back. 11-4. This is a good start.
ये तो गलत बात है. इतना गैप.
Yes. I mean, let's keep this up, Mr. Darian. You know,
Sid भाई को ब्लॉक सर्च के लिए कर सके Sid.
Bleed, they managed to buy back up, but Orangutan, the way that they jumped all over this site, the way that they pushed in, starting things off with that curveball, down B-long. It was good.
It was very good, actually. You do see again Aziz's fearlessness.
ऐसा एम को $5,000 भी मांगो दे सकते.
If he plays a raise, he's also able to do that with the tools that he's been.
अन्ना मैं बनाऊं ऐसा
And you got
बोलो बस एक बार.
a lot of credit for
ना
just
मेरा
being
aim अभी वैसा ही है.
incredibly confident. Durian is still at that angle. He's fully blinded, so he's got to commit the dash away as well as the updraft. Is OG going to pressure B-Long a little bit more because they know that Darion could always just play that fallback angle before
Same
the smokes
execute
fall in
kar
for
raha hai
RDK, so they might need to wait a little bit, set it up. But for the moment, it looks like
और ड्रोन आ रहा है. सबको देख लेगा.
डिफेंड कर रहे हैं.
What? Darion?
Bleed is backstabbing. They are not doing the same.
We've gotten info as well. A little bit of recon ball from Crazy Guy. Neff trying to hold the angle, but I love how Tesseract is supporting his team with the initiating abilities here.
I really like how Darion is using that one
pushes so many Bleeds players back. And that allows OGS to get the
Nice,
spike.
5v5.
They have a 95% win rate in Pearl Ray. Bleed. 95%.
Bleed trying to set up a bit of a flank. They reacted off to it, but can they actually
In
find
your
the
10th
frag?
class
That's
also you
the
can
other
get
question.
95%.
Juicy, the dismiss. He runs back around. Darren now
no.
striking from power, and Bleed just decimates their post-plant positions.
बोलो अभी जूसी को $5,000 देने की नहीं. बोलो अभी.
Off if Bleed was coming through their own side of the spawn. But how many was that? 3 players on the flank, or maybe 2? But the most important thing was Juicy was there, and he got so much impact off of that. And what's good about that as well is that when he dismisses, he gets
मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना Bleed को रोकने वाली एक ही टीम है D+.
unaccounted for from Orangutan.
मैं जब कोरियन Challengers League देख रहा था,
Let's fight it. We got it.
they were really playing good.
Those homeboys, they got each other's backs, man.
Absolutely.
Off of it, like you can
इसका तो
already see
aim lab चल
Darren
रहा है.
after peeking off of Juicy's pick.
कॉम्पी मैच है भाई. एम लैब्स क्यों
Juicy
कर
is
रहे हो
one
भाई?
of those guys. Every single heads-up duel, you cannot just. You have to be so wary of him. OGS now.
बॉन्कर्स भी कल अच्छा स्टार्ट दिया रे. 5-5-0 था उन लोगों के अगेंस्ट. उसके बाद पूरा मोमेंटम चला गया.
कल वाला ना बॉन्कर्स का ना.
This is good. They still have the money to do so. But
they started out very good. Bind में attack में 5-0 लेना it's not easy against them. Scars के against.
Be able to just keep funding themselves rounds.
ना सारे मैच फॉलो कर रहे हो.
That's a step in the right direction.
देख रहा हूँ नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए टीम लेना है तो अभी से देखना है ना. फिर ट्रॉफियों को लेके खेलने से क्या फायदा है?
They cleared it. They managed to shoot it out, and this is good. It is a little bit of information for Bleed, and so is Juicy's position towards A main, but that is why they have Antidote lurking all the way back there, trying to spray through secret. It doesn't find anyone. Rafael catches the angle. Antidote still holding up by A main, still undiscovered. Everyone from OGS now watching into our defender spawn. Completely gone. Flowers denied. Darren comes back in, and he's only got an operator. It's tough to retake with this tool, but the lockdown gives them the space. Neff goes off a little bit more. 1-2. Darren uses this
That's what's happening.
to pick up a Vandal. Uses this to get it to halfway. Oh, trying to work off of it. The cloud burst catches out to RVK, knows where Antidote is hiding. All he needs is one more shot. Out to the man, but the one threat from Antidote brings the team back. They are still alive.
Expensive
भाई वो stick कर देता ना, निकल जाता.
But they hold on to the knives.
No, but
Edge, Antidote, the captain, the IGL, playing the calm game, playing
बॉन्कर से तो मैं कपड़े लेता हूँ.
gives
इसमें टीम की बात हो रही है.
round to buffer on, but you saw how confident, how what's the word here?
अन्ना बॉन्कर्स खरीदने के मूड में है.
Forward
हो
Durian
सकता
was
है.
thinking, I'm just gonna defuse this straight up. If you're gonna challenge me, you have to challenge me now.
And he forced their hand.
What about global esports? Global esports तो उधर है भाई.
Was better just
इसमें
in
नहीं.
that moment. Back towards mid control. And OGS are trying to find different ways to approach this. A bit of a wallbang spray and does tap down a little bit as well. So despite all this map control, despite taking push and pulls,
genuinely बोल रहा हूँ,
this
Valorant
wave
पे
from
हर एक wall
OGS,
सिर्फ
they are
paper है भाई.
looking.
What the fuck?
CS 1.6 था पेपर यहाँ पर नहीं है पेपर.
Behind you as well. The Seekers gonna give them a little bit of leeway, but Nap is
papers.
1-1. You can already see Bleed scrambling.
1.6 only paper, there are no walls.
But Aziz is so prepared.
Oh भाई.
Trying to get the kill, but he's already gotten 2, and it's all down to Durian.
एक बंदा कहाँ है?
Who has traded the op? The Phantom.
He's gonna have to save it too, though. Having spent all
भाई
that
plant कर भाई.
Orangutan spike planted.
Spike खेल रहे.
Very much so looking forward to securing this round. Operator.
भाई mid door इतना open कैसे छोड़ा उन्होंने?
Trying to bring that forward to the next round.
Come on, one round of the other guys. Come on.
Absolutely. And
next भी जीते ना फिर 8-12 हो जाएगा.
Just let an operator
2 plus 2 is 4.
Oh, 2,800 is
एक
not
एक round भाई, एक एक round. Come on, जीतना है. Every round matters.
He's good with math, guys.
Wait, is it 4-7 or 4-7?
अन्ना यो का tier 2 league बहुत next level चल रहा है, उठा लो.
Wow, they're gonna think that we're fake casters here who don't know anything about the game. But
no, I always forget that.
In any case,
global esports IPL खेल रहा है, हम अभी रणजी ट्रॉफी देख रहे हैं.
Orangutan really now realizing and taking advantage of the lack of
भाई रणजी ट्रॉफी की बेइज्जती मार रहा है, तेरे को शर्म नहीं है? घर जाएगा तेरा रणजी ट्रॉफी खेलने में.
Maybe 15 seconds in, they're already in and starting to create openings for themselves, and it's working pretty well for them.
That tiny bit of presence as well, right? I mean, just finding those gaps to slip in through, be it middle, be it art. You might see Neff trying to work against this with the
Sen versus Undertale, loser goes home. कौन जीतेगा?
It's so easily dismissed by Orangutan just if they shoot it out. Now that they have the buys, now that it's going to be Bleed with a bit of a half.
भाई ये Ares पे खेलता है क्या हमेशा?
Darian on the operator still though. Orangutan are looking to get aggressive towards A. Rushing in now, it's going to be that Trailblazer. It clears out the site. Scary still spamming away with that Ares. Tries to set up a bit of an incendiary.
Yeah!
Onto himself instead. With the pistol, he somehow managed to catch Aziz, but still. Should belong to Orangutan. That is at least until the Hunter comes out. So Spike Plant actually baited out, but now Juicy from behind. What is this? He's got just the Sheriff. He's still doing it all. RVK trying to stay alive. He's so aware there are a couple of players coming right from behind. Mets get the dink, peeks out again, but Darian is here. He's got the upburner. He ends it all. 13-6 Bleed off a bit of a save. They win the first map.
भाई साहब शेरिफ से खत्म करा बे. इतना डिमोटिवेट कौन करता है बे?
తొందరగా చూసి ఏముంది బొచ్చు ఓడిపోవడమే కదా.
లేనా ఒక మ్యాప్ అయినా గెలుస్తాను. కష్టమే.
జీజీ ప్రెషర్ తా ప్రెషర్
సింపుల్ గా అడాప్ట్ చేసుకున్నారు.
थोड़ा एम डे పోయేగా.
అంటే రెండు రౌండ్లు ఒకటే కాల్ చేస్తాను అర్థం అయిపోయింది. సెకండ్ రౌండ్ బ్యాక్ స్టాప్ వచ్చేసారు. తీసుకొడేసి వెళ్ళిపోయారు.
Remember we had that conversation after the
Frank नहीं रुक रहा इनसे तो समझ गया.
That conversation is only happening right now.
हाँ?
Juicy is the guy finding these heads up tools, and his confidence speaks volumes.
ये वाली वीडियो में मेरा बस एक और पार्ट है लास्ट में. बस ये दिखानी है, फुल करनी है, फुल वीडियो दिखानी है, बस यहीं पे है.
Is now my identity.
फक, बस इतना ही है। पर जो एक्टिंग करी तेरे भाई ने, हाँ, ऋतिक रोशन लग रहा है यार। क्या बोलते बस। Cause I am the Raja.
क्लीन कोड
रीड ही नहीं है, ऊपर से पेशेंस लेवल 0। पता नहीं यार, रॉफिल ने बहुत मिस करे आज। अनाज रैंक खुलेगी। क्या लगता है?
अरे मेरे को खेलना है रे, 5 गेम खेलना है ना रैंक खोलने के लिए। आप लोग खोल लिया क्या रैंक ऑलरेडी?
नहीं नहीं, मेरी भी नहीं खुली। टीबोन की खुली ना?
नथिंग।
T-Bone opened gold it seems.
I have to pay. I did not play anything.
अन्ना नई स्किन्स कितनी ओपी है ना। आप तो वैसे तो लोग हैं, बात है।
अरे ये टूर्नामेंट, ये मैच के बाद आई कैन प्ले। आई एम होम ओनली, आई डोंट हैव ऑफिस टुडे।
अन्ना 3 o'clock वो है थोड़ा।
क्या है तेरा?
इशू, एक वीडियो बनानी है। उसके बाद आता हूँ ना।
3 o'clock ना, ये 1:30 तक हो जाएगा।
फिर एक खेलते क्या बोलते ना?
हाँ
ठीक है। टीबोन गोल्ड 3 पता है। गोल्ड खुला है।
अरे हमको एटलीस्ट प्लैट 1 खुलना है बस, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए।
अन्ना वैसे सही बताओ क्या, अगर आप 5 मैचों में से 3 मैच भी हारते हो ना, तो आपकी 2 रैंक नीचे खुल रही है।
5 को 5 जीतेंगे ना।
5 के 5 जीतोगे तो 1 रैंक नीचे खुलेगी।
तो मैं प्लैट 2 हूँ, प्लैट 1 आएगा।
प्लैट 1 आएगा if you win all 5.
हाँ, इफ यू विन ऑल 5 प्लैट 1 आएगा। हाँ, और 3 हारे तो अन्ना गोल्ड सिल्वर भी हो सकता है जैसे ही।
बतुरा तेरा एसेंडेंट 1 ही खुलेगा।
हाँ शायद।
Where is Boom? Boom is from Philippines, no? Boom is Indonesia.
अन्ना अभी दिखा,
इसके बाद मैच है।
Boom is Indonesia.
क्या सीन चल
Zarja
रहा
is
है?
Thailand.
Zarshia is Thailand. Yes. NOS is Philippines. Boom is Indo.
FCY is Vietnam.
हाँ, वियतनाम है। Fancy is Vietnam. 1 is Taiwan.
तो फिलीपींस से कौन सा टीम है फिर?
फिलीपींस से वो है ना नेओस, NAOS,
नॉस Esports.
स्कार्स कैसी टीम है ना?
ये स्टार्स कौन सी टीम है? जापान से।
हाँ वही मैं देख ही रहा हूँ।
स्कार्स बहुत अच्छा टीम है रे।
वो लोग ने किसको हराया अभी?
कल आ रहा है ना बॉन्कर्स को।
हाँ
भाई वो बंदा योशी का नाम तो सुना भाई मैंने।
So even before split started for us, मेरे पास कार्स का ऑप्शन था, D+ का ऑप्शन था और ये बॉन्कर्स का ऑप्शन था टीम लेने के लिए। Because I was not sure about this not win league and all. तो इन तीनों से बात किया, ऑलमोस्ट इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट फाइनल, बट लास्ट मिनट में आई थॉट लेट्स गिव वन लास्ट ट्राई। किया, पूरा जल गया। आई लर्नड माय लेसन, आई एम हैप्पी नाउ। नॉर्मली कुछ गलत काम करते हो तो खाली हाथ जलता है, मेरा तो लंग तक पूरा चला गया। तो चिल करते हैं, अभी हो गया।
I am the राजा। अरे वो खत्म हो गया करना वैलोरेंट का, वो अंदर जो इन्होंने लीग खोला था गेम के अंदर।
पार्ट 2 प्रो नेक्स्ट ईयर से स्टार्ट हो गया रे।
ప్రీమియర్ అడుగుతున్నాడు।
हैं?
అదే ప్రీమియర్ పార్ట్ 2 ప్రో కదా।
ప్రీమియర్ ఆఫ్టర్ ప్రీమియర్ ఇస్ పార్ట్ 2 ప్రో కదా। పార్ట్ 2 ప్రో ఇస్ ద రోడ్ మ్యాప్
టు అసెన్షన్, రోడ్ మ్యాప్ టు ఛాలెంజర్స్ లీग।
या रोड मैप टू चैलेंजर्स।
फट भाई अन्ना से पूछो इंडियन प्लेयर होगा या टीम में है, पूछ लो यार। अन्ना बता दो यार।
फाटू भाई गाली का चुपचाप बैठो।
क्या लेना है, क्या बोलना है?
इंडियन प्लेयर होगा कोई टीम में?
इन द टीम
मैं हूँगा
मेरे टीम में।
हाँ,
द न्यू टीम दैट यू आर प्लानिंग टू टेक नेक्स्ट ईयर विल देयर बी
इंडिया में साउथ एशिया में नहीं हूँ भाई मैं। नॉट इवन साउथ ईस्ट एशिया, मैं इधर एपैक और एनए और ईयू भी नॉट देयर, इट्स इधर एनए और एपैक
होंगे ना इंडियन। 30 होंगे इंडियन, और क्या चाहिए तुम्हें?
See, at some point of time you have to accept the fact that it is not there and move on, that's all. It's a hard decision as I made, as we fans also have to make, and just move on. But as we are investors in this region, we have to do our best to make sure the next talent that is coming up is not the same. उन लोगों के लिए कुछ फायदा हो वैसा काम करना है. That's it. ज़्यादा सोच के मेरा देश महान वो सब छोड़ के think it as a pure business aspect and move on. That's all.
बहुत ट्राई करा.
अरे अभी देखो रे हमारा एपैक का फ्रैंचाइज में 4 कोरियन टीम है.
हाँ.
Can anyone verify? I think there are 4 Korean teams if I'm not wrong.
Which one? The Ascension?
Challenge our international franchise.
1 second checking.
इधर दिखती है वीएलआर में दिखता है.
हाँ दिखता है क्यों नहीं दिखता. ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स ट्राई कर लिखो आप सर्च में डायरेक्ट ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स लिखो ना. 3 I think 3 for sure. I don't know if there is one more. ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स लिखो लास्ट मैच क्लिक करो और जो खेला है प्रीवियस मैच और डेटोनेशन फोकस मी का मैच में क्लिक करो.
ये वाला.
हाँ VCT पैसिफिक ओपन करो.
हाँ DRX या कोरिया या ब्रो 4 teams.
4 teams of Korea no.
Genji.
DRX is there. Genji is there.
T1.
T1 है T1.
3 teams.
So in a region where we have 10 countries, 3 teams are from one country. That shows the value and the potential that country has. So invest there only, no? You will find more talent there itself. As simple as that. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं सोचो. Riot has done the job for you. You just have to follow Riot. That's all.
But I just wish Riot does something to bring back the T2 scene maybe everywhere around the world.
T2 scene का road map है रे बतरा. It's not that T2 scene road map is not there. T2 scene's road map is there, but you need to understand from Riot's perspective. Riot is focused on the major leagues.
मैंने सुना है
because that is where the revenue generation happens even for Riot.
मैंने सुना.
At the end, it's a business for them also.
NCS
it's a business for them. No, Riot is not VLT. It's not charity organization.
AJ Moot, something like that. मैंने पूरा सुना.
तो उन लोगों को वहाँ पे बिजनेस मिलता है, वहाँ पे मैक्सिमम व्यूअरशिप आ रहा है, वहाँ पे मैक्सिमम स्पॉन्सरशिप मिल रहा है उसको. They'll obviously focus on that. And the teams are also investing equally, no? Almost close to 1 million, 1.2 million. Global Esports itself is investing on a monthly basis on Riot.
1.2 million.
1.2 million अन्ना. तो
easily रे, easily होगा. Not monthly, yearly.
हाँ वही तो.
Yearly बोल रहा हूँ. 1.2 million yearly. They would have been considering what other things Global Esports also does, you know, in terms of content creations, the other teams that they have, you know, हमारा 2 rupees Mavi also went, no. So all these easily 1.2, 1.3 million they would be investing on a monthly, yearly basis. Dollars, rupees नहीं, 10 करोड़ बोल रहा हूँ. 1 crore a month. 1 to 1.2 crores a month is what GE is investing. In that, 80% of the amount is going to Riot. In terms of not directly giving to Riot, but Riot's ecosystem.
सही है. बाहर का इधर लाओ फिर यंगस्टर सीख जाएंगे उनको देखकर. वो भी है.
It's not about बाहर से लाओ इधर सीख जाएंगे. वो the whole ecosystem.
बाहर से लाने की बात नहीं रे फाटो. What I analyzed here is the way we are learning the game itself is wrong. हमको थोड़ा अलग तरीके से गेम सीखना है. Not just playing the game, but other things which are also a part of game. Let's say, you know, decision making हो, नहीं तो you know, communication, mindset, and you know, understanding the game. Basically, last में आता है understanding the game.
Anna, tell them that story, no? If you can tell what you saw in NA during an American.
NA, I told Orange Rock में what I have seen. I've told them.
Bro, what Anna told me that day. Anna told me, bro.
बताओ ना, नहीं पता ना. थोड़ा स्टोरी टाइम मुझे.
पता नहीं है.
अन्ना तो बोल रहे बताया तुम लोग को.
See, हमारा यहाँ पे बूट कैंप में कुक रहता है. बूट कैंप में यू हैव स्ट्रीमिंग के लिए मॉनिटर रहता है, उसके लिए वेब कैम रहता है एंड ऑल दैट. एनए में जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इट इज़ नॉट टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड. you are being given a boot camp doesn't guarantee you that there will be a cook in the boot camp. In a boot camp, Orange Rock में क्या आता है ना, players will come because somebody is going to school, somebody is going to work, somebody is going to some other place. वो लोग 3 बजे 4 बजे को मिलते हैं boot camp में. मिलने के बाद they have to cook their own food. They'll be given money to buy their own food. They have to still cook their own food.
Oh.
Play, learn, understand, and go back, still do their homework if you are from school, and sleep, go to school next day and come back and repeat the same. This is what they did for Challengers League in NA. This is the routine that they followed. क्या हमारे प्लेयर्स कर सकते हैं ऐसा चीज?
मैं बतूरा को सोचा बतूरा जाएगा खाना लेने.
So वही ऐसे I'm not saying our players are bad or something. हम हमारे प्लेयर्स को कोई सिखाए नहीं है ऐसा चीज. Somebody has to take the step to teach them. सिखाने के बाद भी गलत कर रहे हो वो चीज अलग है. We have not been taught like that thing. So let us teach. उसके बाद कर सकते हैं. Let's see. Communication skills we were not able to teach. हम वॉर्ड रिव्यू देखते हैं. वॉर्ड रिव्यू में क्या सीखना है कोई हमको सिखाए नहीं. गेम का मेटा हमको कॉपी करना आता है, खुद से बनाना नहीं आता है, बिकॉज वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द गेम. ये सब चीज 3 years of me investing into this ecosystem, you know, being with the VLT Pro Kabaddi team, so many players under me, I have understood that this is a perennial problem. उसको सॉल्व करना है.
कभी
एम हमारा नहीं है. एम सिखा सकते हैं. एम इज समथिंग दैट इज नॉट ओके टू एन एक्सटेंट. इट्स अ गॉड्स गिवन गिफ्ट, बट टू एन एक्सटेंट यू कैन लर्न इट. ऐसा नहीं है कि इम्पॉसिबल है वो चीज. So this is what I have been talking to. Let it be Godspeed, let it be people who I am very close with in this community, analysts, coaches, people from NA, people from EU, old retired pros in this industry who have played FPS before, like Counter Strike 1.6. जब मेरे टाइम पे जब pros थे उन लोगों से बात किया. This is what I understood. I have showed them our videos. What they in 2 minutes they are able to say we are lacking this. माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट में बहुत फोकस करते हैं हम. इफ आईजीएल डजंट गिव अ कॉल इन मिड राउंड, गन फट गई हमारा सबकी, बिकॉज हमको खुद पता नहीं आता क्या करना है. हम खुद सीसीस खेलने के लिए बिंग से आनु जाके हमको कॉल देना पड़ता है कि ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. हमको खुद को पता नहीं क्या करना है. दैट इज हाउ द चेंज हैज टू हैपन. दैट्स ऑल.
मैंने वो बोस्टर का
भाई ये बोलो वो छोटा फाटू भाई मेरा याद क्यों आई तभी बूट कैंप के बारे में अन्ना ने बोला
ऐसी बस पता नहीं क्यों.
भाई खाना खुद पकाता था भाई, उधर कुकिंग स्ट्रीम करता था मैं.
सिर्फ स्ट्रीम के लिए
लेके कौन आता था? मोहन भाई को बेचता था गाइस. ये मोहन भाई को जस्ट से
ब्रो. आई आस्क मोहन भाई नाउ आल्सो ब्रो. नेवर हैव आई सेंट आउट एनीबॉडी टू माय फूड ब्रो. ऑलवेज आई ऑर्डर फ्रॉम स्विगी ब्रो.
यार आप ज्यादा
किसी को नहीं बेचो यार. और स्विगी
ऑर्डर कर रहा है और बोल
स्विगी, ईट क्लब या जोमेटो ये तीनों से ही मंगाता था. किसी को नहीं बेचा खाने के लिए बाहर.
इट्स व्हाट ऑल द हार्डशिप्स कम टुगेदर फॉर द रिजल्ट. +1 +1 आ रहे भाई. बहुत
ना हैदराबाद बूट कैंप में इस बारे में कुछ लीक्स हो जाता तो.
हैदराबाद बूट कैंप आई डिलेड इट फॉर व्हाट 2 to 3 months रे. गेम आने दो, लेट प्लेयर्स सेटल, लेट एवरीथिंग हैपन. उसके बाद
बट एनी इनसाइड न्यूज़ ऑन हाउ द आउटलुक इज फॉर द गेम कमिंग बैक और नो?
गेम आने दो.
आई डोंट नो इनसाइड इंफॉर्मेशन. वैलोरेंट का तो पता रहेगा इनसाइड इंफॉर्मेशन बिकॉज़ आई एम देयर. बट
कौन सा गेम की बात कर रहे हो ना?
आई एम स्टिल एन आउटसाइडर मैन.
ओह अच्छा बीजीएम.
वीएलटी को स्लॉट भी नहीं मिल रहा है भाई, तो इनसाइड इंफॉर्मेशन पूछ रहा है.
जैसे का खराब लगा वो चीज मेरे को.
वो मैंने देखा. वो जो उसने इंस्टा स्टोरी डाली थी ना, ट्वीट करा था पंक ने, शायद वही ना.
हाँ तो अभी हमको स्लॉट भी नहीं मिल रहा है, आप लोग इनसाइड इंफॉर्मेशन पूछ रहे हो.
बाय द वे आर्या भाई, थैंक यू फॉर द 1000 बडी. अन्ना को बोलो ड्यूलिस कोई फाड़ उठाए. म्यूटेड नहीं था अन्ना जस्ट.
क्या भाई कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया भाई, गलती क्या है उसमें?
वही तो एक्सक्यूज मी, हाँ किसने करा? बतूरा तूने करा।
मतलब जो अभी जो गेम चल रहा है ना वो ट्रायल वर्जन वगैरह पे है क्या?
नहीं रे, as far as I know, what information I have, it's a proper release with some guidelines set by the government of India, and after 3 months the crafter has to submit a report to the government saying that we have followed the guidelines. गवर्नमेंट रिव्यू करके फिर डिसाइड करेगी ये परमानेंट होगा या बैन होगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव इंफॉर्मेशन. इफ अदर्स हैव समथिंग एल्स प्लीज टेल मी, बिकॉज़ इतना तो मेरे को पता है. तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ हाँ, तो अभी 1 महीना हुआ गेम आके, 2 और महीने रुकते हैं. गेम है, बराबर है, सब कुछ चल रहा है. यस, देन 100% इन्वेस्ट इन बूट कैंप. प्लेयर्स को लाओ, सब कुछ करो. 2 महीने के बाद फिर से बैन हो गया बूट कैंप, क्या करो?
अरे वो 3 महीने बाद ना वो सारे रिपोर्ट्स निकालेंगे कि कितना प्ले टाइम है बच्चों का.
तो बेसिकली दे विल टेक द डेटा, वेयर द डेटा इज गोइंग. मैंने 1-1.5 लाख रुपए खर्च किया कल बुगाटी ओपन के लिए. वो पैसा गया गया, मोड़ी के जेब में गया कि क्राफ्टन के जेब में गया, वो सब देखना पड़ेगा ना.
So basically शुरू ऐसा सीन है कि प्रोबेशन में है, देख रहे हो लोग, प्रोबेशन पीरियड में है.
Well, at the very least now, just seeking into it. It's going to be the guy that immediately sees his contacts. Juicy gets the first quick double, with a trade right back in. Bit of information too, and it forces the paint shells just to push
बच्चों का मतलब हाँ, मतलब यूसेज टाइम, प्ले टाइम, सब कुछ भाई.
Teleporter is an option as well for OGS.
Oh. Smokes from both of the brimstones. One for Orangutan on Hookah.
फिर 3 महीने बाद क्राफ्टन
no angle there, but because
क्या डील देता है गवर्नमेंट को, अच्छी डील देता है तो वो अनबैन ही रखेंगे.
It has already diminished.
बहुत कुछ है भाई, बहुत कुछ है.
I mean, they can always still TP, but you can see Durian always aware.
अपना मैप पे बाइंड, चलो.
Chilling on top of A heaven.
100%. Procedures wise,
it's very hard, bro. It's very
so
bad
smart
for
with
a
it.
right picking monitor.
But this should definitely confirm that hit.
Hey,
Look at,
hey, hello.
What a juicy. Secondly, a quick
shot.
Rafiel just kind of backing into it with that one. You could see that he was trying to turn away from the guiding light, but still allows for that. Just shipped off the side of the shoulder. Darian now swaps over to the classic, a simple tap. And once more lead, picking up the pistol. His pistol wins now.
Snap किया रहा हेड पे डायरेक्टली. एमएस स्टॉन किया, जेरो ऑन
But they
किया.
still have the superstar Scary that is native to the Thailand region here. I thought we were going to see a second juicy ace of the day.
6 hours के बाद ही कांट पे नेक्स्ट डे वेट करना होता है. तुमको पता है क्या कर रहे हैं बच्चे लोग आजकल? बच्चे क्या वो करते हैं ना? अन्ना बताओ क्या करते हैं?
बनाते रहेंगे और क्या?
Bro, there is always flaws to everything that this thing can do. Loophole है वो, क्या क्या ही कर सकते.
वो शाम को 6 बजे खेलते हैं, रात के 12 बजे तक, फिर वो नेक्स्ट डे चालू हो जाता है, फिर 12 से 6 फिर से खेलते
और फिर दूसरे दिन दूसरा आईडी,
और दूसरे दिन दूसरा आईडी, ऐसे करते हैं भाई. The fuck.
Loopholes तो होगा ही होगा ना.
To again Bleed just winning the round.
Again, it's Juicy getting all of those picks as well. I mean, now he's basically half away from his ultimates.
Gyro Pro.
At the very least, maybe RVK is half away from his as well. You've got the sheriffs being bought up, so OGS.
कैरी ने बोला था ऐसे, Immortal. Hello Nerve, क्या हाल है? You can bring Marzel to the watch party. He's also watch party. मैं अपने Discord में हूँ. He can come, brother.
Hunter, not quite. It does
tag on his ace.
Easy इसको dash करो.
कितना काम है देखो. डेरियन ए शॉट में 2 को देखा.
No, double satchel.
Ask करना वाला.
No expression, no nothing. 2 A shot, ऐसा सिंपल सी कॉल बोल दी.
बस अन्ना जीतने के बाद they didn't even enjoy. कुछ नहीं. Okay, जीत गए तो just again.
इतना calm and composed कैसे हो सकता है? हमारे अकाउंट्स में तो बसर चलता
है. And he's looking for even more. Nate just flushes Tesseract out of cover. RVK.
क्या मार रहे भाई? कैसे मार रहे सब?
Nice
one, RVK. Nice one, RVK. One more.
Maybe just a third.
एक और मार.
He's sticking.
मार सकते हैं RVK, देख के मार. मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
Stick again, I dare you.
#RVK Sheriff God होना चाहिए यार.
Bullets. One for each player.
भाई तू मॉनिटर के अंदर
of
किधर भी चले जा, हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कोई कुछ नहीं बोलेगा।
स्मूच कर
RPK
तू।
there.
वो
Three of
बॉलर
them,
हमारे
three on the
हमारे
chamber.
रीजन में
1,
एम
2,
नहीं है।
3, and now he has the orbital strike. It almost
बतूरा बोला
went
ना?
the way of Bleed when Juicy
हाँ
just
भाई, हाँ,
held
मेरे पे ही आओ
his
तुम।
own with
हाँ
the
बतूरा
Phantom,
बोल रहा था एम
but
डिफ वगैरह कुछ तो
gotta give it as well to the
गाइस बतूरा बोल रहा था हमारे इंडिया के पास एम नहीं है।
थोड़ा डायरेक्शन, थोड़ा अभी स्कूल में कैसे पढ़ाई करते हैं ना, ए फॉर एप्पल, ऐसे सिखाना है गेम को खाली हमारे
Especially
पब्लिक
with
को।
RPK. They managed to buy up now, but Bleed! They just push the issue. They take a duel against them. Darian finds the first, finds a second! Even going for a third, gets shut down by Raw Fuel, and this is now OGS recognizing this fight. They want to take it, going in towards the A site. Their players, the showstopper, it doesn't quite connect. Allows for Antidote to peek off to the left side, in fact, and he finds Crazy Guy. 3 on 3. And his teammates have arrived on the scene.
Nice.
They've managed to dismiss all of them. Neff now,
Nice plan, nice plan.
serve of his own, trying to find that revenge. It is a dish best served cold, so he's taking his time on this one. Knows their positioning, in fact. Might have even heard a bit of that jump up towards heaven, so keeping his crosshairs trained up towards the top angle, clears out lamps, now knows a player inside of Bats. But look at the positioning from Antidote as well, playing so far back.
Nice,
He's just
nice.
hiding in a corner.
Come on, OG. One round after the other.
OGS fighting back.
चलो बाबा जी तो निकालो एक मैप निकालो।
इसकी वॉच पार्टी नहीं हो रही क्या? IRL वॉच पार्टी है ना?
हो रही है मुंबई में हो रही है।
मुंबई में हो
a
रही
little bit with that showstopper, but it did not find its mark. I think it actually blew up outside of the entryway to.
भाई मुंडू पे रॉकेट मारा फिर भी नहीं मारा रे OG गॉड।
I thought that was gonna get that revenge. You know,
आपने ही तो बोला था।
मैं होता तो वॉल के उस तरफ भी मर जाता।
with the share of kills, but seems like we are
टीबोन तो रॉकेट छोड़ते ही मर जाता, वो तो दूसरी बात है।
has had enough of
क्या कनेक्ट किया है?
Speaking of taste, I mean, OGS was just like, this tastes sweet, Asarai. I like it. You got Aziz now with the operator, and he's inside of Bass watching.
यार ऐसे ही
Nobody quite peeking out.
ऐसे ही एम डिप करना है, फिर वो समझ रहे हो, फिर एटीट्यूड में आएंगे, वो और पिक करेंगे, ऐसे ही एम डिप करना। नाइस एंगल यार, नाइस एंगल।
Has an idea of this though, but not like
आंटी अरे नहीं आंटी।
पोजीशनिंग अच्छी थी।
अरे यार,
here comes Neff up from behind as well. Eliminates Tesseract.
Come on रे, वो मारना है रे। वो मारना है।
No
That
one's
is
caught
Valorant
by
101.
it.
एक तो मारना था
Continue to
यार।
push on in.
Nice
RPK trying to play around the stack of boxes instead, but now the Viper's wall comes up and he has to work around it. Just trying to dance across, but here comes the satchel. Juicy.
Oh my
Up on top above.
Why?
Kill coming in and Bleed.
Bro, what do you
Tie
call
it up
monkey in
2-2.
Hindi, bro?
बंदर।
बंदर है वो, साला क्या कर रहा है?
2 seconds. I was
मूवमेंट बोलते हैं उसे।
I've actually defused the spike. Maybe it's not.
छोले।
Man. Hold your horses.
नहीं,
But
presence of mind बोलते हैं उसको।
as I mentioned a little bit early on the orbital strike there, I
भाई
kind
ये
of
क्या है भाई?
that they wanted to delay the opponents rather than actually.
अरे वो तो extended stretch resolution में खेल रहा है, Juicy।
Of Bleed coming from every single
cheating है।
direction, so they wanted to.
सबको बोला टेलीपी पे में खेलने के लिए।
But unfortunately,
थॉट्स ऑन वाला मोबाइल जो चीज है ही नहीं, क्या थॉट्स दूं भाई? वाओ, व्हाट अ नाइस गेम।
It's not like CS, no.
Not like CS also.
आज का नया वैलो टैलेंट ढूंढने के लिए ऑप्टिक इंडिया ने जो किया था हार्डकोर ग्रैंड टूर्नामेंट सीएस के वक्त ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर सकते?
कैरी एंड क्रेजी के मारा भी नहीं, फिर भी 2 राउंड जीते।
हार्डकोर टैलेंट और क्या है, जितने हैं वो सारे टीम में ही हैं।
On the scoreboard, that's what it is.
I like that.
It's going to be OGS though with their past round.
This is what we want. घुस के
आई डाला, अल्ट किया, स्मोक डाला, साइड घुस गया।
एकदम डीप, एकदम डीप। अन्ना 3 बंदे शॉवर से आ रहे जस्ट सही।
Trying to find these angles, these duels against the operator. Kind of anticipating it, but not quite sure what he was.
कवर करो रे।
Bro, they're diffusing.
It's going to be that retake play from Bleed Esports. Look at Neff flicking upwards. It was Juicy that ended it all, but still, this is so much space being taken by the players of Bleed. I say players, but it's just Juicy.
Nice
3 kills already. Another one. Is it going to be another? Darian sticks it. Okay. Bit of a hawk. back to the one-on-one.
Anti-wins this,
Doesn't
anti-wins
quite have
this.
that much time. No! He's just looking for the kill instead, and then
Nice one, Anti.
slaps him back down.
Nice,
This is
Anti.
my
Nice,
round.
Anti. Nice,
3-2.
nice, nice, nice. Come on, come on, come on.
Gotta give a lot of credit here for OG for really pressing.
Anti got
lead
back
there.
his round where
yes,
he
they
whiffed
got the
that round,
catch
bro.
onto
Anti got
Aziz,
it back.
but the other players were already positioned actually for a
Pakdo,
short. Yes, he
pakdo,
gets
pakdo.
caught there, but the nade does some damage, delays them.
Bro, what
can't
balls are
really,
these guys, bro, to attempt
find
retakes
the
like that?
opponents first, and again
Confidence है
allows
भाई,
RDK
सीधा confidence
to
है.
find that good little
इतना
bit
भी
of
नहीं आता है, ठीक है भाई.
अल्ट खोल के भी टैप कर सकता था वैसे
Bro,
इसका अल्ट
वो लोग के पास चार बंदा ले हुए ओजी के पास. नेक्स्ट पे आके डिफ्यूज पे हाथ बैठ के आप करना ट्राई कर रहे हैं.
can't really do too much and just lose the battle in the end.
Like we mentioned before too, right?
Kaya,
It's like Orangutan
Kaya.
on their attacking side, they're managing to
Shot.
find these individual
Equal.
fights against Bleed rather than
nice one.
1vx situations. It allows for them to do what they're doing right now. One by one, Bleed
Gar
fall.
pe,
Their defense
gar
is
pe.
crumbling. No chance, no shot you retake this.
I did mention that
Chamber लेगा, हाँ?
about how aggressive, how quick Orangutan can really press their advantage.
ये बनेगा.
When you give them that bit of speed with the jet, with the raise, you do see how a lot more confident they definitely are. Look at this, they are even challenging for positions right here. They're truly in their own element here on Bind.
You gotta love it. Now just hunting
Rafuel,
down
one tap,
the
हो
last
जाए.
guy, scary. Off of the Prowler, off the peak of Aziz.
वाले को मार
देखने का मजा ही अलग है.
Putting OGS up
Flow था वो.
4-2. Yet another win
हम
and
सब
Only
content
victory.
going their
ट्विच में
way.
देखने का मजा अलग है.
I don't know if the
Anna, wait, your
chat
new
or the
house
viewers
that is
can
getting
hear it
renovated,
through our
right?
microphones, but
Is your room the
Orangutan
still
fans,
same
your
plan that you
supporters,
told us?
starting
Yeah, same.
to let their voices
मनन अन्ना ने जवाब दे दिया.
heard. They're really hyping it up. Here again on
अन्ना किधर है live?
what's
अन्ना
the
live नहीं.
adjustment that Bleed will have to do at
ओजी
this
कल
point
के
because
चिल्ला
it
ना
feels like
उसका
they're
आवाज वो
being
प्रणव नंबियार
pressed,
करके उसका है भाई.
pushed out of their
वो
own
बंदा
sights
speaker
without
करता
them
था.
having any chance.
रॉफिल के पास भी है मैं भाई, किसने
It
बोला?
is tough, but remember,
Oh, माँ
just a couple
कसम,
rounds
छोटे
ago
बच्चे
when
तो
they
सरला
were
करला
pushing
खाता
out
वो
of
बोस का
B,
स्पीकर चबा
that's
के
when
बड़ा
Bleed
हुआ
really corralled and trapped
Nice!
OGS for a
Nice shot,
second.
Aziz.
This time, though, they're trying to spread themselves across the board, and again, it just kind of gives OGS some of these
Showstopper.
one-on-ones.
सीधा टिपी करके भी आइट आया
Showstopper
था.
chases just a little bit,
करना
but
ही
still, it's going to be sight control that is
एकदम डीप खेल
prioritized.
रहे हैं.
There's going to be an orbital to punish now. They're going to save it. If they can clear the
Retake
site and
पे
push
देख,
everybody
उन लोग का
back onto
retake
Octa,
में,
that's the
इसका
perfect utility
orbital
usage
strike और
for the
वो
orbital
वाला
strike
इसका.
ultimate. Any
वो देख
case,
कितना
look
वो
how
क्या
close
late TP करने
Orangutan
वाला.
are playing. They're not going to get pushed back. They're not fearing anything. They are confident as can be. It is a save
Randy
to
White है
playing back onto B long, pushing up here,
Save,
knowing
save.
that somebody is at
Save
least
कर रहे हैं.
put down inside of
Save,
TP.
save.
Imagine if everybody TPs. and then they get
4v4
caught, and then
save.
there's, like,
Taking the save calls and all is also an
Never mind, I
insane
thought they
thing.
were-
Bro.
Oh, RB
4v4 and all,
bro.
we don't even save.
Maybe.
Economy ना रे, value
Hi,
देखो
hi
नीचे.
Ashish.
If they really want the kill.
Find the hole, didn't find the hole.
Oh, future economy.
So if a person wants to enter gaming, enter entrepreneurship or talent industry, apart from BGMI, it's dead scene. No.
They're seeing that A is safe.
I'm a goofy guy. I like goofy stuff happening. So I'm kind of wishing that that could have been, but
Yeah,
no.
Throw a gun into the teleporter. Make them think it is. But you know what?
उन लोगों
5-2.
का economy कम है ना
And
रे.
this is
If they
really
lose this
starting
round,
to
next
shape
round
up
will
to
be
a
eco.
really strong map for OGS. I mean, we're seeing
And they know for a
this.
fact कि
This is
जो
why they picked
player मरा है, कौन मरा है, उन लोगों का
Formula,
नेफ मरा है ना.
again, keep pushing, keep aggressing.
Viper, Viper, scary मना.
हाँ, Viper dead, then you can't.
अरे वो
retake
पता है
also.
स्पैम के थ्रू लो हुआ वहीं पे खड़ा रहा.
Spearheaded by Aziz.
नहीं खड़ा नहीं हुआ वो.
उसको मौका
You
ही नहीं
can't
मिला.
move ना रे.
Combat scorer
Spam मारता है
in
तो
the
you can't move, no.
South Asia region
You get
for,
slowed down, no?
I believe
वो slow
it
में ही मर
is
गया
split
बेचारा.
two, split one. I think he was like second or third. But in any case, you really do see the impact that he gives Orangutan. When he swings, when he gets that contact, when he gets the success on that contact, Orangutan feel a lot more confident in pushing in alongside him.
Yeah, I really like it.
Alt का है Viper की?
Aziz
Belong है.
paired up with Rafuel, you know, if Aziz falls,
Oh,
Rafuel's
sheesh.
there, and the way that they work in tandem really forces Bleed to rethink their decisions. Now, the orbital strike being spent just to kind of clear out that Viper's pit. Scary's right around the edge, still putting up this wall against OGS. They have no choice but to rotate SRI.
They could absolutely rotate, as you mentioned. But Bleed
मुझे मार्क करके बता
really too freaked out by it. Any big utilities that
कौन सी?
OG can actually use.
Prelude
Nope.
to chaos.
counter for counter there. That orbital is just going to allow Crazy Guy to actually just come in time to help out the rest of the squad. That is a little bit risky. Juicy has a showstopper if he wants to, but doesn't need to, as Dorian and Crazy Guy
We don't have
come to the back of the site helping out.
Bit of a
very much a shot for Crazy Guy there. Picks up the 2K. Tesseract by himself on bats.
ఆ జిగిల్ పిక్ వర్కౌట్ కాదని అమ్మ ల్యాండ్ లో చెప్పలు ఓల్తాయి
वो भी जिगल पिक वो भी फैंटम से
you cannot jiggle pick the same angle. No, you are already spotted.
It just looked a little bit like
they're going for those
కౌంటర్ స్ట్రైఫింగ్ ఉంది అక్కడ ఇక్కడ లేదు కౌంటర్ స్ట్రైఫింగ్
కాన్సెప్ట్ లేదు గేమ్ లో
మరి ఎట్లా వర్కౌట్ అవుతుంది ఆ పీక్ వర్కౌట్ కాదు నీకు ఇక్కడ
అది వాండల్స్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ ఫైర్ ఫాంటమ్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ ఫైర్
OG are arguing that they do have what it takes to actually go for that aim duel. The problem here is
Aziz नहीं चल पा रहा
है because of that orbital and just played where
भाई Aziz नहीं चल रहा है
they stopped dead center on A short. And here's another thing. They did use an orbital strike to push out the Viper, but the thing is, Scary placed it in such a position where he doesn't really get forced out completely. And you don't want to push an orbital strike of your own team, even if you take less damage because of the smoke.
Nice one, yeah.
I would have preferred if the initiator did something, but still, this is now
nice.
bulldozing on towards the B side
this
itself.
round is well played.
Couple of players on the
तो
side
एक चीज देख रहा है
pushed back and not quite able to find the fights.
फास्ट खेल रहे फास्ट खेल रहे तब जीत रहे
So Darian has to clear some angles first before joining his teammates on the retake. Barrel spotted, Darian gone. Now we're on a 2-on-4.
Save नहीं करेंगे.
It's tough. You got Crazy Guy, and he was smart before with the orbital strike, but now he's kind of pinned down outside of halls. You got a Z.
Excuse me.
Going off a bit of a hunt.
कोच
हेलो ब्रो
Excuse me.
इधर तो एसेंडेंट बाहर नहीं आता
भाई
बनेगा
भाई कोच किया था भाई एक पूरा टूर्नामेंट हेलो
It's still round.
అన్న చెప్పండి అన్న నమ్మట్లేదు
Take
వీళ్ళు
what we could get, Asray.
And again,
अभी
और
वो
like जब्बा क्या बोल
plan
रहे हैं क्या
अलग इसमें बोल के
wanting to do.
बता
I feel like I've said this multiple times in just the span of like 9 rounds, but it's the formula that keeps working for them. There's nothing, again, that's
क्यों रस्की ओरंगुटान क्यों रस्की
don't fix. Keep doing over and over again.
अरे क्या
Orangutan have that solid lead
because they have W button.
It works so great on Vine. This map is just small enough. And
What?
they've got all the
बिना देखे मारा
right
बे.
strats, the right ideas to just
क्योंकि सुरवे
tools
इज
as
वेरी
well.
इंपॉर्टेंट
Double
राउंड
duelist
क्योंकि
competition
ओजी हारा
going
तो
in this way.
इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस में आएगा बराबर
Bleed are having a tough
बराबर.
time
इकोनॉमी लो होगा
trying to
करेक्ट
put up those
बराबर.
defenses.
इकोनॉमी लो होने का टाइम तू बहुत केयरफुल खेलेगा ना
3-6 for Bleed.
so bleed also must be thinking that OG is going to execute this slowly and that OG bleed is playing the defaults but OG caught them off guard by rushing into a B
Got
side
a couple of ultimates for both
अन्ना आप इसको कोच क्यों नहीं रखते
Tesseract with
ताला
Nightfall. Very
मैं
easy.
कोच
हाँ
था
यार
भाई
इसको एक कोच बना दो रे
Open a sight. Bleed has it triple.
ब्रो वो ऊपर देख
Here it comes. That showstopper, that mobility doesn't quite give Bleed the angle that they're hoping for. In fact, allows for Rawfuel to actually make his way in.
ओ मैंने अभी देखा ये नए अपडेट में खेल रहे हैं
Get a little bit lucky through the smoke, but
They are not spamming that
Orangutan's
much.
just laser focused with holding these angles to make sure that they can place that spike in a position where they would want to. 2 on the site, 1 on Octa, 1 on Hookah. You're already seeing again OG just sure of where they want to play. Still, they have to be careful because Juice has got the showstopper, but Rawfield denies it, and here comes Steph coming alive. 1 versus 3. Oh, he's got a chance. He's got a chance. Durian only has a sliver of HP, but and he got baited out.
But ये राउंड थ्रो क्यों कर रहा है ऐसे
Perfectly clutching the round, and again OG dominate.
कैफे गेमर बोलते कैफे गेमर हाँ
So sharp. The way that they hit the site, even with 3 players
भाई
onto it, Bleed couldn't do anything. They tried to retake together as a team.
महेंद्र भाई कर
Straight up for antidote.
हाटू भाई कुछ भी बोलो लेकिन वो कैफे का लैंड का जमाना था ना वही
ऑफ कोर्स यार ऑफ कोर्स तूने वो वीडियो देखी मेरी कह रहा हूँ ये एसेंशियल वाली वैलोरेंट साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में
अच्छा वो वाला
प्यारी एक्टिंग ऋतिक रोशन भाई
You can actually whip out your headhunter.
क्या फाटो आया था
That's the thing
उसमें
about headhunter.
ये देखो कह रहे देखा
Whipping
का
कौन सा वीडियो
फाटू वाले मस्त ताली बिली बजाने के लिए थे उसमें
एक्सक्यूज में एक्टिंग करी भाई क्या एंट्री ले रहा रॉकी
Build up, ready to serve up kills for the rest of OG.
Scary.
Nice trades that
for the trade, but not quite the other as well.
Excuse me, spike लेके ठीक है
second round before the swap, and they have planted their flag.
Nice anti-buy.
Nice one. Anti-buy form में आ गए रे.
Tries to challenge
Nice.
that. They get straight down. They get tagged up. Darian pushing out of all.
Nice.
Contact.
Man.
भाई उनको समझ आ गया, एंटी को रीड आ गया कि वो बी में लूप होल्ड होल्ड नहीं कर पा रहे.
And they are
हल्के में लेंगे.
fueling themselves round after round. There is nothing that can break their momentum up until this point. One more round in, and we're looking at the 3-9. You know what? I don't think people really believe the 3-9 curse for OG. So we're seeing them just again.
भाई दिल्ली में क्या वेदर है? चंडीगढ़ में बारिश हो रही है. दिल्ली में वो हो रहे हैं, बादल लगे हुए हैं. बारिश हो रही है शायद.
It's really interesting. Like the Legia isn't calling a timeout either, though. Just trusting in the team to do what they can, because this is just, you know, the second day of groups. Strike though. Darian, he managed to, not quite get away. The X-Star still closes him out. It's going to be ODS using all of this space, the Sky Smokes, to make their way in. Counter our crazy guy just pushes them off the plant for a second, but still up around truck. With the off angle.
अरे हेलो, सर पे तो था.
हेडशॉट पड़ी थी ना.
Crazy guy off of heaven.
मेरे को लगा सेकंड वाला हेडशॉट पड़ी.
Really want this, and
मेरे को भी ऐसा फोन आते हुए देखा.
बच गया. Almost didn't make it out alive, Asteroid.
वापस ये शॉट आएगा.
हील हो जाएगा ना भाई.
अरे वापस ये आना चाहिए आरवीके नहीं.
It's really bad for RVK.
ये नाइस. ये भाई एंटी-वाई टीपी करो. नाइस.
So if RVK can play in a tricky spot, could allow him to. He sees
सर
that.
दिख गया, सर दिख गया.
Gets it. Now he knows that he's inside hookah, but the positioning for the post plant is so dangerous. Here, the juicy. All he could really do was maybe hold
कर रहा है यार एंटी.
Antidote. Don't trip up. Look at
दिमाग लगा रहा है भाई, दिमाग लगा रहा है.
12 and he's on top, but it's like what you mentioned, Asteroid. They're talking about it. It's individual performances from OGS.
मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ.
Single one of them chipping into this. RVK.
ओ अच्छा वही बोल रहा था तू लैंड प्लेयर करके
specifically for Antidote to come through hookah. So smart, so quick, and we have another 3-9 first half.
Wow. Now on the other end.
Oh, Spectre का था. Oh sorry, Phantom का headshot लगा.
So dominant in South Asia.
दूसरे का लगा ना मतलब किसी.
Again, I've reiterated this time and time again. They have been that team. They've broken down other teams.
Repeat देखिए उसने कहाँ से करी. दूसरे एंगल से. दिमाग लगाया आंटी ने.
And so on and so
अच्छा लगा.
And again, they're showing to us here.
Sit down, bleed.
Well, we've been talking about the top contender.
कहाँ है Let's Go Bleed वाले आप? हाँ? चैट में दिख नहीं रहे. अभी लिख रहे थे. Let's Go Bleed वाले. हाँ? घर बेटे.
The veto.
ऑटो भाई स्टार्ट करे.
मतलब ये माउस तो तुम्हारे पास भी है ना सुपर लाइट.
सुपर लाइट नहीं यूज कर रहा. सुपर लाइट मेरा गया तो पता मैंने जॉर्ज स्ट्रेटजी क्या.
एक्सक्यूज मी, इधर से रेड गियर की बात हो गई. जस्ट
अरे कोई बात नहीं. रेड गियर बेस्ट माउस है, वो अलग बात है.
रेड गियर बेस्ट माउस है.
रेड गियर बेस्ट है, लेकिन ये बता रहा हूँ जो चीज हुआ मेरे साथ. वो प्रो वाला माउस खत्म हो गया.
बतुरा
मतलब क्लिक इशू आया था.
बतुरा ये वाली मैं वीडियो की बात कर रहा हूँ. वैलोरेंट Esports साउथ एशिया अभी जो लेटेस्ट चली है.
हाँ ठीक है, मैं देखता हूँ. ये मैच के बाद देखता हूँ पक्का ऑन स्ट्रीम. लाइव रिएक्शन देता हूँ फाटू पे आपका एक्टिंग स्किल्स. और फाटू पे मैं आपका एक्टिंग स्किल्स में रिव्यू दे सकता हूँ.
दे सकते कोई दिक्कत नहीं. दे सकते.
So at least we know that Orangutan will be either playing that retake or fighting for the
Excuse
position.
me.
Cheeky little lineup from Scaries. You see the snake bite actually do some decent damage, I believe, on.
भाई वो ऊपर से होल में आया रे.
भाई वो 2 HP में है. हाँ इसको एक मारना है.
Inside of him, but Tesseract gets caught out. They knew exactly where check him, and that's a -1 on the defenders on the B.
Nah, bro, नहीं कर्स नहीं है.
Still just trying to play around the smoke because he had 5 HP anyways. Might as well go for it, I guess. But this confirms that it is towards the B site. And OGS has to put up a
भाई सर्वर पे 10 लोग हैं और 8 लोग तो डॉट क्रॉसर यूज कर रहे हैं.
To push through. It's those
क्या?
two players again. We've got them going through, and Darian outside of Luka.
कुछ भी बोलता है. तू तो अभी दिख गया बिना डॉट के.
to start things off.
हाँ, एक
Now
दिखा.
in towards long. Rafiel goes in for the check. Not quite securing the frag.
Nice, Rafiel. Nice.
And it just buys time for Rafiel to
3v2.
zero in his sights again. The last couple of players
अरे,
so far
दोनों
in.
side.
Scary. Inside of Tube.
Tube backside.
Around this, he's managed to...
Excuse
damage
me.
against the last two players. And Juicy.
Juicy.
भाई
Was
जूसी
that a
मार
raw
कसम
shot
रे
through the
तिरुपति जाके
covers?
कोई
I believe
पूजा
so.
करके आया
Caught it.
अन्ना
read it,
ले
felt
सकते हो
it,
आप जूसी को.
And he hit it just...
अन्ना नहीं है मैं तो AFK
Probably
अन्ना
was
का
thinking
क्या?
that Rafiel was trying to cross
Yes,
around the
yes.
corner so that, again, he can find a better angle to force that fight, but...
यार वहाँ पे
I mean, I honestly thought it was OG looking pretty good.
तेरे को पता है वो 2 HP क्यों हुआ?
On B1,
Ezract.
but then they just could not...
और
Double
play
damage
देखिए.
plus एक गोली पड़ गई.
और ले रहा था भाई.
Juicy inside of the tube.
पहले राउंड
पागल है क्या और नहीं ले रहा था
और ले रहा था लोलू.
और भी ले रहा था, और भी ले रहा था. क्या देख रहे हैं?
Towards OGS now. And this is why Legia trusts his players to perform.
और ले रहा था और पीछे के साइड वो आ गया.
वाइपर.
वाइपर का उसमें पकड़ा उसने
वाइपर पिट.
Left to their own devices.
वो देख ये सेव.
Now just kind of playing off a default because we've seen how aggressive OGS are. This time doesn't quite find too much, but at the very least, this is 4 pistol
मेरे को भी
rounds
ज़्यादा आ
now,
रही है.
for the entire day that Bleed has won.
Just saying मैं जूसी का क्रॉसर यूज कर रहा हूँ फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है
Not alert Aziz too early about this push that is coming through on short because he still has the nade. Actually, no, this is pretty smart. They put the smoke inside U-Haul, so there's nothing that they can really do. If they push out, there's somebody already waiting to go for the fight here. You can already see Rafiel coming in around the corner, but he only had the pistol. But hold on, Durion's down. What does it pick up in that regard?
What the
And
fuck?
everybody's just being dropped as they try to play too close inside the smoke, and it's not Bleed that are masters of that. It's actually OG. But thankfully,
Flank
they
है?
have that
दो flank है.
range control. They have that post by to deal with.
दो flank है.
But there is so many angles of attack coming through from OG as Dorian falls, and there's no one to hold on the.
Nice, 1v1.
He's already down. What is happening? Now from the side, one above, one below. He's got to be careful with this. And
Nice!
Ow! Oh, I feel it in my bones. It hurts. But the time. He's gonna be close.
He's got it.
He's got it.
भाई वो आरवी की रॉफियल की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पिक थी उधर.
OGS.
बाथरूम में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पिक थी यार रॉफियल की.
Again, the boys, the bones, they do it all. And Bleed just not.
Lineup करेगा, हाँ?
I think it's a bit of a rude awakening for both teams. And what's up? That guy is fully awake. He is not sleepy.
People couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe that actually had just. That's how Bleed lose the round.
And now it's
ये कहाँ की टीम से? अबे Orangutan इंडियन टीम.
Bleed are forcing the
कहाँ से लाते हो ऐसे
They've got
क्वेश्चन?
some buys of their own. Darian on all 8 hit hunter shots.
भाई आरवीके को देखना. आरवीके मैं स्मूच करूँगा तू मार.
आरवीके भाई बोलते मैं मुंह दिखाई करूँगा ही नहीं.
देखो यार.
As well. Just, I mean, they're opportunists.
कैसे
They
भाई?
knew exactly what Bleed was trying to do to force them out, but Bleed still had to play close because they had to, again, plant the spike in that position.
भाई ये जूसी भी भाई एकदम
I
मुंह.
mean, this is a buy, but Rafiel's got an op, so well, thankfully at least he is on short. Double control on Hookah. Got to be careful. The Bleed is showing a bit of hesitation, but interest as they try to push in. But Tesseract, one tap, one kill.
Nice one, Antida.
No need for skill, or no need for luck. All skill. Oh, Neff.
Oh, thank God.
Nice trade, nice one.
And that leaves Scary alone.
अरे हेलो. हाँ मैप देखने लग गया वो. हाँ रिएक्शन नहीं आया.
Phantom now retrieved 1-on-2. Spike is down. He needs to drop down. And that's going to give Aziz a bit of information. Scary is just trying to bide his time because he's very much so aware that Rafiel could be anywhere. Some pings on the map as well. He manages to deal with Aziz. So it's back to a 1-on-1.
Oh, he heard him, I think.
Time. Goes through the teleporter. He will be
Gun
able
ले
to
ले.
stick that plant. Question is, what will Rafiel do? You still have an operator. Do you want to
अरे
swap
ऑप
over?
है. गन क्यों नहीं उठाई इसने?
This Scary has an
There's
ultimate.
nothing here though.
तो नहीं करेगा ना. हाँ नहीं
करेगा.
He is going to use that ult. Viper's pit up. Rafiel, what are you? Oh my God, he's going in for it, sticking through, using the cloud burst, playing around, swaps over to the classic, and he's just waiting for Scary to peek out. The decay has brought his HP down so low though, and he has been revealed. A single spray could end it all.
Oh my god, he's playing with his food, man.
Hello.
Let him cook.
And the crowd roars.
क्या गन क्यों नहीं उठाई उसने वैसे?
Again, that was smart from Raw Fuel. He thought that Scary would play farther into the angle of bats, which again is a very thing for Scary to do because he was unaware of where his opponent was coming from. But Scary, he knew as well that if somebody taps on that spike, he's already decaying HP inside of the Viper spit. So all he really had to do was make sure that he wasn't spotted and he could know, he could understand, acknowledge where Rafuel was playing at.
Just big 200 in IQ. Expecting Rafuel to do that. But now this time, lead just again, not quite the same exact default, but they're anticipating peaks out of OGS. So slowly bringing it back now, adapting to the way, the pace at which OGS play. They managed to control the spike planted. Will we see a retake? I mean,
to be fair, you don't also want to give ult charges to Juicy when he's too off of the showstopper too. So I do know they want to get those kills. They're a team that always loves to go for the fights, the highlights. But this time it might not be the good thing to try to utilize. Antidote though, okay, he's starting out strong. The flasher come through, but he flashes himself actually in the process. And Juicy, he's the one that's actually welcoming them inside the site. So he's like, if you give me more kills, I got myself a showstopper coming into the next. You don't want to give him that opportunity to do so.
Orangutan. Bhanushali, something Bhanushali. नाम भूल गया मैं. Yash Bhanushali.
Oh, Crazy Guy. He, with the Guardian, takes down Crazy Guy. So not too bad of an effort from OGS. Just a bit of damage, and it forces bleed onto Light Shields.
Light Shields is very good if you're playing close. So here's a thing that I think I was in debate with some of my co-talents before, where I believe it was Fnatic that mentioned
half armor में खेल रहा RBK क्यों buy कर रहा last round?
It's not bad to actually go for the half shield right now. But some of them says it's not bad if you're playing close range, but maybe in long range not so much because you're still gonna get tagged over, especially if it's like a Phantom. You're giving the Phantom a one-shot, one-kill opportunity. Where it's full shield, it's a different thing. Never mind, Juicy's find the contact already. They've already used the Seekers, and again, as I mentioned, the showstopper is gonna be a huge thing. Rafuel's gotta be prepared for this as they look to go for the push on the B side. On the A side.
Good reads from OGS because of this.
कहाँ पहुँच गया देखियो?
Positions himself back towards the top. Might be entirely smoked off, but it's okay for now. The question is, do they read the flank from OGS? The teleporter has already been denied. 5 players from lead, all still full HP, fully healthy. They're just waiting for this. OGS, they might be forced to save, man. The early peaks out just aren't quite working.
Bleed's adapting. They're starting to believe. OGS still has that comfortable lead of the 10 rounds in, but it's slowing to dwindle down. If they give up any more of this,
lineup देखने आया भाई.
See that Bleed, they got themselves some lineups. It's Crazy Guy, not only again master of commanding his here with the
lineup देखने आया. अरे सही है रे बाबा.
He also has some nifty lineups, not only on that Soba, but also on the
timeout needed. ले लो timeout. मेरे को लग रहा है timeout आएगा.
Stop Bleed before they can have a comfortable post plan to actually play on.
27 पे stop हो गया.
It's this very reason why they have the double controller setup, right? You got snake bites, you got incendiaries, you've
अबे stop हो रहा 27 पे चोमू.
As much as possible to either stall or to deny the spike defuse. So
timeout
क्या बतूरा हाँ?
Orangutan.
यार बतूरा. अरे वो छोड़ timeout में लेके तूने.
अरे भाई अरे बात तो करने देगा लौड़े के बाल.
बोल बच्चत बोल.
गार्ड बना अभी मां की चुप.
ये क्या लैंग्वेज है बतूरा? हाँ? वॉच पार्टी हो रही है, राइट की वॉच पार्टी हो रही है. आप उनकी कैसी बातें कर रहे हो यार? पढ़वे हो क्या?
अरे लूडो हो गया बतूरा भाई.
ये बट्टू नशे में है क्या? रोज ही रहता है.
हेलो एक्सक्यूज मी फॉटू भाई
एक्लेयर्स लाइनअप देख लो. मार्चेस थाईलैंड में
कर रहे हैं. एक्लेयर्स नॉट लाइक
नहीं
And at the same time, what works for Bleed too, because although the
हो
individual
गया रे
is
$1
strong, especially on their
कर्स इज रियल ये जीत जाएगी ओजी
have to defend, you know, one player in one location.
वो लगाए क्या ब्लीड जीत जाएगी गाइस समझ रहे हो जीत जाएगी ब्लीड लग रहा है मुझे
Compared to what we normally see perhaps from SA.
बंदेश भाई किधर है घर पे गाइस लाइक्स हो जाए थोड़े यार हाँ लव यू यार
The way that they all maneuver around the map, someone is always ready for a trade. Someone is anticipating those peaks out from OGS, and that is why Bleed are able to shut them down. They have to be very wary of this.
Love you,
I don't know
Arjun
if
bhai.
OGS
Hi,
should
Prateek.
play a little bit more passive.
गोल्डन हेयर वापस लाओ पहले वाला
Well, in any case, at least they
क्या
have
बात कर रहे हो छपरी बना रहे
huge amount
Bro, please stop
of
picking hookah guys. We were
ultimates
winning.
to fall back on that retake. If they can get a couple more kills.
हाँ उसने
as this will
टेजरैक
be
ने करा
online,
क्या
so it will be RVKs. Speaking of RVK, he was a great starter for the first half on the side of Orangutan here. Unfortunately, no
Raw
contact
Fuel
will be
सिर्फ
had
blades पे
there.
खेल रहा है
Juicy still has a double satchel prepared. You know what he wants to try to do here, and he finds Aziz through the help of the dog of the Red-Man Tiger here.
Mara
Quick little dodge
bhi
from Raw Fuel, but doesn't stop him from getting shut down. And Tesseract is by himself, can't really get out, as all bombardments were just being thrown in his direction.
An absolute onslaught.
कुछ नहीं कर रहे ये
Perfect read, a
हुक्का में बस
perfect
वो
setup and
रेस जा रहा है
execute
बूम
from
बॉट नेट
Bleed.
करके हुक्का पे
This
पोजीशन
might
ले रहा है
very well
और
close
वो
that gap
भी
and bring them
शॉवर्स
to
के
that
बाद
eighth win that they're looking
ब्रेम
for.
उनका
RVK
होल्ड रख रहा है
trapped inside of Lamp, swings out. We'll be able to find the first pick, but he has to look for a couple more. There's a player up by triple stack. There are two more inside of Bats, and look at what Crazy Guy is about to do. Those post-plant lineups start raining down from heaven. And Juicy, again, just swings out and finds a double kill.
आई गेस आपको कैमरा बंद करके अगरबत्ती जलानी चाहिए तभी कुछ हो पाएगा ठीक है
Of how OG are fighting. RVK did the correct decision, I would say. He smoked off multiple of the angles. He used the molly to definitely stop them in their tracks, but
this
from
is a
pushing
read.
out. But yeah, the hard reads are just there. If not hard reads, they were just those utilities. At least if nobody was there from OG, would make sure that nobody was there from OG.
साइड आने के बाद शावर कंट्रोल लेना था जाके
They still had enough utilities for the post plant.
हाँ ना वो अकेला होल्ड रख रहा है वहाँ पे ब्रेमन
What they
का
kind of wanted to do at this point, boosted. Will the Trailblazer be? There we go. I was wondering what was the name of the four-legged utility, but
what that dog do?
कुत्ता कुत्ता को कैसे काटा
You a dog.
I don't know what it's doing.
Long
It just ran past each other.
पता नहीं
But this is information again for Bleed. They know
iPad left right हो
kind
गया
of where they might be positioned based off how the Trailblazer was deployed. Hawk.
कौन सा फेक है भाई वो कहाँ कहाँ कवर कर रहा है क्या कवर कर रहा है
अरे वो उसने हुक्का में फ्लैश करा
waiting for Juicy to actually peek out of hookah in case someone is watching some angles that they aren't expecting. Paint shells will be able to flush them out of positions. And here come the Sky Smokes. The execute from Bleed starts to push in. Showstopper not quite connecting for Aziz. It's way too far.
Bro.
And Tesseract, the last one left, still
What?
in the Nightfall. Not
What's happening? Hello.
क्या हुआ एक सेकंड मेरे को फिर से रिवाइंड करो
कुछ नहीं अन्ना साइट में स्मोक करा वो आरवी रॉफिल उसमें स्मोक में जाके बैठ गया वहाँ पर वाइपर पे हुई
स्मोक में स्पैम किया क्रेजी गाय का मॉली में वो मर गया मॉली कहाँ था
मॉली स्मोक के अंदर वो मॉली एज एन वाइपर का थूक
प्रैक्टिकल गेम प्ले
He's got the rifle. He's got a position here, but 5 versus 1, Spike already planted. Bleed, they're just one off from getting themselves an equalizer for that 10 and 10.
OG's FTW, JD bhai.
I think he was spotted already by Crazy Guy too, as he falls back into the crevice.
हाँ दिल से तो लग रहा है पर आंखों से
Tables have definitely turned to this point.
एक और टाइम आउट लो एक और टाइम आउट लो
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट
ले लो यार एक ही टाइम आउट बचा है नहीं लेंगे अभी वो
डॉक्टर what are you doing reset time
All OGS won was one round so far in this second half. Bleed have won everything else.
ये क्रेजी गाय जूसी को शट करना है 29-30 किल्स में अन्ना वो
Yes, OGS, their wins are incredible because
और हमारा रेस देख लो 5 किल
हाँ देख अडेप्ट हो गए देख अभी डबल हुक्का खेल रहे हैं
OGS still has
सुपर चैट आया उसको 30 किल्स पे 10,000 बोल के
हाँ क्या
He's gotta be feeling desperate at this point. This is a very, very committed round for them.
डबल हुक्का खेल रहा है बट हुक्का कंट्रोल लेना इजी है ना उन लोगों के लिए
Raphael's back on the operator as well. He does have a
but they
good
also
angle
adapted
outside
very
of
fast,
showers.
saying
No,
they
either
will
you
double
either you
there to
take
contact
hookah
from
control,
here.
don't play
They're
hookah.
again
Try
drawing out the
play
utilities
three
of
people,
Orangutan,
push hookah and
who
try
are
to take a
more
control
than
of
happy
that.
to at least use it to delay
And
That's
this is
the
the
first
first
time.
time.
assists.
This is
Again,
the first
look at
time
the
in the last
positionings
4-5
on the
rounds
players right
these
there.
guys took
It's
Bilam
all
control.
one
Lead.
and done.
They also
But
anticipated
with
hookah.
Crazy Guy having the
Ah,
orbital once
exactly.
again, they could do
वही
the same
कर रहे
thing
हैं।
they did
ना,
on
ना,
that A side push once again, which is to just use the
लेकिन
orbital.
देख,
And
हमारे
at that
पास
point,
राफेल तो है ना
if
showers में
Raphael
off.
doesn't get anything and get spotted, he's gonna get
Headshot आएगा ना?
hella turned over with that orbital coming in. But maybe, just
Info मिली।
maybe he can find something.
Maybe he has found the first frag, and instantly Tailwind's out.
स्पाइक है मिल गया।
Bleed.
ये 2
Sensing
रुपए
the
का
danger, they fall back, and it's going to be Tesseract receiving them with open arms. Big information for OGS. Just expecting even more of them to push through now. RBK finds the
Nice,
first
nice,
jumps off.
nice.
His teammate here to back him up. Juicy has to go in. 20 seconds is all that remains. The orbital strike committed into this. And as
कहाँ उछल रहे हो भैया?
slaps it out of the air. Darren's the last
कहाँ
one.
उछल रहे हो?
Here's the teleporter. Tries to shoot it
Nice,
through, but
nice, nice.
Antidote comes in.
नाइस पिक रॉफ्यूल।
Orangutan forcing a lot of presence very close, trying to just maneuver, if not bend the movement of Bleed towards where Raphael would be, and Raphael did not disappoint. So that little bit of commitment, that
Let's go,
risk
baby.
finally paid off here for Orangutan. But the question still lies here, Quack.
आ रहा है वापस आ रहा है मोमेंटम। बात सही है सजल भाई आ रहा है।
Still keep
Come on,
that
come on,
pressure
come on,
on.
2 more,
OG
2 more, come on
is
guys.
so close at finish line. 2 more rounds and we're going to game 3.
आराम तेड़म खेल के जीत जाओ।
And I don't know, maybe waiting for a timeout. Bleed, this can keep going back and forth, but the fact
OG
they already
has
won
the
first
liberty
match,
to do some aggressive
they're
gameplay.
just trying to learn as much as they can as well.
Surprise gameplay.
If they can find a win, which is very possible.
Nice,
they have to
nice,
use their
nice,
backs.
nice.
But so
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
these round wins
got
from
punishment,
OGS,
they played
it
aggressive.
starts
Punished
with
very bad.
Raphael's
ब्रो
option.
रॉफ्यूल अच्छा कर रहा
Off that
है।
information,
ना ओवरपीक नहीं कर
they
रहा।
peek it. They're gonna head
then there's
towards the
nothing
A side. And I think that's right. OGS are reading this.
Oh,
Nice shot.
they're doing it very quickly.
Juicy
They're
को
trying
shut
to
करा है।
circumvent the operator, but that's not the only
nice
threat
ball.
that Orangutan have.
ये मेरा आवाज आ
Teleport
रहा है ना?
indeed to make that noise.
नहीं आ रहा है।
It's also it's also the spike here from Crazy Guy, but he's doubling back onto the A side. He's left some of his teammates right here. Orangutan are not being baited by this, but simultaneous picks. Dorian and Scary find Tesseract and Antidote.
Maja,
RBK,
Maja.
Heroics through the smoke, but they're right beside each other. And not gonna happen at all. Raw fuel with the operator. That was a tricky play. That was a risky play from Bleed, but it paid off.
It's smart.
Very important.
I mean, they're so confident again in how they will pick off some of these OGS players. Teleport through, cut noise, cut time, and wait. Just let OGS simmer for a second. You're not going to expect that. Peek out, and suddenly Scary and Crazy Guy just strike them down. I mean, Scary and Darian, excuse me.
ये तो VLT थ्रो था।
This brings us to a
अन्ना
very
टेज़रेक्ट इतनी अच्छी पोजीशन में था, क्यों पिक करा वो शावर्स?
बहुत अच्छा पोजीशन था रे, सब अच्छा था, एग्जीक्यूट भी करना है उसके बाद।
One
मिस हो गया
down,
हमारा।
dash away, Scary gone.
Nice shot.
Good picks, and he's 2 points away from his ultimate.
Raphael's not going to miss a chance to hit the shot.
ये गलती देखना यार टेज़रेक्ट भाई। इतनी अच्छी पोजीशन में था, आपको पिक क्यों करना है शावर्स?
Capabilities of skirmish, you'd want to have the Blaze Storm over the operator at least, and Bleed have been forcing a lot of those skirmish fights, so it could be something to fall back on, but again,
ये VLT वाला थ्रो है
they
क्या?
will do anything and everything, and the playbook is vast from this MYSG team.
Right? The way that they adapt off of it, you know, yes, Raphael got the first
पर
pick, and
bind
that was
वाला
great.
ज़्यादा
That
painful
worked
था ना।
wonders for OGS in the previous round as
बाइंड
well,
वाला
but
बहुत पेनफुल था।
instantly Bleed react to it, and they go to the other side, and now it's going to be
Yeah,
Juicy
control
forcing them back. Neff off of the Seekers as well. Tesseract trying to
Oh,
fight back.
Tesseract!
Gets the whoop and gets a double, and he's still alive. 2 Sky Smokes spent by Crazy, and here comes Crazy. What's scary from behind? The teleporter's been denied. Raw Fuel stuck inside of this with an operator of all things. He's just trying to dodge some of these bullets now. 2 players left. Raw Fuel managed to punch through. Darian Still pushing all the way from the other
Nice.
side.
Last
RBK
position
as
पे
well
है.
as Rawfield, they managed to
चलेगा,
put
ही
their
बाजेगा.
their boots on towards the A site. Scary. 1v2.
गन ले ले रॉफ्यूल, गन ले ले, कुछ नहीं होता.
He has all the information as well.
राउंड चाहिए, गन ले ले. ले लिया.
पीछे क्यों जा रहा था?
A site. Oh, is he gonna play inside that? He just got the ball inside the smoke, I think. But no, right in front of him. They're cooking, and RBK.
What?
Not possible.
You can't do this, Scary.
Wide swing रे.
He was on the
close swing
spike.
क्यों करेगा?
He was on the spike after all. What?
Wide swing.
They
You know
heard
where he
it
is.
right beside him, and the one thing that separated RBK from clutching that is that teeny tiny box at the back of the
RBK.
He slow peeked it, and he
उसको
whipped
पता
the
है
shot.
वही
He
पोजीशन पे
got
प्लांट
one
कर रहा है.
going
वाइड
out.
लो स्विंग.
And that is
Jiggle क्यों?
precisely why he is that horror
Yeah, then I
movie.
was
11 to 11 now, and Bleed could very well turn this over on its head.
లేదు రా అక్కడ ఒక్క సెకండ్ రా ఒక్క
OGS
సెకండ్
doesn't
ఎంత లోపల
win this
పోతాడు రా.
round, their economy is going to be in shambles.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
बहुत ये राउंड
Already
इंपॉर्टेंट है
is, in
कुछ
a
भी
way.
करके निकाल लो रे.
4 of their players have the half shields.
Now you call the timeout. Oh my god.
सारे राउंड इंपॉर्टेंट है.
I mean, this is a man that uses the timeouts to, I think, bully the advantage.
Yeah. Very reserved. Saves it for the last second. OGS are already kind of,
Look at the
you know,
timing bro. Time out लेने का भाई.
Bleed has gotten to their heads. At this point, and you call the timeout,
Legend
yeah,
है
the
भाई,
doctor
लेके
gets to
बता,
talk to his team as well, yes, but how do you kind of work your way around this? You don't have your operator anymore.
Legend,
That
bro.
was the one thing that they had going
क्योंकि
for them
उसको
on
पता
this
मोमेंटम
defense.
तोड़ेंगे लेकिन मोमेंटम तोड़ा तो भी ऑपरेटर्स के पास अच्छा
Orangutan, they're also known for Hail Mary plays.
स्केरी
Could
वो
try to
दर्जे का
go-
प्लेयर है ना.
Could try to go something
हाँ दर्शिया
out
मतलब.
out of order, something that they haven't done, which is just to, I don't know, just say, let it fly. Let's
Push
see.
out.
दिल से बोला रे अन्ना ने.
दर्द होता है रे ऐसा राउंड लूज होने में. बहुत दर्द होता है. ये VCT पैसिफिक जाने वाला था. इसको क्यों खरीद के बिठा लिया रे यहाँ पे एसेंशन में.
We've seen a lot of crazy Jet players with the Blade Storm up at Masters Tokyo. Can Rawfuel be one of those names up next to those greats? He's holding the angle instead, Asarai. They're not really pushing out.
For OG?
Yeah, OG. Bleed, same thing too. They're anticipating the push, in fact.
Good point. Well, at least it is that calm before the storm. It is 11 to 11, so this round win, obviously, whoever gets this will dictate if we have to go for the possibility of an overtime.
2 Prowlers already spent
Hello?
to take short. Scary heard that.
हाँ ना.
Yes.
Yeah, Scary heard all of that. Walking in towards Rawfuel's angle?
Rahul's not in a spot where he can actually dash away too. So if they're close, he's gonna bump into the wall unless he's quick enough to go around the corner. He has to use the blades to actually just get away.
No!
Okay, 1 for 1. Rahul's gonna have to be pushed back in because of the nade. But Bleed not really pressing the advantage just yet, and they don't get hit by the TP nade from Aziz here.
It's just one hit. They get a feel for it, and all of a sudden they're trying to bait those rotations over. They go straight into the A side of Aziz.
Rawfuel,
Cannot land a shot
Rawfuel.
here. This is going to be bad. He
Nice.
still goes in
Nice.
for the burst, though. Good for a
नहीं,
second.
pick नहीं करने का
Can you
Aziz.
get the third? Make it happen, Aziz. This is your game, but no! Neff, he shuts him down instead.
Rawfuel पीछे से आ रहा है, मत मारो.
3, 5 seconds remaining. Can you stick
उसको
the
TP
spike?
मारा.
I do not think so. So this is going to be OGS reaching match point first.
Oh my god.
अबे OT गया.
Things just down the wire. There is
क्या देख रहा है बतुरा?
mistake. You cannot.
सच बताओ ब्रो मेरे को टेंशन में टट्टी आ रहे लेकिन उठा के जा नहीं पा रहा हूँ क्योंकि लास्ट 2 राउंड में मेरा दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा.
अबे टाइमर ऊपर देख भाई.
They thought they had the angle. They knew where Rawfuel was. They were feeling confident that, okay,
तेरी टट्टी की माँ की हमारा हाइट को मत बिगाड़.
on the A side, but there was
हाँ?
इतना अच्छे से
हाँ.
ये कर रहे.
कह रहा है 1v2 है आराम से खेलो. अरे भोसड़ी के जीत गए.
सॉरी यार
and Orangutan, they love that just close position angle because that's what they're just, again, used to.
This time, Sky versus Sky. Neff is trying to go in for it. He sets up Crazy Guy perfectly. And it leaves RVK last one on the site, and this has just now been completely cracked open. Oh no! Oh my god, and a third! Aziz with the showstopper. He tries to go in for the Hail Mary Astro. It doesn't quite work. Rafael, the only one left, tries to go in for a couple of taps, gets a double, but that was it. We are going to overtime.
Rafael was making waves, man. He got a couple of picks there. I thought they were actually lining up for him. I thought maybe, just maybe, this won't go to overtime. This will just go to straight to game 3. But Bleed persevere. They stand tall. I'm just lost for words. This is a group stage match. Why is it this intense already?
I love it, man.
एंटी ओवर कमिट कर रहा है नहीं उसके पास जगह ही नहीं थी जाने की उसने कुत्ता करा उसके सामने 2 बंदे थे वो भाग के नहीं जा सकता था उसको फाइट करनी थी वहां पे
OGS gets aggressive with it, but at the same time, how strong of a contender Bleed can be. So we go back to those sides. Bleed now on the defense. This is exactly
रेस क्या कर रहा है अपने वाला कुछ नहीं अनलकी हो रहा
They have to make it happen again.
To make it happen again. Juicy's playing absolutely
pick them
close. I think he was spotted by Aziz too. He's got to back away.
Pull them limb from limb.
Nades right there.
Nade up दिया
the angle here. He really wants to commit the hookah first. Maybe the swayed OGS.
पहले करते
pushing right in.
पहले करते
Did Aziz use his nade already? Yes, he did. If he pushes through this with the show or with the double satchel, there's like 3 players of Bleed willing, waiting, and wanting for him to do that.
All set up this time, Bleed. Yeah, they're trying to receive them together as a team. In fact, stalling as much as possible. All of this utility has been burnt.
कहीं भी स्पैम मार रहे हैं
would rotate to the other side because
न्यू अपडेट के बाद भी स्पैम मार रहे हैं
मैं तो
आप नहीं मार सकता
कर दिया रे ऊपर कंट्रोल लेने के
भाई अनंत बुलेट्स देखो 30 ही बुलेट बची है सारे स्पैम मार दिया
For the utilities to dry up, but Bleed, it has, but they've saved up Scary's wall. There it is. Yep. Exactly that.
Still inside you. Still inside you.
Nice one.
And that leaves
Nice one.
He's been taken apart.
Nice entry. Nice entry. Aziz कुछ तो करा तूने
जीत लो अभी तो मत करो
through the smoke. Oh, how does that medicine taste? Bleed. Darian punches through. Stop the shorty. Gets a double. Swung back to the operator, but as soon as he swings out, Tesseract up from Ufka snipes him down.
One more round.
One more.
Orangutan save themselves from losing the series and actually being
टाइम आउट
the
लेके
victors
कुछ
of the
सोच
second
लो
game.
स्क्रिम्स करे होंगे क्या करती है
Dead in their
सोच लो
Actually, yeah, there we go.
Anna.
I wanted to ask who put down that cloudburst.
स्क्रिम्स तो करे होंगे ना ब्लीड के अगेंस्ट इन्होंने
The two couldn't see anything because of that cloudburst.
हमने हाँ किया हो क्या रहा
करा होगा
It has to be Rafi because there is no jet.
अरे हर एक साउथ एशिया टीम करता है रे
I was so focused on the game that I totally forgot about that. But yeah, because of that, nobody inside the team itself couldn't really swing out. He had to go out in the open and get punished by OG. That was, again, just waiting for the opportune moment to just strike.
Oh, this is now Bleed's strength on their attacking side. They go in together as a team, but they've been completely stalled by all this utility. Tesseract receiving to support. So,
हील कर लो दिक्कत नहीं हील कर लो सही है क्या है ना सही है हील कर लो
यस है अपने पास
अरे हील कर लो
नाइस पोजी
Right there with them. They need a flash.
Nice posy.
They need someone to just clear up the angle here, but it's only Crazy Guy. If he doesn't jump peek this and slow peeks it, Rafael's in for a sure shot.
The rest of Bleed up towards
ओ भाई दोनों टैबलेट लेके बैठे हैं ओ ये गया
as soon as they find this Crazy Guy, caught by RVK with his pants down, still inside of Hookah. They managed to push through. They're trying to pinch down RVK, and they managed to do so. Rafiel's still alive though, but blocked off by the Sky Smokes. You can't shoot what you can't see. He finds Scary's head, and OGS could very well do this.
क्या कर रहे हैं
Juicy, he went out. He's on for the triple. Showstopper pulled out. Rafael. He holds the angle, finds one more, we're back to a 1-on-1. Swaps over to the Vandal now, but Spike's still planted. He's got the tailwind proc. He has to peek up, but does not know where Juicy is. And look at how he's creeping up for the goal. But Juicy
पेशेंस दिखाया, नाइस पेशेंस।
14 to 12, we are going
एंटी भाई ठीक है, कोई नहीं, रात गई बात गई, जीत गए। पेशेंस दिखाया, जी 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 जी। भाई गोटे मोह में आ गए थे मेरे यार। अन्ना पहली बार देखा, पहली बार पेशेंस देखा हमारी टीम से, पहली बार।
एंटी चिल्ला होगा माइक में।
Pushed down. As you mentioned, as we all
गाल
know,
फट गई थी यार।
game number 3 has been turned
गोटे
from
मुंह
a
में आ गए थे।
possibility into a reality, courtesy of course of Orangutan.
फ्रैक्चर।
I mean, just so
Fracture
strong,
कभी-
and they
fracture पता नहीं
finally
यार।
managed to
है ना?
adapt. They bought
Bleed
up
का
that
कैसा?
operator. They had those setups. You saw
ब्लेड का फ्रैक्चर स्ट्रांग ही है रे, हम खेले थे एक बार उसके साथ।
डराओ मत पहले।
हम परमा बैन करते थे बट एक बार फ्रैक्चर में ट्राई किया विद डोमा ऑन रेज एंड एक्सकली ऑन रेना।
हाँ करेक्ट।
अच्छा गया स्क्रिम, नहीं अच्छा गया स्क्रिम, अच्छा गया हमारा।
क्यूटीज कर लो आदित्य तुम, ठीक है। फ्रैक्चर टफ होगा ऑफ कोर्स।
जीत सकते रहे वो जी, जीत सकते, मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे। खाली ये मोमेंटम को कैरी करना है, दैट्स ऑल।
बराबर, इस मैप पे लगा था कि एम वापस आए।
हाँ वही कंटिन्यू करना है।
रॉफ्यूल कॉन्फिडेंस मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है रॉफ्यूल का। और ये तो हार्ट ब्रेकिंग राउंड था, अगर हारते तो ये मैं ये हार्ट ब्रेकिंग राउंड था, कुछ भी बोलो। डब्ल्यू गेमिंग गाली पीआरएक्स कर सकती है, ऐसा है क्या? गाइस लाइक हो जाए, लाइक हो जाए प्लीज यार, लाइक कर दो यार, कम ऑन 2.5 के लाइक्स कर दो, कम ऑन। फ्रैक्चर है नेक्स्ट मैप, फ्रैक्चर। बतूरा भाई, ओ बतो ये टट्टी करने क्या, सॉरी
टट्टी करने भाग गया हो।
चलो मैं लंच करके आया।
ओके अन्ना।
हाँ ठीक है अन्ना।
और क्या मैचेस है बे?
इसके बाद
रुक मैं देखता हूँ।
1 टीम esports वर्सेस बूम है इसके बाद 2:30 बजे। फिर फैंसी यूनाइटेड वर्सेस
भाई बीएलआर बहुत फास्ट है भाई, अपडेट भी हो गया।
हाँ ना 1-1 हो भी गया, देखना उधर।
हाँ ग्रुप के ब्रैकेट्स है क्या इधर? ग्रुप स्टेजेस के लाइक मैचेस वगैरह सारे।
हाँ वो इसमें मतलब उसमें दिखेगा तेरे को डायरेक्ट मैचेस में।
अपकमिंग मैचेस कहाँ है भाई?
देखना अपनी अभी नेक्स्ट मैच कब है तेरे को बताओ।
ठीक है
30 तारीख को है 2:30 बजे।
2:30 बजे है स्कार्स के अगेंस्ट।
हाँ
30 तारीख को है, मतलब कल ही है।
एक को 5:30 बजे, हाँ कल है, फिर 5:30 बजे दूसरे
फिर 1 तारीख को है D+। अन्ना ने बोला D+ बहुत अच्छी खेलती है।
हाँ D+ खतरनाक बोल रहे हैं अन्ना।
फिर सेकंड को नहीं है, फिर
थर्ड को है, फिर 2:30 बजे।
थर्ड को है 2:30 बजे बॉन्कर्स के अगेंस्ट। ढाई और भाई हेल के साथ जाओ। हेलेफ का वाई डोमा वॉज बेंच्ड, उसका पॉटी लगी थी बहुत तोड़ की। डेथ मेकर के बाद में फैन बन गया रॉफ्यूल का। पता तुम्हें क्या, मैं डेथ मेकर को देखता हूँ, मैं रॉसी को देखता हूँ, मतलब नो डाउट एम है, ऑपिंग स्किल्स भी है, बट बाहर वालों के पास ना एम है, ऑपिंग स्किल्स, लेकिन उनकी मूवमेंट इतनी गांड-फाड़ होती है भाई। किसी की भी मूवमेंट नहीं देखी मैंने वैसी। हाँ अन्ना को बोलो बीजीएमआई खुद बना दो मतलब। और भाई बहुत जल्दी पूछ रहे हो ये क्वेश्चन। कौन सा क्वेश्चन पूछा मैंने? बिना डरे खेलते हैं? नहीं भाई, प्रेशर तो बाहर वालों को भी होता है। कैसी बात कर रहे हो? और भाई क्या हाल है युवराज भाई? ऑल गुड, क्या हाल है? आधा गेम मूवमेंट से जीत सकते हैं कोई भी। आधा गेम तो नहीं मतलब, पर हाँ फैक्टर है बहुत बड़ा। और भाई कौन सा रैंक खुला? रैंक नहीं खुला। रॉसी डीएम रॉ फ्यूल पैराडॉक्स बेस्ट ड्यूलिस्ट। यस, वो भी एक साल गेमिंग करके ऐसी मूवमेंट होती है। और भाई तुम कब जाओगे ई स्पोर्ट्स? शेयर करना भाई के लिए। लुकिंग क्यूट, थैंक यू देवेश। मैप तू लड़ू साले। BO5 है या BO3 है, लास्ट मैप है, इसके बाद फ्रैक्चर। फक ये गाइस, अंडी बंडी शंडी लाइक करो जब तक तुम्हें मैं अपनी वाली वीडियो दिखाऊं फिर से, ये वाली। जल्दी बोलो गाइस, भाई की एक्टिंग कैसे लगी उसमें बताओगे?
I would casually go to a cyber cafe, not that
ये वाली वीडियो, भाई की एक्टिंग दिखाओ।
that anyone
फिर से
really
देखिए।
knew of me. I was just another username.
-50 कोई नहीं करेगा, अभी बता रहा हूँ। कितनी बार देखे, फिर से देख लो यार। ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर भाई? हो गया। हो गया, हो गया। I am the Raja. यार कमेंट तो करने दो मुझे। इनसेन वीडियो यार, इनसेन। अरे क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? कमेंट तो करने दो यार। -50 कोई नहीं लिखेगा, ठीक है अभी बता रहा हूँ। I am the Raja. जाओ खुश रहो। लुकिंग सेक्सी, थैंक यू रिश। डब्ल्यू चैट। ओ डब्ल्यू भाई किधर? ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर? अच्छा था वे लगाना। अच्छा लगा क्या तुम्हें सही में? क्या लव यू गाइज यार। एल एक्टिंग यार, ये देखो यार, एल एक्टिंग लिख रहा है यार। ट्राई करा कुछ मैंने जाके यार। हाँ बड़े आराम जाते हो यार। मैंने दिखा। पढ़ो भाई, नमस्ते नमस्ते कृष भाई, लॉट्स ऑफ लव, थैंक यू धर्म भाई। कब स्टार्ट होगा? ये स्टार्ट हो रहा है
Cracked player, so much so that sometimes he feels himself. He gets so
5 मिनट में
confident
स्टार्ट हो जाएगा।
and peeks out and dies to raw fuel in that final round. I mean, it's crazy, it's good, it's a lot of fun, and that's why it brings us to that third map. To me, though, I think one thing really persists,
लगाओ?
and that is that
मैं देख लो ना खुद जाके, क्या ही लगाऊं? चलाया था मैंने। चलो भाई, ये है वीडियो, देख लो जाके। Cause I am the Raja.
Look, let's just go for another one, huh? Fracture, great place to do it.
Why not? Why not?
XLR, 2 मिनट बैठना।
That it was going to really rely on how they utilize, at least for the first half here, for Orangutan, how well they utilize the capabilities of the Fate as well as
XLR से सवाल पूछ सकते हो। वैलोरेंट के बहुत प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर है ये, IRL प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रीमिंग करता है।
so well for them. They bullied out, what was it, like 9-3 rounds on the first half.
it's so crazy how strong they are,
IRL
especially
professional.
when they start to feel themselves this way. You can see that aggression that you're talking
Phone
about.
कहाँ है
right?
भाई?
But also to me, like that second half, once they started to figure things out, raw fuel first of all, landing those op shots, that's important. That is key in shutting
कैसी लगी
down
एक्टिंग बताओ?
opening picks, forcing
Acting
them
अच्छी
to kind of readapt their
पुल वाला शॉट अच्छा
also
लगा
when you have RVK actually stepping up, coming in to support Rafael, coming in to
वीडियो
support
देखा
Aziz in some of these plays,
वीडियो देखा
really gives them an additional dimension to how they defend, and that's something that they need, especially.
तुमने फाटू से शादी कर ली क्या
main factor I noticed, like
यार इसको थोड़ा सा हेल्प चाहिए था सेटअप में
just how hard it
तो
was
मैं
for
इसलिए रुका
OGS
था
to
बट आज मैं निकल रहा
There
हूँ
was so many times we saw them give,
रात
you
को
know,
12 बजे की
1v1
फ्लाइट है
scenarios,
पुणे के लिए
and that allowed Bleed to win so many of those matches and get that economy sorted, make that second half comeback, second half
आरएल एनएच के नहीं पुणे जाके होगा ना आरएल
in fine
वापस
fashion
कंटिन्यू
too. You
स्ट्रीम्स
know, there was
महाराष्ट्र
certain rounds,
दिखाऊंगा
I think they
तुम्हें
strung like 5 together at one point, and each of those 5 rounds there was 3 alive, 4 alive, flawless rounds coming through. So they had econ to make the comeback happen. Whereas Orangutan in that first half, they were doing a similar thing, but it feels like when they're running at their opponent,
nice t-shirt,
their structure is much more. It's just much better to trade, right? And that allows them to get these rounds on the board. When they're on the defense, it feels
कैसे हो
like
रहे
they
games
have
by
to
the
play
way
more staggered. They try to go for the 3-2 splits. They're not really playing super close together in OT. I did notice they were using some pretty strong defensive setups to fight for specific parts of map control, but only when they're playing together do they look their strongest. It feels like the clutch factor was only there in rare moments.
Yeah, and you could really see the mistakes as well for Bleed. There were multiple times where Bleed was on the attacking end
Shirt
where they would just
थोड़ा कुछ इंटरनेशनल भी दिखाओ इंटरनेशनल ट्रिप्स होंगे यार मैं एक्चुअली
play the close angles. There was this one, I think RVK was just
मैं एक्चुअली और के ढूंढ रहा हूँ बात करनी है मुझे
just popped out inside the smokes, couldn't see anything,
क्योंकि अकेले को इतना पॉसिबल नहीं हो रहा है बताऊंगा जब मैं आईएल करूंगा ना तब बताऊंगा मैं
kind of situation happened
जब मेरी
multiple
स्ट्रीम होगी
times,
तब
which ultimately resulted in Bleed just again dropping the ball.
हाँ अनलीश
The
मिलेगा
possible
मिलेगा
comeback that looked to have been their game too.
For sure.
It feels like so Orangutan really strong.
अभी पुणे जाके वापस बात होने वाली है
Map 3, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bleed starting on the defense.
Fracture.
So that means Orangutan should be able to get off on the right start. You know, their fracture is something we've definitely seen before, but over on the Bleed side, they're, you know, maybe not playing fracture anywhere near as much.
Hi, Chan.
Not super common, and neither is their agent composition. Again, they still go for that double controller. It just begs the question, you know, are they going to be able to close this out? They might be the favorites. It's also a little bit, you know,
LAN event किधर हो रहे रे?
call time until like the last couple rounds. Are they?
इसीलिए तेरे को थाईलैंड जाने की ये हो रही थी.
Maybe they're relying a little bit more on the IGLs to get those mid rounds. And speaking of mid rounds, every time there was a man advantage for Orangutan. They were getting frisky with it. I'll put it that way. There were so many moments, especially towards the end of regulation, right? In that final round of regulation, they decided to just crumble under the pressure, go for individual attempts.
Valorant Asia Pacific वाले
they
इस
were
पे
not playing together at all. So they did
Orangutan
get
ही
it
है
in regulation,
वीडियो
but
का
they
नाम
did get it done in OT when they had that moment to regather themselves, say, "Come on, guys, let's play this together." They took that hookah control.
वही पूछ रहा है ना तू?
Those picks on the defense, fell back with the numbers, and then were able to close from there.
Oh, ऐसे ट्यूल आदर्श.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You know, how will they fare away on a map like Fracture? You know, their composition is
Steam getting ban in India नहीं रे ban नहीं होगा मेरे को नहीं लगता ban होगा
I did mention again how
सिर्फ बॉयल चले हैं इसमें और कुछ नहीं
fast as an agent that can play alongside
क्या
behind, and it really showed how much comfort he did have when he was playing on that raise. Now, a quick little, I guess, info with the fracture itself, even though it does.
क्या अरे इससे वो होता है यार गैसी होते हैं इससे
चूलों से
मजाक को पता नहीं हम मजाक से हट के नहीं होते हैं इससे
गाइस बॉइल्ड छोले खाने से गैस होती है
Teams don't really want to play against Bleeds. They don't really have that much.
अन्ना को मैंने क्लिप भेजा
देखो
I guess like frequency game, but then for Orangutan, they play this a lot.
ये वाले
the maps that I've mentioned as to why I say Aziz is so
छोले खाने से गैस होती है
Please
सही से बताना
मजाक नहीं कर रहा मैं
सही से बताना
They aren't going to be running that double controller. They've gone for the double initiator. So
तेरे को तो 100% होगा तेरा तो लिख के दे सकता हूँ मैं स्टैम्प पेपर पे हूँ
तो तू खा ले
मैं हम लोग थोड़ा सा
तूने झूठे लगा दिए पूरा का
अबे झूठे नहीं लगाए मैंने हाथ में लिया ऐसे
अरे ना
Three players are swapping around. So one constant will be scary on the controller, Juicy on the duelist, Darian on towards the Sentinel.
अभी Yeah, there are a lot of things to wrap up.
Yeah. You do bro, chill.
Doing all of that.
Hey, actually पता है मैं क्या प्लान कर रहा हूँ आदर्श भाई?
क्या?
प्लान कर रहा हूँ मुंबई आने का।
फिर?
ऐसा थोड़ा
घोड़े
दिन के लिए। I have something written.
घोड़े
planned out.
घोड़े चने
Hopefully I can.
नहीं, इससे होता है बट ये हेल्दी भी है और काइंडा वो भी है।
सिर्फ रहने का सॉर्ट कर रहा हूँ।
आंटी जो गाली दे रही है ना इसको।
मेरी मम्मी ने दिए थे गाने के लिए, मैंने बोला मम्मी गैस होती है यार, सब बोल रहे हैं। कहती कौन हरामजादा बोल रहा है? मैंने बोला ये बोल रहा है।
मैं जाऊंगा ही नहीं बाहर, बाहर जाऊंगा ही नहीं मैं।
भाई ये डेरियन बंदा हंसते रहता है भाई, हंसते रहता है, सबको मारता है। सर्वर देखा
भाई आंटी जैसा डॉन कोई नहीं है घर में, पता है। स्टार्ट होने है।
Two teams here to have a good time playing some Valorant, and I believe that's exactly why Orangutan was able to come back, you know, keeping their mental solid last game.
Yeah, hey, it is just day 2 after all, so it's not the worst thing in the world, and then you're learning a lot as well. I mean, yes, you know, we're talking about their play rates and how frequent these maps are selected by the team.
Hi, Cringy. Hello.
Lead has been scrimming Fracture, and we just don't know it.
Well, you'd hope so. If they're letting it into the map pool, you'd certainly hope they've played it once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, with Legia being the coach that he is, I feel like that's one thing that they've definitely covered. What I do like about
अजी कोई गाली दे रहा है।
I think it was also in the intro video. I think it was Antidote that was in the interview. Power of friendship for Orangutan. They're gonna show you.
सुकर वाला शॉट बढ़िया आया है वीडियो में। शॉट
वीडियो एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा बना है।
पर साले सब जाके -50 लिख रहे हैं वहाँ पे। ये थोड़ी शर्म नहीं है क्या यार? भाई ने इतनी अच्छी एक्टिंग करी है तो।
वीडियो मैंने वही पूछा किसने बनाया वीडियो, ये कह रहा था कोई हॉलीवुड के डायरेक्टर थे।
Do you want to play the Mumbai CS:GO ILG?
And you're doing this well, that's where things can continue to go right later on
play,
during
I'll
this group
plan and I'll
stage.
come on
But the
that
game, it is here, map 3.
Everyone talk about अंकल एकदम शांत है।
क्या
ILG खेल सकते हैं, खेल सकते हैं। पर ILG से जरा लास्ट टाइम वाला याद आता है कल्याण। याद है तेरे को?
Valorant है भाई।
Round 1
दो हाथ पकड़ के सबको मारते
चल खेलते खेलते लगा ले, कभी कभी है लेकिन।
बाय गाइस।
जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूं, मेरे को आदर्श का एम पे है।
दिमाग में लाओ क्या, और यूफो कैसा है यार?
भाई मैं बोल रहा हूं, देखो तुम लोग गेम लाओ, हम दिमाग लाएंगे, जीत जाएंगे। जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूं।
Crazy guy on this so
आप चुप रहो।
आदर्श का तो भरोसा है।
I feel like
Yes, मैं मारूंगा मैं anytime
there has to be. There's no reason why he won't.
हे ऐसे टूल यूफो क्या हाल है?
एग्री करता
देख रहा
हूं।
हूं।
ऐसे
हे वीएलटी फाटू कैसे हैं?
बिल्कुल भी शर्म आ रही है थोड़ा।
शर्म किस बात की है भाई? एक घर से बड़े भाई के घर से छोटे भाई के घर पे आया हूं।
वो तो बात है।
ये छोटे भाई के घर से बड़े भाई के घर पे, दो भाइयों के घर पे था मैं।
If he gets any contact, he can always just go back to his team. But at least for now, he's trying to pinch in with the rest as he comes through onto
Excuse me, यही स्टेटमेंट लिखी थी मैंने।
Coming in from OGS, we talk about their attacking side. They
ओ भाई
onto the site. Bleed on the other hand are just watching.
अब लग रहा है ना फाटू स्ट्रीम कर रहा है कैमरा एंगल पहले
जैसा करके। Full
ये है
retake setup,
फाटू।
right?
ये असली फाटू
but you can already see the damage done.
Oh,
Can they stop the motion, or can they actually punish one that was despite
गया
the damage already here, man? And it's down. Raw feels so low. There's still the crossfires. Smokes being placed. Aziz spamming, hoping to hit a shot, but it's not going to happen.
And then Darian just hopping up towards, knowing that they're upset a tower. And look at how the squad
Oh,
operates.
sheesh.
Two more on towards the other side. Now looking towards Tree. Every single person is here. They are kind of low though, so RBK has a chance, but with the swings, just tagged up enough for Darian to collect on the third. Lee takes a
भाई वो कितना लो गया तबे।
We're seeing the reason why they picked the crazy guy.
Raw fuel, हाँ।
Like as they're coming in, all that utility.
कहाँ था
They
भैया
had
जी
a
recon?
position where they planted that, or they placed that recon dart right. I don't know if I can point it because I don't have a mouse cursor, but right there, that one little bit of metal piece hanging on top of the A side. That's where the recon dart was placed. That's where I think that was RBK getting tagged. Yeah, until it got tagged.
एक भी पिस्टल राउंड नहीं जीती ना ओजी।
that they are very prepared for this. So OG, at least with that first contact on that first round, they're aware that there is some shenanigans that this Sova can actually bring that they have to be at least wary of.
Hacker.
If you're playing against shenanigans, you're gonna have to pull off some shenanigans of your own, and it's gonna be the Sheriffs again from OGS. So sharp, so good. They swing out, they find one, and then they fall back. Can't quite retrieve the
आराम से RV के भाई,
also
आराम से.
Bleed, just being very aware of this. But look at the positioning on the map, Asterai. There's only one player on B.
Well, at least
नहीं, RVK नहीं.
with the KO, so still he's going to be up and available. RVK trying to run back. Durian has a shotgun in hand. Plan on the spike will not happen, but he's got a ghost. So long range actually still covered in this weaker buy, if not threat lead for OG.
That's why he bought the judge. That's all he wanted to do. Hide up inside the tower. I have my ghost for range if I need to. Pull it out of the pocket.
Rafael nice shot.
It's gonna be the last guy. RVK outside from the tunnel. Spike's already being defused though. You have to go in. You have to go in now. He's being pulled off because of the flashpoint. So Bleed, they managed to stick it this time.
Durian is one away from a lockdown.
Round 3.
Yes.
They could
यूफो भाई, आपके मुंह में चॉकलेट डोनट यूफो भाई.
Again, I was going to mention that Tesseract is going to be a big factor in all of this with its fault line, how that sets up alongside Aziz, the combination between the Filipino players of Orangutan, but They still got that judge in.
सोवा मेटा हो रहा है इस मैप में. हाँ बे, बहुत सारी टीम सोवा खेल रही है.
Good position. Well,
स्कोर क्या है 2-0.
I can understand you. So you understand the emotion behind the emotion.
It's gonna be OTS now, just trying to walk their way through. They managed
Nice.
to
Recon का है भाई.
The OGS on towards the B side. What are you gonna do now, Terry? You could find one. There's no range. Crazy guys just hiding inside.
Excuse me, इसके पास क्लासिक है बस.
Got a classic.
Crazy guy के पास classic क्यों है?
I don't think this is gonna be.
Oh,
you are so wrong, Quack.
Oh my God.
You are so wrong. He has a lineup. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, brother, but that was a smoke.
कौन बोला सिर्फ क्लासिक है?
Cyber cages, and he just bam, bam, bam with the classic, and he still deterred the first try of the plan of the spike. I don't think they can do any more damage other than this, but we've been wrong like a couple of seconds ago. We could be wrong now, but OG, they're pretty aware of where their opponents are going to be. Durian just not enough.
भाई डबल हेडशॉट मारा उसने स्पेक्टर से.
Inside that Spectre to take down Antidote, but he's down.
क्या कह रहा है? यूफो?
अरे आपकी बार बहुत लोग वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं, बहुत लोग मतलब ऐसा ओपन राइट्स है, मतलब you need to inform them that you are doing it basically.
हाँ.
And to be honest, वो चीज करना पड़ता है to bring the community reach up.
अबे ये कौन सा क्लिप आया मेरे इसमें?
Tesseract Scott's Roll Thunder. Darian's cut his lockdown.
Yeah.
Could possibly go either way, but so far, again, Orangutan on their attack, when they go in together, like what we saw up by Arcade, it was so strong.
मैं नहीं हूँ, एक और फाटू.
Interesting to see Orangutan actually
यूज है भाई, तुम ही टैग दो फाटू गॉड, ये लो लिंक भेजा
their sights more on the B side. Maybe it's because there's just more impact when you use the Rolling Thunder here.
Hi guys, hit the like
But
button.
they're pushing in. There was no smoke on generator there, so you're basically just seeing
भाई ये क्या
a
था?
show of force from Bleed. You challenge us, we will challenge you right back. Can you beat us at our own game?
अजीज भाई क्लच कर. अब भी यूफो की एक
क्लच करें अजीज भाई, क्लच करें.
अब भी यूफो की एक नंगी फोटो दिखाऊंगा सबको. क्लच करो.
ठीक है अजीज भाई, मैं नंगे देखूंगा आदर्श भाई को सोते थे.
मैं फाटू भाई की दिखाऊंगा आपको.
क्यों भाई? मैं
डांस किया था आपने.
He's trapped inside of tower.
आप भी एक नंगी फोटो. यूफो की.
There are 40 seconds left in this round, so he has to make a move. Spots out crazy guy. But look at all these players in the lead. One nanoswarm. Oh, good flick. Managed to find the first, but still down to 16 HP. The peaks have to be immaculate, but instead it's going to be that suck dart.
भाई मेरे को नंगा देख के किसी को तसल्ली नहीं मिलेगी, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे
बच गया.
तन बदन में एब्स हैं, कट्स हैं.
अभी गेमिंग
यूफो को कितना भी नंगा देखो, उसका कवर तो रहता ही है उसके पास.
अभी गेमिंग का अनिल कपूर दिख जाता सबको. जस्ट सेइंग गाइस.
Bro, mark कसम. You can't actually see UFO naked at all, bro. He always has.
भाई ये क्रेजी का पैंच कहीं भी मार शॉक डाउन ठीक
इसने भी
है
पालनी है लोग. भाई फाटू जिम जा रहे हो क्या? हाथ बड़े हो गए डोले.
हाँ भाई हाँ और क्या अच्छा लग रहा है क्या
OGS has the ultimates, but they can't quite use it yet. And look at
ठीक है
the
एंटी
setup.
भाई क्या मूवमेंट है
One player instantly gone. 3 players from Orangutan, though, making their way outside to arcade. But Darian is still lying with the judge. Aziz slapped him down with the sheriff.
और kill judge साला.
The judge for himself, but the spike caster right. That's the main thing.
Oh no, they saw him.
देख लिया
Back into the corner.
Shocked out again.
Ouch.
भाई ये शॉक आउट बहुत मार रहा है क्रेजी गाय.
बेचारा दो
I do like the play that Crazy Guy keeps throwing out his shock dart. Do you think it's wasteful?
वो पोजीशन को क्या बोलते हैं
You say basic, I say wasteful. But the thing, what I like about this is if you actually charge out.
यूफो की नंगी फोटो तेरे पास क्या कर रही है मेरे पास करे ना करे तेरे को क्या दिक्कत हो रही है तेरे को चाहिए पर भाई जिम आजकल बाथरूम में ज्यादा आ जा रहा है गोली कर रहा है क्रेजी हाँ ना 2 बार मारा शॉट डाउन से
Gone, yeah.
If you don't respect it, so I like it.
It's like
योरू
an
क्लोन
case kind of thing. And in this case, with how
एंटी भाई योरू क्लोन की
Orangutan
तरह की जा
plays
रहे
just
थे
anticipating it, it lands and it connects. Orangutan,
ये
though,
देखो भाई
this round, all 5
मार
ultimates
रहे, इसको
online,
देख रहे,
and
शॉट
surely
बार-बार
Bleed have
मार
got a
रहे.
read for this, and that is precisely why they are playing so far back towards defender spawn, towards Dish.
Thought it was going to be a pull of the Hunter's Fury here. Tesseract, actually the whole of OG has saved every bit of utility that they have to throw.
Are we gonna trap?
It's prepared, it's there, but no one's
anyone,
home.
nobody. Knock, knock.
कोई भी नहीं है
Nothing. And that's why Bleed fully had a
एंटी
read
भाई
on
क्या
this.
कर रहे हो
Trying to go in for a bit of
एंटी ने
spray
फुल
and
नेट
throw,
खाया
but not quite going to be able
वो
to find
बहन
anyone.
चोद
Spike.
अल्ट करने वाला.
Alright, will be tapped. Hates out the Hunter's Fury from Crazy Guy. Okay, I like this from Bleed.
खाया क्या?
Do we
नहीं
rotate
खाया
and double
नहीं
tap?
खाया
रोटेट मार रहा है.
Friggin'
हाँ वो देखना आरबीके को बी साइड पे
आरवीके की पोज ही देखना बतूरा.
Through the door! Did he actually open it once again with like a shock dart or something? In any case, even if because RBK, as you mentioned, has gotten that B control, it's going to be on the other side of the map. But the big problem,
Excuse me, इसको cover दो.
So much
बच गया.
already. They don't have any more smokes. It's all about that hard contact. But maybe this is where OG can really shine.
Don't play corner, bro. They have
Antidote's
breach.
got his orbital strike as well.
We have Brim ult.
This is
Let's go.
possible.
We have Raze ult also. Let's go.
Into the off angle. Not quite able to track it onto her.
सस्सू क्यों बना?
Sudden swing. Now they're trying to play it post plant. Lockdown deployed by Darian, and it just catches Aziz.
वाह भाई.
Pushed it. Bleed have got such a damn good read on this, but
फायदा
Too
नहीं है
far. He has to get closer for the orbital though.
Nah, it's just gonna save.
नहीं फायदा नहीं है
And this whole round starts with Bleed opening the door.
अबे एक तो मारता आरबीके
Such a good read, such a good play.
You saw the hesitation there from Orangutan too. Are we going to use the orbital to break the Killjoy lockdown, or are we going to use it for the post plant? Bleed, don't give them much choice. Don't even give them time to choose. To be honest, they're already pressing.
Exactly. As soon as it gets
ये
planted,
गेम में ना क्राउड करके बैठने का ना डिसएडवांटेज है ना क्या बोलते हैं?
just running and shooting like
Fracture.
अबे भागते भागते बस फ्रेम पे मार रहे हैं
करना ही नहीं चाहिए.
So annoying to deal with this.
and again, like, we're just thinking about it, you know, we're thinking about how the Sova utility plays out. It works.
धोती खोल रहे रे बाबा
इसके में अगर टाप के बैठेगा तो पक्का
हे
मार.
फाटू भाई यू आर माय लोडे का बॉल
Now we're converted. I'm gonna
नाइस खेलो निकाल के
Being pulled out in this round too, right?
भाई का प्रैक्टिस किए लोग
All right, doctor, what do you got? What's the medicine?
एनएच के लग रहा है
prescription indeed, because
फास्ट एक्सिक्यूशन नीडेड
these guys are sick of having to just
मतलब लर्क
play
कर रहा है
around
आरबीके ऑन पॉइंट ठीक लग रहा है
annoyance that is
But-
the Bleed setup.
लर्क में एक किल नहीं मिल
They're
रही
trying to
उसको
get through,
साइड मिल रही
They're
है टी साइड
finding
उसकी
certain
5 जनों के
angles.
बीच में
but again, it's the same as Pearl, the quick decision
सीटी
making.
घुसते आरबीके भाई तो बात
Whether
अलग
it's
थी
through experience or they're just understanding what the setup play is of Orangutan. Just okay, you throw it at us, we'll throw it back to you twofold, tenfold at this point.
And we know precisely what you're about to do. And that's the biggest thing. So that's why this timeout is called. Doctor has to come up with a brand new strat or something that, Bleed has to adapt to. They need to find that momentum. And this is a big problem right now in this first half because this is Orangutan's attacking side. We talked about how strong they should be.
इतना खेलने के बाद भी क्यों पिट जाती है?
What's happening, Asteroids? 1-5 right
पता
now.
नहीं.
Orangutan's got like 4 ultimates too.
OG इंडियन टीम है क्या? हाँ भाई.
If you're on the Orangutan roster, oh my! All right, I take that back.
Nice shot.
All right, Rafael, star of the show and Bind. Star of the show still here on Fracture as he picks up a picks up a kill.
मेरे को mouse fix करवा देना यार.
Orangutan. Is he picking up an operator from Durian? That is perfect for Rafael.
He's got it. Tesseract finds one through the sky smoke as well, and all of a sudden OGS has the site.
That was like creating a storyline here where they have 4 ultimates and they can't use it, and then Rafael just takes out the blades, and the whole landscape changes. What was that? Now, if he's feeling risky, if he's feeling snappy, maybe he can use the Rolling Thunder, but not this.
चलता बंदर क्या मुंह के सामने तेरे के? हाँ?
Nowhere, just bring out a thrifty. Like, it's right there.
तभी उछला भाई बंदरों की तरह. देख रहे हो?
Get that heads up duel.
अजीज भाई चिंपैंजी हो का?
Bleed did not expect, and that's exactly what you need. Sudden burst of confidence, and now maybe the momentum is their side. They win
but make
off
sure you
of the
send them with the
Doctor's
boxes.
timeout.
Okay, I need the serial numbers.
Coach, of course. So 2-5.
अगर different box हुआ different mouse का.
They still have enough in the bank to buy up the
Super Light के box में डालता हूँ, but same box.
एक बार एक help कर. एक बार वो नीचे वाला वो उठा के देख उसमें serial number है क्या उसमें तो भी चलेगा.
Same with the rifles. He's also pretty.
हाँ उसमें तो serial number है, but box का serial number और mouse का serial number
operator itself.
Okay,
but Rafael showing off once again, time and time again. Rafael. Well, it's in his name. It's there. He's the fuel that OG needs to give them that boost in this fight. But Durian somehow gets a kill through the smoke. There's the showstopper, and oh boy, they're trying to run away for dear life, and Aziz unfortunately could not find a pick.
They just switch up the pace.
Yeah, these.
Crazy guy, that recon that you were talking about from before.
Rafael down again.
How they hide inside of that sky smoke. And now here comes Juicy. Crosshairs trained on towards the site itself. Neff, throw in the roll. Why not? Darian just comes back out, and that's going to be Orangutan. Unfortunately, not making out this round alive.
Rafael got the starter, but problem is, even if they get all these first kills mid-round, as Mac was talking about it, the conversion after the first blood, still not there. How did Durian even figure out he was just right in front of him? Maybe he heard him through the footsteps, through the smoke. In any case, it just, again, just crumbled whatever OG Orangutan wanted to do on the B side. Unfortunately, that's gonna hurt because it's 6-2 already.
हाँ ना मैं तो default पे खेलता हूँ तू बोल.
Round 8.
अभी default पे
Gotta
मैं
play
दोनों में
back.
खेल चुका हूँ.
साला इसीलिए अपन loop जैसा खेल रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है.
Exactly happened. How did he get that through the
ए
sky
bro
smoke?
radiant
It's
था मैं अच्छे से
magical.
बात कर अच्छे से.
Ultimate spent as
तेरे
well.
को पता है
from
तेरा और
Side
मेरा
Bleed,
game
and
ही
they
क्यों
are
नहीं
once
होगा?
more playing passive, expecting Orangutan.
अदर्स
to
किसका
make the
सपोर्टर है तू? VLT का सपोर्ट कर भाई. ग्रे फॉक्स नहीं.
Wow, Bleeder not on
उसने
tower.
बात ही ऐसी बोल दी.
Durian's just like, yeah, I played there enough times already. I've conditioned them to think that I'm there. And they just push through an empty site. What is going to be good about this is they plan to spike through here. Antidote is still crossing through B-main. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. This is hella low because of that alarm bot too.
I am out.
But thankfully, conversion, post-plant, here we go.
Hopefully.
बच गया भाई आंटी इस बार.
Because Orangutan,
superficial.
they have to
ये
go
survey ने
towards
prove किया.
post-plant position. And this is where those orbital strikes, those utilities from Bleed will come in.
बड़ी अच्छी बात है.
An orbital strike spent.
भाई पहली बार लर्क में मारा आरबीके ने.
आरबीके क्या फ्लैग किया?
Nice RVK.
Nice RVK. Defender spawn.
Upload.
Because of this big flank from RVK. Darian
Nice.
outside in the open and scared tries to shoot back. Still sharp on the aim, and a couple of players from Orangutan are kind of low.
Anti bhai.
Tower, so they did not quite expect to
Anti bhai.
but still trying to stick it through. We'll get shot in the back.
ए डैपर पीक तो कम
is
टिबोन पीक ज्यादा लग रही थी
how to call him, like he's the marathon man, he's the make it happen dude,
the playmaker.
Thank you, that's such a great word. This is why you're my co-caster, because you're the
हाँ
टिबोन का जिगल पता है कैसे करता है?
देखा है मैंने
वो आयरन जिगल करता है।
जिगल करना है तेरे को थोड़ा रिवील करके ओपोनेंट को ज्यादा रिवील होने हैं।
सबसे
ज्यादा रिवील करता है, ओपोनेंट को कम रिवील करता है।
सबसे क्यूट जिगल गोल्डी भाई का जस्ट से
मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा, मैं गोल्डी को तोड़ेंगे मेरे।
Now that Juicy wants to go in for a head-to-head battle, he needs the help of his teammates. Thankfully enough, Neff was there for that quick little refrag, but OG. I thought they were going to go in the opposite direction to maybe go for the A side because they know that there's so much commitment from Bleed here outside of Arcade, but maybe they wanted to go through B main to punish Bleed there, but Neff was prepared, or someone else from Bleed was
इधर
prepared
डिफ्यूज हो रहा है, ये
for
मजा
that
ले
pitch
रहा
of
है
Orangutan.
So much going on that making educated guesses as well. Now information spotted out.
Oh wow, that is so smart.
Well timed with the
flash.
Antidote flushed out. It's going to be scary striking them down. RVK, the last one left alive.
फ्लैश ने बचा लिया, नहीं तो उसकी मौत थी भाई।
Doesn't want to reveal his position. Swaps to walking instead. The silent steps. Does it allow him to find the first pick? Because he needs to find these one-on-ones. Watching the angle.
ओए बैंकर वो लो ना होता ना मार देता।
Silence was deafening there for RVK. He wanted to get for a pick.
7-5 come on यार OG 7-5 चाहिए यार।
Damage on Scary.
ओ भाई बाय नहीं है।
Unfortunately,
Never
Scary
mind. 8-4
was able to retaliate swiftly and quickly enough.
Actually,
not
OG
forcing the 1v1 against Burion. But are we going to see the
और ये राउंड भी जीती, ये इसमें भी एक राउंड जीती
as the nade was being thrown out? I know it's just a simple thing, but
मैप भी टट्टी है ब्रो, जेन्युइनली
it
टट्टी है।
allowed
थोड़ा भाई टीम उनको ना थोड़ा गोल्ड 3 खुला है उसका। मेरे को डर लग रहा है मेरा फ्लैट ना खुले। फ्लैट 1 मेरा भी गोल्ड खुला तो मैं डूब मारूंगा, मैं नहीं खेलूंगा, मैं ओनली अब खेलूंगा फिर।
But going back into it again, it's just how Bleed adapts to Orangutan. Earlier on, so much Bree presence, and that's why we have 3 players. Orangutan trying to adapt right back. They make a sudden hit onto her sight. Guess what?
Oh my God!
Raw fuel reacts in kind.
Let's go.
Double kill now. The sight completely open. Spike going down. Raw fuel even continuing on his rampage. A 3rd kill coming in. A bit of a flash from Tesseract.
Nice!
And then the Quadra. 7-4. This is getting closer.
feels mad.
और बाडू भाई क्या हाल है गुरु? हो जा शुरू। सब बढ़िया, कैसे चल रहा है?
I'll do it myself.
अभी तो है।
I shall lead the pack. I shall lead the charge.
Only up और तुम? Excuse me, मैंने खरीद के रखा है।
That's the thing. I mean,
अपने पास
Raw fuel off यार।
need that ego, dude, and
Nice one बरबो।
finds those moments where
भाई ये चपरी कौन है दूसरा जो बोली जा रहा है?
opens up the sight, and it's a good
ऐसे कौन बोलता है
from the
यार? रोहित
IGL
भाई?
antidote as well. Deciding to hit A. This time we're back towards the B site because they're anticipating the adaptation from Bleed. So 3 stack on A, they push out, they call it clear. OG has to make this site hit happen because if not, they have to watch out for a big flank. Rawfield goes in for a spam. The Vandal not quite finding it. Darren's still alive, goes in for a jump, but not quite able to connect the judge shot. So here it comes now. Clear out defender spawn. Surely they have a read on this. Juicy with the stab through the sky smoke again. He catches Rawfield.
7-5
Star Duel is gone. Spike planted though. And Crazy Guy tries to flush them out of the corners with the Hunter's Fury.
तीनों flank है।
Holding this down.
हाँ ये
3 versus 3.
info है ना, क्योंकि
And
देखना
all the
किधर
players,
है।
I was about to say this, all the players of Bleed were playing on B main, so they get the call.
देख लिया।
Get another angle to attack. We can't just push it as all of us. And Crazy Guy pops off. 2K.
What?
You think I need somebody to hit the lurk angle? No, I am here. Vietnam represent. Crazy Guy saves the day for Bleed. 8-4 on the first half.
All by himself. He is Superman. He's got that cape. 8-4. I don't know if it was like a bit of a distraction, maybe the footsteps were hurt, but he just peeked out all of a sudden and goes full on turret mode. My God, Aserai.
It's probably that. He needed to make some noise. That's how he
तो भूल गया रे बाबा, वो दिन याद नहीं आता तुझे टीबोन के साथ मारा करते थे क्या? कुछ भी मुझे मारा करते थे। वो वैसे ही पड़ा रह गया लाइब्रेरी में। आप तो बस वैलो खेलोगे। थ्रो नहीं गाइस, क्रेजी गाय क्रेजी है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते ना।
When Orangutan was building up steam, just when Rafuel was leading the team to
क्रेजी भाई थोड़ा आराम से यार।
great momentum that we saw.
क्या लगता है अटैकिंग साइड में क्या होगा गाइस?
Shut down. In any case, still not too bad considering how difficult it was to traverse.
क्वालिफाई करने के का क्राइटेरिया क्या है? कुछ नहीं, बस पोल डांस कर लो जाके जजेस के सामने हो जाओगे। वेलोसिटी पर ना करता तो आज यहाँ होता।
want to showcase their dominance, if not also their respect against how Orangutan have been dominating Fracture on their own side of the world.
Yeah, right. Like these traps here and there, but at the same time, it has to happen.
तू होना चाहिए था स्टेज पे 30।
This is of course just day 2.
+1 गोस्ट +1 कर दो गाइस।
But if Orangutan are to, you know,
1v3 थ्रो कर देगा।
right off the bat,
सच लग रहा है मुझे तो वो हो भी सकता है 4 सेकंड। इंडियन फोर्सेल की बात कर रहा हूँ।
can defeat Bleed Esports.
भाई आपने दूसरे हाथ में क्या पकड़ा हुआ है? क्या भाई कुछ नहीं।
Crazy guys on 13. Orangutan. What's going to be the play here? Okay. I do like this. It's going to be the pinch on the non-main angle. So it's going to be drop. It's going to be arcade. It's a smart decision because, again, pushing out through A main and Sands might not be too good when the nade is there. And this is going to be very swift. The pinch is also there from the 3 players of Orangutan. But Bleed, they decide, let's just push the full 5 inside of the site. Juicy might get caught here. Yuli has the classic. Gotta be careful because there's about 3 players who have eyes on you. And Aziz will not miss.
Nice!
Wow! The second one as well. The pinch shell's right behind him to make sure that he doesn't have to deal with 2 many players at once. Neff trying to find right clicks, gets denied by Aziz.
2v3.
Nice one. Triple kill under his belt now, and that's
1v5.
the last
2v3 कह रहा हूँ। अजीज भाई की एस है? ले अजीज भाई यार, तू ले। एस ले, बतूरा की नंगी फोटो दिखाऊंगा। अरे यार।
मैं खुद दिखाऊंगा। And for the first time for today in this series,
राफेल को पैसे खिलाए साले बतूरा ने।
gets the first pistol win of the day.
पाटू भाई ये सिचुएशन में एस अभी वो नहीं करता मैटर।
Think him and Rafuel.
बट बतूरा की नंगी फोटो मैटर करती है भाई।
They want to one up. Juicy.
पाटू भाई पता हो
If I'm being frank here, but
अजीज भाई क्या खेले बे? लाजवाब, लाजवाब,
about that contact, all about that
लाजवाब,
confidence.
लाजवाब भाई।
Aziz just oozes it in spades. 8 to 5, not too shabby. Orangutan get
Star
themselves
flank करने का अच्छा call था
nifty
बस।
buys, but
हाँ भले अच्छे थे।
Bleed just forced by.
They did. Light shields all across.
Excuse me.
This Marshall could be deadly.
और पीछे जाओ पीछे।
Pinch shell buys a bit of time.
आओ नेड में।
Force by.
Steps coming right around the corner. All 4 players from Bleed, and then a Darien outside of A main.
4 स्पेक्टर है, 1 शेरिफ।
They're waiting, at least for a chance here. Now Recon Dart's going to clear a good chunk of the A side as well, so it's going to flush out anybody inside. Tesseract somehow manages to find Jurion
Nice, Tesseract.
through the mess of things. And Juicy.
ये कर लो आप।
Okay.
Nice anti.
Like a bit of waves here, but
Nice anti.
not going to be enough.
तो लो नहीं करा।
Gets caught out of unawares. 3 versus 3. Smoke dissipates, and Rafuel.
Rafuel भाई 1 नंबर।
Doesn't miss the
ये
chance.
क्रेजी गाय को मारो रे भाई फर्स्ट।
Still very much alive. But so are Bleed's players. So
Nice.
trying to find some
घर पे क्रेजी गाय घर पे।
snipes them down, and that's
घर पे।
pushing out from the front. Orangutan.
Rafuel is more crazy.
Not backing down.
मैं भी पीछे हूँ।
Of course, it's Orangutan, man. They're built to just skirmish. They're built to fight, and they're built.
Watching on
आपकी फैंटेसी बहुत बेकार है। मेरी फैंटेसी ये नहीं है भाई। मेरी फैंटेसी कुछ और। ये बात कहाँ करते हैं डिस्कॉर्ड या इन गेम?
No, I
I don't know if it blows up in their face.
ये टीम स्पीक अच्छा तुम्हें नहीं पता ना गाइस, दे डोंट यूज डिस्कॉर्ड या कुछ और, दे ओनली प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स यूज टीम स्पीक
But in any case, OG, they're starting to build up a lot of steam.
बिकॉज उसमें
फोर्स बाय में हराना बहुत
जीरो डिले और ना वो इतना हैवी है। ये सारे टीम स्पीक यूज करते हैं ना?
Playing with each other.
हाँ टीम
Yes,
स्पीक
Aziz
टीम
the
स्पीक
one
यूज
leading
करते
the
हैं।
charge sometimes, or Rafiel.
way better than
Always has
this
someone
one, bro.
behind you.
हाँ एनी डे भाई।
Not like this though. Peeking out of tower by himself. Neff shuts him down with a sheriff. That's going to be the bulldog donated over to bleed.
And
वो
aside
डीगली
from
अच्छा
that,
खेलता है
it's
उसको
the entire
खेलने
site given. Couple of tripwires there though.
फंसेगा
Scary.
He's good.
Okay.
मारा कैसे नहीं
He's the
इसको?
mastermind. Tried to plant inside dice, not gonna happen. Scary though. Oh, is he still alive? How is? Okay, never mind. I was just saying, how is he still
Nice,
able to
Tezrak.
survive all of that?
Aziz bhai,
Never mind.
nice Aziz bhai.
He's closing in.
घर पे
Basically thrown to the side.
ROG is more crazy.
Again,
घर पे
RBK's utility, his setup is able to feed them all of these kills and feed them still.
पता है लवले मैं CS:GO से यूज कर रहा हूँ, पूछ के राइफल। Been doing the same that what does in Mumbai server destroy the opponent. Love you.
तो ब्लीड के बारे में बात करने की जरूरत नहीं है,
OG
OG के बारे में बात करो।
Sorry.
OG ऐसे कर बतूरा।
We get it off of.
हाँ exactly।
कर
बहुत
कर
नेचुरल निकलता है बतूरा का।
एक्सक्यूज मी
अच्छे से कर।
तमीज से
अच्छे
से करो।
OG. I have so many big guns, but here is the full
निकालो रे इसको यहाँ
If they continue off with this momentum and they find another round, Bleed are in trouble.
Hold on. I saw Nanoswarm pop underneath the feet of Scary, but
क्या बोल रहे हो? टेक चैट क्या बोल रही है? बटूरे का नेचुरल हैबिटेट है ये तो।
did he just pop his own volley underneath his own teammate? I will check that on the replay later. Maybe one of our co-founders can double check it on the stream. But in any case, if that was what happened, ooh, bit of a misplay. Aziz, I like this. The position is there, and he has Tesseract right alongside him. They don't need it. They don't know that he was just tucked inside the pocket. But Neff finds it 1-1. Showstopper was so close, but denied as both raises are done for in this particular round.
Looked at just the right time too. So 1-for-1 trade, and the aftershock utility doesn't.
Aftershock इतना लेट आया।
Spike will be playing.
यार आफ्टरशॉक से इसका वो नहीं टूटता केजे का। नाइस ट्रेड नाइस वन रॉफ्यूल बेबी ओह बेबी रॉफ्यूल इज क्रेजी
but ultimately gets choked out by RVK. 8-8 we tie things up.
हैशटैग रॉफ्यूल क्रेजी होना चाहिए। हैशटैग रॉफ्यूल क्रेजी
that team of theirs
हो जाए।
from just again holding it a little bit. No need to fight when your opponents are still transitioning in. We can wait a little bit. We know that they're going to be playing on the side. If we play our cards right, if we just hold off just a little bit, we can use all of what we've saved up in the
Roffuel, you beauty.
Do see that beautifully, and then Roffuel just shows to us his vast experience as a jet player, having all of these angles, even through smoke.
Hey, time out है बतूरा करना बतूरा
मैच देखो
बतूरा उठ के करना उसमें
क्या करो
हु कर। हाँ जल्दी कर, फुल कैम कर, जल्दी कर भाई, टाइम नहीं है।
OG.
अन्ना निकालो रे से।
अरे जीतने दो रे बाबा, इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है हमारे लिए।
They try to go in with the utility
निकालो रे
the
से।
spike plant, but all it really is
जिंक्स मत करो, जीतने दो।
space for them to get in the
निकालो रे से यार।
The attack hasn't been working out too well. They managed to get spikes down, but not the post plant.
Yeah, it's been really.
What?
I think
Bahubali.
just Tesseract still being alive as well. It doesn't show too much on the assist.
क्यूट तो लग रहा था यार।
The amount
नेचुरल
of
हैबिटेट तो है।
that he has thrown out that
आज 3 मैच है ना। हाँ
Bleed a little bit more.
जॉर्ड रे बटूरा, गुड स्पोर्ट। बटूरा दिल से अच्छा है, प्यारा है।
Here for Roffuel. And speaking of Roffuel, This time he's
Come
feeling
on,
a little bit
guys.
frisky with the operator here.
Oh, bye.
Important
Very
round,
brave
आ
with
जाओ,
it.
है ना?
And
Raw fuel, bye.
चप्पल दियो, crazy guy को मारो first.
There is that drone. Contact, he's stunned, but Tesseract is there
उसको ही
for the
मारो,
swing,
वो
and
वाले को
Bleed
मार.
is going horribly
चप्पल दियो.
wrong for them.
Oh my god,
Nice.
Rawfield still doing it all. Now
भाई ये कहाँ से आवाज आ रही है?
remaining.
ये
Still
म्यूजिक
has
किधर
a
से आ रहा
spike
है?
though, so
ये म्यूजिक कहाँ से आ रहा है?
some options. But it all has to start with one pick because right now
In game?
मेरे को तो नहीं आ
full
रहा.
contact and it just favors
अन्ना
Orangutan.
गेम की साउंड ही गई. हाँ भाई.
Oh my god, Darian trying to get a read on the off angle. Gets
Production
picked
का
up
issue हो गया रे.
side
हाँ.
itself instead. That's gonna be scary alone.
चप्पल दियो Scary को.
Scary's done this before.
Scary भाई.
Nice round, boys. We needed this.
At least he's had the Viper pit to fall back
Hello,
on.
production.
This time, I mean, if he can get
Guys,
the
sound
plant, maybe the orbital strike, he's pretty healthy. Does have a weapon if he can deal with RVK. Maybe he can pick up a rifle or something, but... Well, this is just
डीजे वाले भैया बंद करो.
for Scary. OG have definitely turned the tables
वो
on
बीच में
this
कौन
one.
बोल रहा है guys?
That camera has been
कहाँ पे
active
भाई?
100% of the time.
कहाँ पे है आदि?
Just...
Kids photo, kids इसका right में.
Okay.
He actually broke it. I thought he was just gonna try to
They
go
are letting him
around,
plant.
but nah, not this time. Scary. Does he have a smoke to play inside? At least to play faster and further, but no.
build करने वाला
Ball
है.
is gonna be used. 9 bullets in the chamber.
God.
Can't really do anything against a Z, so he won't be able to do anything against that.
एंटीडोट को डिफ्यूज करने दो.
दियो दियो और चप्पल दियो और चप्पल दियो. 3 more
They're
round.
celebrating.
Nice.
That's right. This is the first
तीन भाई,
time
चार-
Nice,
चार
nice,
round,
nice.
चार round.
seeing now Orangutan finding a lead on the defensive
Yeah.
side.
If a good result comes for us in this match, I think we're top 3 for sure, bro.
आप तो क्या जीतेंगे रे? यार तू तो
हाँ जीत सकते हैं. अगर ये
जीतेंगे रे भाई,
हाँ
जीतेंगे
जीतेंगे जीतेंगे.
मैं genuinely बताऊं मैं क्यों जीतना चाहता हूं OG को so down bad. I want to see G versus OG, bro.
अन्ना ये इतनी तारीफ कर रहा है इससे थाईलैंड जाना जैसे.
हाँ इसको
नहीं नहीं
थाईलैंड जाना. बोल
थाईलैंड
दो
जाना.
भेज दो इसको.
जय को फोन करके बोलता हूँ तेरा टिकट आ जाएगा बतरा, दिक्कत नहीं है.
Love you, Anna.
The stun, I gotta run away from the nearsightedness. There's no threat to that.
अन्ना,
So
आगे का
you
भी
can see how
complete कर दो ना.
comfortable OG is
आगे का
in
भी क्या
just
complete करना है?
challenging.
मैं हमेशा भी यही कहूँ भाई,
ओ भाई.
Right to the orbital strike setup. That is
हम सब जाएंगे रे
textbook
थाईलैंड फाइनल्स को, या तो सब
that they
जाके सपोर्ट
actually fall
करेंगे.
victim to.
And it
Thank you, Anna. Love
pushes
you.
them into a
लो करा लो करा लो करा.
He is
दियो
waiting
दियो
for
चप्पल दियो
कल
फर्स्ट.
ये क्रेजी भाई.
shot. And he takes
पड़ी क्या
down
पड़ी?
Crazy Guy. Still very much alive on the
God,
site.
Amma.
They try to stand him up, but they can't find him.
इनका
Bleed
ये
don't have an answer
बहुत
to this,
एटीट्यूड में
Ashra.
खेल रहे हैं ना अब.
I can't believe that they got caught by that. Just goes to show how much pressure Bleed is in.
Attitude नहीं है,
Starting to
रुक, रुक,
crumble against OG.
मतलब-
Durian!
मतलब एटीट्यूड नहीं रे
Thought that it
बाबा,
was gonna be a
मतलब
free sight, but Tesseract
I understood what you told.
lulls
हाँ.
him into a
Ego,
false
ego,
sense of
ego,
security
ego.
here.
हाँ, बाप
Ego,
ego.
Juicy
ego,
to remain,
ego.
40 seconds, and they're still
अंत
wanting to
क्या
fight for
जरूरत
this.
है?
Might need to actually
भाई
just save the weapons, mayhaps, but no, they're really going for
Nice shot.
aggression, but it's
One
not
man
gonna
tap.
work out. It's not
Nice,
gonna happen.
nice.
And
Nice one यार, एक number.
10 to 8. You
Duelist
said that
को
they've
ना
taken the lead.
थोड़ा बहुत ego
Well,
होना
they've
चाहिए
taken the helm at this point.
अरे मैं रॉ फ्यूल के लिए नहीं बोल रहा, मैं उधर उसके लिए बोल रहा हूँ.
Again, making
Crazy
their
guy.
voices
Opponent ego
known.
pick कर रहा है, वैसे बोल रहा
हाँ हाँ ये क्रेजी गाय के लिए बोल रहा हूँ.
आप भी समझा.
ऑफ के अगेंस्ट ऐसे पिक कर रहा है.
Darius, it's not gorilla, it's an orangutan.
Okay, it's an orangutan. They're apes. Together they're strong. Okay, but here's the thing. First time, okay, they're the first ones to hit
come on,
double
come on,
digits.
come on.
Yeah, and now this is like
Take comeback,
really
Sambhav bhai.
bleed.
Later
They're
ho yaar
forced
ab.
with
Three more
force
rounds,
bias,
come on,
light
guys.
shields all across. A sudden burst from Juicy. He's trying to catch them.
कुछ
by
पता नहीं लग रहा भाई को. क्या हो गया?
Can't find
क्या हो
any
गया?
form of
खड़ा रह गया वो
guts,
बीच में.
guys, what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
Oh!
उसका 5
Antidote push. Spotted. Juicy.
ये क्यों कर
Not
रहा है
missing the
एंटी भाई?
chance to punish.
यूसी
That's
लिखो
a big
चैट
deal,
में.
though. That's a big
सब
thing.
यूसी
Still
लिखो.
has the nade available.
यूसी.
अरे किल मत
Tesseract's
दियो
right
रे
above.
बाबा.
Spots it out, but Juicy can't really hit the shot. And
Ooh.
Tesseract gets another one.
Nice
It's a
shot.
second one.
अरे
Orangutan, they're not the only one that can dish a fist full of just aggression. And Bleak can do the same. And at least that catches Orangutan.
मैं होता तो ब्लेड स्टॉर्म ऑन करके आगे जाता.
Not feel comfortable in
मैं होता तो
just trying
just
to get this clutch. And I mean, how can he? 30 HP with the operator. but
यार मेरा नाम है यूसी।
he wants to go for these exit frags at least.
लेकिन कुछ भी बोलो ये राउंड हारे तो भी
कोई 90
यूसी
भाई।
के साथ हुआ दिल को अच्छा लगा भाई।
एग्जैक्टली।
वो बीच में खड़ा रहा पता है। अब मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, उसको 3 अल्ट लगी। हमारी ब्रीच की अल्ट, फिर हमारा स्टन, फिर उनकी ब्रीच की अल्ट, फिर हमारा फ्लैश। पिक कर, पिक कर, पिक कर।
Jump peeking, anticipating Rafael on the
डर
other
अच्छा
side.
लगा, डर अच्छा लगा,
डर अच्छा है, डर अच्छा
Smart
है,
plays from Bleed.
डर अच्छा है।
And it's not over yet. 9-10.
9-10.
पढ़ भाई एक फैंटा दे दो। नहीं।
There's so much opportunity, or rather, just if OG
भाई एंटी ने थोड़ा, एंटी वो शायद थोड़ा टाइमिंग पकड़ रहा था।
Come on, 3 more rounds, 3 more rounds.
एंटी टाइमिंग पकड़ रहा था, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। ठीक है, 2 किल वहाँ पे थे उसके।
Rafael was the one doing it. This time it's going to be juicy.
बात अलग है, नहीं मार पाया।
For today, I think, because these guys are doing it all. At the same time, though, look at the light shields from some of these Bleed players.
तू लैग हो रहा है सुबह।
I think it might be a little bit intentional, but back into A.
sorry. This is so close too. Okay, the outline's gonna give him away, so they know he's there. They gotta be careful, because one wrong step and that's a showstopper with you clumped up as 4. So, not something Bleed want to put themselves
position
in.
अच्छा है।
And look at how they're slowly going towards.
हाँ बे, रॉफियल ने फुल क्लियर करा।
Fast with this because they know there is
हाँ,
an
क्योंकि
operator.
आरवी के ने पुश कर देना पूरा हाथ।
हाँ नहीं, आरवी के ने सॉरी।
Gonna be Rafael on B. Shot dart to eliminate
अच्छा,
the
उसके
trip,
बाद
but it's just.
बट एक सेकेंड, एक सेकेंड, कैम ऑन करना पड़ेगा, रॉफियल मरेगा नहीं तो।
Rafael's gonna be underground though.
वो देख
Alarm
रीड
bot
देख।
to protect it, and it draws Rafael away.
Are they gonna go the other direction? Because I feel like they shouldn't. They should try to just at least get as much control on the B side as possible, because the lockdown forces everybody back. It does happen.
अरे उनके पास 2 आफ्टर प्लान
Works actually.
It's what we've seen before, though. Okay. Hunter's flying random one.
भाई लो करा, टैग करा एंटी को।
ये क्या है?
Still,
I don't know how he even hit that ult.
this time,
हाँ exactly.
it just delays OG
No, कुछ
enough
तो-
on that retake that they decide to save Asarai.
I think they have to save.
They have so much
Yeah.
money though. There's no
Save
need
करना
to save
पड़ेगा
at this
यार
point. They can press the
Exits ले लो,
advantage
save कर
maybe
लो,
against
हमारे पास
Bleed.
2 ulti है
Maybe
ना।
if they can even force out the ultimate from Scary, that's a win in my book. Because at least that's something that they don't have to worry about coming into the next round. But
वो breach पे
OG, at least they've called it.
Randomly hit, bro.
Well, in any case, there's no
Actually,
time
उसने वैसे
truly,
किया रे,
really.
क्योंकि KJL से उधर पब्लिक
And
खड़ी
all
रहेगी
we can hope
तो-
for
पर
is
उसके बाद भी लेट मारा रे उसने।
exit frags, that's the kills. None taken.
हाँ।
Bleed step right in front of OG. The saying.
पैसा है ना, क्यों सेव करा? नहीं, सही था सेव
I
डिसीजन।
gotta be honest, I'm definitely
कहाँ था
perplexed by
पैसा?
how OGS.
भाई सेव ऑफ थी भाई, रीटेक में विद ऑपरेटर वो भी 4v5 वेरी डिफिकल्ट।
OGS are the ones with a bank. They
टाइम आउट
are
लेना
the
चाहिए
ones
अब,
with
शायद
small
टाइम आउट
blocks.
लिया।
This could
Good time out
really
after.
go
Good time
either
out.
way. All right, timeout being called by the doctor again.
कोच भाई बोले अब।
I guess if you think about it this way,
अन्ना इतने टाइम आउट लिए, कोच भाई कुछ बोला ही नहीं अभी
they
तक।
want to have as much in. So maybe, I mean, again, I think this secures them 3 rounds of sure buys, right?
I guess so.
So
सेव गुड डिसीजन, हाँ सही है।
theology behind that for Orangutan.
7K स्टिल देयर इन बैंक। सबके पास तोड़ना।
They couldn't really clear enough angles.
पहली बार देख रहे हो क्या वैल्यू? 5v5 भी सेव करते हैं।
Worst like thing for them. They still have those buffers.
Savage यार रोहित
Both
भाई।
of them are just again up at this point neck and neck already, so there's no real need to risk something when you don't really have to, which is also quite interesting. Speaking since we're
गाइस टाइम आउट हो रखा है, टाइम आउट में क्या करते हैं अपन लोग?
This is why I have
हाँ?
him as my co-captain.
लाइक करते हैं।
That makes a lot of sense. But still, I
जिंदगी भर फांटा नहीं मिलेगी तुम्हें, लाइक नहीं करोगे तो मजाक सेट।
adaptation because now we're
बदुआ है
starting
मैं।
to see a Bleed that is
अब ये मत बोलना कोक पीता हूँ।
trying to
फांटा कोक एक ही चीज है।
इंडिया को
here and they just rush in.
ब्रो इंडिया में किसी को VCT ये वाला एसेंशियल शो मैच के लिए
Conversely,
इनवाइट मिला?
they also know how to
कुछ
go
लोगों को
through
मिला।
those mid-round
क्या क्या क्या?
Oh, they are going for show match?
किसको
Oh,
किसको?
that's crazy. किसको पता नहीं, I think we can't reveal. नहीं, so basically playoffs के पहले 2 दिन शो मैच है ना, वो जाना चाहिए बे।
3 जनों को मिला है जस्ट से।
अच्छा। फाटू भाई आप भी एक हो, सिर्फ इतना बता दो।
पता नहीं।
समझ गया।
हंसी से समझ गया।
नहीं हूँ भाई, किसने बोला?
अरे की लाउड
I guess, but it goes in the favor of
अन्ना वो
course, of
डायरेक्ट मूवमेंट
Bleed.
कर रहा था.
Tag the
राउंड का 10 सेकंड में 5v4 बन गया तो क्या कर सकते हैं.
But Bleed just being smart and getting a feel for it.
पीछे जा रहे
Now
हैं.
trying so
पीछे जा रहे हैं.
to stall and defend. All of those smokes being deployed, the incendiary as well.
पीछे जा
And
रहे
then they
हैं.
hear the footsteps.
हमको सुनाई
They're
देता
going to
उन लोगों
rotate
को
forward.
नहीं.
But what they don't know is that Darien is right around the corner.
Now they know actually. Ooh, Darian might need to back away though, because Tesseract is hungry and angry for the kill. He's playing with his food.
Nice.
Darian
Nice.
actually
Nice.
just chokes up.
Nice.
Thankfully enough, Bleed is there. Bleed is so fast. Like I thought they were
Bro.
actually going to be main and not help out Durian. But it's the opposite of that. They went the other direction, and now they're
Nice.
playing for contact. They're playing for trades. But OG is able to just bring it back once again. But look at the damage done to the HPs. And I think this time they have to actually go for the fight.
And the ultimate spent by Scary as well. Gives them the sight, but
हाँ.
now it's those
एक को मारने की try करना है
That's
अभी.
right. They have no choice, but they don't have
Oh, come
advantageous
on.
angles either. Rawfield down to 15 as well. That's painful. It's another operator saved up, and it puts Bleed.
वो
up
अजीज
ahead
लैंड
by
नहीं कर
1
पाया
round.
ऊपर.
2 more away from closing this out.
Man.
यार उसका सैचल. आह.
Need to also hear the voices of their fans right now.
अजीज भाई का सैचल मिस हो गया वहाँ पे.
But it's okay, it's okay. Economy है अभी भी
fan,
हमारे
I mean,
पास.
this is your time. You have to give
हाँ
them the
इकोनॉमी
support.
तो है पर
Rawfield needs it.
ये गंदा लग
There
रहा
are
है.
3 players trying to pick up his scent. Thankfully, he'll save that operator. But again,
रॉफियल तो 2 गन दे सकता
go
है.
either way.
हाँ.
There you go. Again, they
But
still
to be
have money,
honest,
like
bro,
I
why
mentioned.
कितने bro?
Up good enough to buy
Mid
up
round
until
जो adapt
round
कर रहे हैं
12
वो लोग
maybe.
फट करके.
But I was
That
so
is very,
surprised.
very quick.
Again,
And that
it's
too
not
ऐसा नहीं है
usual
कि
that you
उनका कोई
see
बोल रहा है, वो
them
हर एक
help
player
out
adapt
the
कर रहा है,
lurk,
उनका
right, and
कोई भी
double
चल
up
रहा
with
है,
the
हर एक
lurk
player adapt
there.
कर रहा है उसका.
So seeing them just be able to do that, or maybe Neff just seeing, oh, Tesseract's there. He's been trying to chase Durian for like 5 seconds. I have enough time to actually go through underground and help out my boy, which he did, and ultimately led to them just having more trades in their favor and winning out the round ultimately as well.
Yeah, and that's just so smart and so fast with how they respond to these
इतना
things.
स्लो खेल रहे हैं.
And then the pace switched up again. Now they're
गलत
going
चल रहा है
slow.
अभी.
We got Darien on
कोई नहीं
another
कोई नहीं
lurk.
कोई नहीं.
Surely they're aware that Rawfield is still on the operator, but the question is which angle is that? That's why they're being so careful about it.
Yeah, they're much more respecting of Rawfield's operator now.
ये सब
Because they
पूरा
know
छोड़ के
once they
खेल
make
रहे
that
हैं.
mistake, once Rawfield starts to
क्यों
heat up,
अल्टी देगा हमारे पास.
oh,
shit, low कर दिया.
Aziz
करने
committed.
के लिए.
They don't even have to push this if they wanted to. They can play inside the smokes and just try to alleviate dodge. Duck and weave the players of OG. But OG's had enough. Again, they're going to press the
What the
hands.
fuck?
That doesn't
What
feed
the
them, but
fuck?
actually starts to press them to lose. But not going to happen
Nice
this
one,
time.
nice one, nice one.
And OG, they fight back.
अरे नहीं.
Just all around the
Come on,
side
come on,
too.
come on.
Ever sounding presence, but
Yo, he hit
Juicy turned things around for a second. Now 1-on-1, Darien trying to make sure that he nails this shot, and he does. Just tiny micro adjustments, and Darien
वो
comes
17
out
किल में
on
2
top.
मार गया. उनका रेस.
It might not have been possible
बे
if
आरबी को
Juicy
शॉट लैंड करना था रे.
that fadeaway head tap with the Phantom. He tapped him. You saw I think it was Antidote. He hit Antidote, and Antidote was like just 5 HP.
आरबी को शॉट लैंड करना था.
Juicy, calm yourself down.
भाई बहुत 1v1 आ रहे हैं.
I mean, he's stepping up. I mean, like, ignore the scoreboard, right? Because he's finding all of these impactful frags, and that makes the biggest difference for Bleed in these rounds. Darien as well with that one-on-one. And this is now Bleed at match point. OGS, they saved up so much. They have to do it right now if they are to win this first series. Their debut match in VCT Ascension Pacific.
It's going to be risky. It's going to be quite difficult. Oh, Juicy! No way! Juicy just showing to us what you got the mobility with the double satchels. He's got the showstopper. He's got the whole enchilada. And he is serving up a dish that OG cannot stomach.
Oh, it's going bad, Asterai. Rawfield tries to pull off some shenanigans of his own. He's making a lot of sound, though.
One more
Just
blade.
a bit of a tag, and it doesn't quite give him the image that he wants.
I love you,
RBK
Raffle.
with the support will
I love you,
deny
Raffle, buddy.
Juicy. 2-on-2. And he knows that Darren is pinned down. Trying to go for the defuse too, but here comes Crazy Guy. A bit of a lineup. It takes out RZK. Oh! Tries to go for the turret instead, and then the swing out from Bleed. They close out this series 13-10, 2-1.
It was the same thing that we saw on Bind. You whiff a shot with the operator, and you see how hard these players can punish you off of that. They knew Rafael couldn't really do anything. Maybe he could have brought out his pistol and then some, but again, Durian immediately just crossed the angle, was already looking at RBK, who was using a spike. And here's another nail biter there. They knew that both players went on the inside. It was so far away, but he had
No RR, no RR, anti-GG, no RR. Nice try.
बट
Nice try.
जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूँ, ओजी वाले ने दिखा दिया कि हाँ भाई जीतने के लिए आए हैं।
Yes.
ओजी वाले ने दिखाया भाई। Well played ओजी, genuinely well played।
Orangutan finally
Oh भाई, Raffle एकदम।
but unfortunately not quite able to close it out in the end.
Yeah, again, I gotta just give it to Orangutan. Absolutely phenomenal experience. I think it was Mac that mentioned it, that they're already fighting Bleed at this level. Imagine if Bleed is
NTR Raj भाई,
right now, and they almost did it.
love you यार। ये क्या है? यमन? Thank you for the 1000 alien currency. पता नहीं कौन सी currency है यार। माफ करो, पता नहीं है राज भाई, love you यार। पढ़ो भाई, एक बार जॉड हो जाए मयंक। हाँ, हम जीते नहीं हैं, हम हारे हैं। हम हारे हैं मयंक भाई, थोड़ा तो शर्म करो। चौड़ आपके 200 रुपए के लिए चौड़।
What was that? And we got onto the highlight as well. I love that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go on a quick break. When we come back, it's gonna be the excuse me.
कौन सी करेंसी है ये? जापान की करेंसी है, माफ करो। यमन नहीं है, येन है क्या? अरे येन है क्या? अरे वो भूल गया था मैं उसका, समझ रहे हो? वाई भूल गया था। मुझे पता नहीं कौन सी करेंसी लगी। एंटी ओजी, एंटी
A little bit questionable at times, but with the way he finds some of these plays, the way he finds himself in these positions, clearing out a lot of these corners,
पता है,
the shock dart to eliminate some of RZK's
मैं 3 लिटरली ऐसी 3 सिली मिस्टेक हुई है ना, वो राउंड अपना था, मैं बता सकता हूँ। बतरो भाई
फाटू भाई, आपने बोला था नो आरआर।
नहीं आरआर नहीं, मिस्टेक है, मिस्टेक एनालिसिस है, वही तो
एनालिसिस है, माफ करो
वही थोड़ा ओवर एग्रेशन भी देखने को मिला, थोड़ा ओवर एग्रेशन। थोड़ा क्यूटीज बैठ जाती डेस्क पे तो
if they had a stronger attacking side, they 100% deserved to win that game. But look, attack was their strong side in stats that we were talking about. I thought things were looking extremely dire in that first half because Bleed came out 1-8 in that first half. And I got worried backstage. I got worried. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a bit of a flop after what we saw from map 2. But then Orangutan, they hold it down. They do so well. I think they strung, was it 6 rounds off the back of the second half with a flawless pistol as well. That rekindled the spirit. That got them going. And we started to see exactly how they operated when they were
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
under pressure is where
पूछा देख WhatsApp में।
मैं क्या?
ग्रुप स्टेज है ना, वही बोल रहा हूँ। ये ग्रुप स्टेज है, ओजी का और भी मैचेस है ब्रो।
Losing the fights against Bleed, it turned into pressure, it turned into problems because in the post plants, they weren't able to convert. They were able to take the sites, they were able to sit there and have man advantages. But I watched them. You think back to the last round in the first half, Crazy Guy with those 3 kills, everyone was tucking, everyone was scared. That is not the Orangutan.
Let's go.
I mean, I don't know if it was the footsteps that they heard or something on the
गाइस तुम्हें क्या लगता है, कैसा मतलब ओजी का परफॉर्मेंस कैसा था
तो नहीं आएगा ना
इस लेवल पे आके?
मैंने देख भी लिया
तो पता नहीं, उसी से पूछता फाटू भाई।
हाँ तूने वो वीडियो
वैलोरेंट साउथ
हाँ लिखो वैलोरेंट साउथ एशिया लिखो, वैलोरेंट
नहीं वीडियो आ गया, कॉपीराइट नहीं आएगा ना।
नहीं वैलोरेंट साउथ एशिया, हाँ प्ले करके देखो ना भाई।
चलो लाइव
वैलोरेंट साउथ एशिया के चैनल में कुछ नहीं होगा, इतना क्यों चिल कर।
हाँ देखो ना,
Esports साउथ एशिया मिल गया।
देखो और क्या, चिल करके देखो, कोई टेंशन नहीं। देखता हूँ साला इसका देखता हूँ क्या बोलता है ये। ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर भाई?
Who is this guy, dude?
Just saying. वो बंदी बहुत क्यूट है।
एक्सक्यूज मी, बहन है तेरी।
शाम को मिलते हैं फाटो, जा रहा हूँ।
चलो अन्ना, बाय बाय।
अन्ना ठीक है, बाय बाय। मेरे को भी जाना है 9-3 बजे, थोड़ा वीडियो है, नहीं तो खेलते हैं। नेवर माइंड। ओ डब्ल्यू गेमिंग किधर? चाइना में लॉन्च हो रहा वैलोरेंट है जी। अच्छा था परफॉर्मेंस, अच्छा था। नॉट डिसअपॉइंटेड एट ऑल, बट स्टिल जीत सकते थे यार। दुख हो रहा है, जीत सकते थे पर कोई नहीं, अच्छा था।
चलो बतूरा ब्रो, फाटू ब्रो मिलते। बाय बाय, मिलते।
बाय बाय। अबे गाइस, अभी मेरे को एक वीडियो के लिए जाना है, ठीक है? ये बतूरा लाइव रिएक्शन दे रहा है। अगर इसने कुछ गंदा गंदा बोला ना, मुझे एमसीबीजे कर देना उसकी, ठीक है ना? मैं जा रहा हूँ, मैं रात को मिलता हूँ तुम सबसे। थैंक यू फॉर ट्यूनिंग इन, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द वॉच पार्टी। बहुत मज़ा आया, क्रेजी मैच था। कल एक और मैच है ऐसी, कल देखेंगे। और रात को खेलने आते हैं, शाम को या रात को, ठीक है ना? मेरा एक वीडियो शूट है, मेरा और टी-बोन का, ठीक है? तो चलो मिलते हैं। सी यू एंड लव यू ऑल। सी यू टुनाइट, ठीक है? कब सोया नहीं, मैं सुबह 5 बजे उठा था। बाय गाइस। वो रिएक्शन दे रहा है मेरी वीडियो पे, अगर अच्छा नहीं बोला ना, एमसीबीजी कर देना उसकी, ठीक है? चलो बाय बाय।
मेरा नाम क्या है? तुम लोग मुझको जज करते रहोगे, मैं गाने बनाता रहूंगा। हम दोनों सेम हैं, एकदम सेम।
पब्लिक मांगे गाने फिर मैं गाने दे के विलन क्यों? वीडियो मांगे मुझसे बे मैं शायर हूँ, तू फिल्म क्यों? कवर आर्ट के पीछे दुनिया गाली देना सीखी है, तू गाने सुनने बैठा है। एग्जीबिशन लगी है कि किसके गाने फुद्दू है और बीफो में क्या बोला है। तुमने खुद के हाथों अपने डीएचएच को तोला है। म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री में तुम बंदूकें लाना चाहते हो, गाने चलाने के लिए पैसा क्यों लगाते हो? ये संदेवार के आर्टिस्ट पर ये सीखे उनसे कुछ नहीं। लौड़ा अपने बच्चे को मैं भेजूंगा वो स्कूल नहीं। टीचर यहाँ के मारे और फिर फोर्स करते पढ़ने को, जब होश आता बच्चे को वो फाड़ता हर बनने को। ये सिस्टम करूँ चेंज, मुझे मौका देके देख, दिल तक ले जाऊंगा गाने और मैं बदल दूंगा देश। फिर तुम खुशी खुशी सीने में गोली दे देना, हाँ मैं हंसते हंसते स्टेज पे ही हो जाऊंगा ढेर। हाँ तू सर पकड़ अगर ये आवाज नहीं पसंद, मैं इंसान भी खराब, मैं औलाद भी गलत। मुझे फिर से कभी पूछना नहीं क्या मेरा धर्म, हूँ मैं मिट्टी से बना, धूल में हुआ खत्म। क्या ये करियर मेरा रोक देंगे पोस्ट बना के? मुझे चलना नहीं है डीएचएच में वोट लगा के। जब मैं जश्न करूंगा कि हाँ मैं जीत चुका हूँ, इन्हें खुद दारू दूंगा मगर दोस्त बना के। लिखूं गाने जैसे छीनू गम, होमी बोले पहला पीले रम। दुखी होने का नहीं मेरा मन, जब तक मेरे आंसुओं से चलता रहे तेरा घर। मुझ पे हाथ नहीं है रैपरों का खुदा ने रखा, मुझे रैप करने के लिए भी खुदा ने कहा। माँ को फिक्र होने लगी जब मैं घर न मुड़ा, बाप की दारू वाली आदत एक असूल से जुड़ा कि अब ऐसा बनना नहीं, भले घायल हो जाना। तुझे फूल समझे कोई तो तू फायर हो जाना। पहला पीछे रहना मगर सब संभाल लेना तू, इन सब आगे वालों की तरह ना गायब हो जाना। मेरी बात सुन, मैं हेट दे के कहाँ जाऊंगा, या फिर ऐसा कहूँ हेट लेके बदल जाऊंगा। मुझे चीरते हो तुम बिना सोचे मेरा हाल, तेरे 1 लाख व्यूज से क्या संभल जाऊंगा। परेशान नहीं हूँ अब मैं किसी के लिए, मैं हैवान बन चुका हूँ किस के लिए। जब मैं लाइव आके बोलूँ कि I'll rap till I die, कोई नहीं डाले यूट्यूब पे वो व्यूज के लिए। मेरी क्लास की वो टॉपर मुझे डीएम करती है, जिसे शायद कभी पता नहीं था ठीक से मेरा नाम। मेरी बंदी मुझे फील करना चाहती सुबह शाम, कहती बेबी आई एडमायर तेरा म्यूजिक तेरा पास। इन्हें पसंद आते लोग जिन्हें फर्क पड़ता नहीं, इफ आई डोंट लव माय फैंस कभी घर तक लाता नहीं। मेरे हर एक फैन के लिए अब मैं रोकूं मेरी कार, तेरे बाकी आर्टिस्ट की तरह शीशे चढ़ाता नहीं, क्योंकि चले मेरा घर इनकी तालियों से ब्रो, मुझे क्या ही पैसा देके ऊपर लाएगा बिलीव, मुझे रोक नहीं सका बाप जीने से संगीत, आई बिलीव 2024 में मैं हिटिंग मशीन, आएंगे मिलियन बिलियन गाने पे पर लाइव में मैं वही, लाइफस्टाइल है अजीब पर मैं आर्टिस्ट बड़ा सही, जब मैं देने जाता पीस इन्हें हजम होता नहीं, इसीलिए इंडिया में रैप सफल होता नहीं, स्ट्रेट अप सिखाए मुझे कायदे, दिखाए मुझे फायदे, कितना पैसा है हिप हॉप में, फिर भी रैपर लोग क्यों एक दूसरे को नोच रहे, मैं महफिलों में बैठता नहीं, सहमता नहीं, कोई भी बोले फालतू पर इन दिनों में ऐठता नहीं, हे शॉर्टी प्यार में तू मुझसे कभी पढ़ना नहीं, पहला इतना अच्छा आर्टिस्ट हो गया अच्छा बंदा नहीं, गलतियां इनकी पर नाम हमारे